looks like I'm in another pickle. Bitch was acting really fucking fickle. Wanted to use my motherfucking sickle. It looks like I gotta use my fucking pickle. I guess that doesn't really fucking matter. Stick her in a motherfucking pickle jar. The bitch wasn't gonna go too far. It doesn't matter in the end, cause she's a stupid little dead bitch. She's fucking pickled
Oh,
bitch. Now
fucking
she's
decimate
fucking
Relky.
bitch.
Smoking like a pickle pack, blessing Nickelback. Smoking on 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 a pickle pack, blessing Nickelback.
Hey. I don't know why I feel like I played a little bit of jaywalk there, but I did. Anyway, I'm going to put on someone else now. Something a bit more Klman channel-esque, a bit more vaporwavy, vibey, beaty weety, wabby wabby wee wow. There we go. Welcome. How are we all doing? Ladies and gentlemen, I can't fucking believe it. We've returned again. Once more. For some more chill on cinema streams of me, Klman, here on the Klman channel. So on cinema chill stream numero 35. 25. Wow, wow. Very exciting, ladies and gentlemen. We've wrapped up Adult Swim's on cinema at the cinema content. It's all done. It's finished. Still up in the air again about what we're gonna do for the high network stuff. Need to reach out to the on cinema people, perhaps the true on cinema family, maybe, to see what we're going to do about that, because at the moment I don't know. Again, the plan at the moment that I can think of is just watching the free content that's available on the high network. So basically every first episode of each season of On Cinema at the cinema. What else is there that we could watch? We can't even watch the first episode. Oh man, what can we watch that's free then? So the first episode of season 13 is free, and the first episode of season 12 is free. After that, it's fucking pay for it. You're not fucking watching it, cunt. Damn. Well, that's fucking heavy, bro. We need to... I don't know, then. I thought there was way more free content than that. There's not any more free content than that, which is a bit of a bummer. We'll need to... I need to think about it then. Because... that's a bit unfortunate, really, isn't it? Well, again, we'll look into that when the time comes. Well, but regardless, we're here today to enjoy some wonderful extra on cinema goodies we've not touched on yet, including, to start off the stream, the animated adventures of Decker, the pilot episode of A Thing That Never Happened. I don't know if it was meant to be a pilot or it was just a one-off throwaway shtick. I don't know. Probably it was, because after that, obviously, On Cinema moved to their own thing, so maybe it was a pilot that didn't. That was not meant to be. I don't know. And then we're going to be watching the 2019 On Cinema Oscar special telethon. Everybody, we'll explore the lore and the reasoning behind why they did the telethon and all that when it's time to watch it. But hope we're all doing well. I had my wisdom tooth fucking removed yesterday, so I was a laugh. Feel much better now. My jaw feels like it's been punched, but you know, I'm glad to get it out, as I was doing my tits in. I was getting pretty bad toothache and all that, so we're in recovery mode at the moment. I can't vape. I can't have my Tom Cruise Heidecker Jr. THC vape technology at the moment, because smoking and stuff like that can encourage dry socket, and I don't want my tooth socket to go dry, because that is apparently unimaginable pain, and I don't want to deal with that. I'd rather just have it heal properly. So no vapes, no smokes, no marijuana, none of this stuff that I like to do until it heals. So yes, gotta wash my mouth out with fucking saline solution, all of that. Just keep on top of it, keep it clean, keep it nice and fresh and beautiful until it heals up. So that's exciting, isn't it? Yes. But anyway, we're just gonna dive in. We're gonna start watching the animated adventures of Decker. Yeah, but we're pretty much done with. We are done with the On Cinema timeline, the website that Justin Gaynor set up, because it only runs up to the animated adventures of Decker, and that's it. Done. It's finished. There's nothing else. It does not document anything since 2020, so it's 4 years out of date at this point. Just about. It's pretty funny. Should update it at some point. Huh? Other than that, yeah, we're just gonna dive in, I think. Yeah. Links down below this stream if you want to check out Creator Perspective, which is the... Oops, that's the wrong button, Lamar. We'll get to that in a minute. Hello? There we go. The video essay documentary series that I do cover interesting instances of creative development such as the history of On Cinema, history of Call of Duty Zombies, and the history of Cinemassacre. And since we're going to be wrapping up the On Cinema chill streams soon, we'll soon be moving on to the AVGN, Angry Video Game Nerd chill streams, and that one will probably go on for a while because there's a lot of AVGN content to cover. That's exciting. Overall, looking forward to that. The next chapter of the chill streams, baby. It's movie time. Yeah, baby. Welcome back to the stream. Anthony Comenia, good to see you, brother. How we doing, man? Hope we're doing well. I'm doing fine. Again, I'm still recovering from my wisdom tooth getting removed yesterday. But we're doing fine. We're doing quite alright. The socket is clean. So. Hence, I won't be vaping this entire fucking stream. Or indeed for the next few days. Which is very fucking annoying. Yeah, and also... PayPal link down below. If you would like to send some pennies my way. If you want to buy more Scottish carbonated beverages. Any more vape technology that I'll buy when I can start fucking vaping again. It's sincerely appreciated. I was actually a bit skint today, and I had money in my PayPal from kind, generous, beautiful, wonderful supporters of the channel, supporters of the stream. I was sincerely appreciated. I was quite surprised, actually, the amount of money that was in there. I was like, damn, that helps. Thanks so fucking much. Sincerely appreciated. That was a lifesaver, to be quite honest. So, thank you all for donating and being so generous and supporting the channel. I know I'm fucking still dragging my heels when it comes to video content, not just streaming content, but I promise the fruits of the labour are being worked on, and I hope you all enjoy the videos when they come out. I sincerely hope so. I've still got to do a video talk about what the next video essay is going to be about, because it's not a career perspective video, it's a solo one-off special presentation video that I'm doing. So I will do a video talking about it soon. That's quite funny because when I was at the dentist, that's indeed what they pulled it out and they said, imagine being toothache free with real Genesis technology. That's exactly what they said. I don't think it was the peach and prickly pear smoothie. I think I went with the RJ's soup. RJ's soup and peach schnapps injection. So it was, my teeth felt minty fresh after, and I felt like I had a delicious meal. Anyway, enough of this fucking gay banter. Gay as in happy, not homosexual. We're going to move on, and we're going to start watching the... Before we begin the telethon, we're going to watch the animated adventures of Dicker, ladies and gentlemen, the pilot episode. It's very exciting. This video on YouTube's called This is the Best Cartoon for People Who Enjoy On Cinema at the Cinema. From a guy called Comedy with a question mark. So thanks for uploading this video, because it's not available anywhere else for some fuck all reason, and it's not been taken down yet, so we're lucky they're even getting to fucking watch this, to be honest. Anyway, yes, and there it goes. I like how the first time I fucking opened the window, it didn't do that. The second time I did it, I decided to do it for no fuck all. Anyway, alright. Animated Adventures of Decker, everybody. This is not part of the cartoon. Whoever uploaded this video just added this on for whatever reason. Thanks, Windows. Hey, Dylan, good to see you, buddy. I'm so glad to see you tune in for the stream. It's good to see you. Glad to finally receive the flavoured teeth. Yeah, I went for it in the end, you know. The wisdom tooth was acting up, so I decided I'm going to go with the Rio Genesis RJ's TCH teeth replacement. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have been saying it's been really good. And I take 4 pills 5 times a day. So let's continue. Anyway, good to see you, buddy. Hope we're doing well. Right, okay, so this is it. This is a pilot episode, everybody, of an animated Decker series. At this point, Decker is, out of everything on cinema, really, in terms of outside of the world of on cinema, is probably the most successful. Obviously, because we had Decker on Adult Swim, the actual television block. It broke free from the internet exclusive stuff that on cinema is. And it had 3 seasons, and it had a convention and all this shit, so Decker's pretty popular. It's Adult Swim's, I guess it's Adult Swim's favourite thing that on cinema do, because they brought it onto the television and all that kind of shit. So, in 2020, I believe, I don't remember the date exactly, when is this actually? I should have kept this up so I can check. Approximately, oh come on, fuck off. Approximately the 4th of July. Well, of course, it's got to be the 4th of July. It's Independence Day, baby. On the 4th of July, 2020, they gave us an animated pilot for Decker, an animated series, which is pretty fun. And it's a really good show, actually. It's a pretty good cartoon. Would have been pretty cool to see it come back, alas. At this point in time, On Cinema moved on from the world of Adult Swim, and they started High Network. Thus, this is the last piece of On Cinema timeline that we've got here as part of Adult Swim, and it's the Animated Adventures of Decker. So we're going to watch this before we listen to the 2018 Oscar special telethon. So here we go. Buckle in, buddies. We're about to preview on Decker Season 2. There we go, fucking sit for this nonsense.
And as the United States corn
Here we go.
crisis continues, President
Jason Davidson.
If I can't solve this corn crisis, I can kiss my second term goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, hang on. Let's up the quality here. You want corn? What the fuck? Right, I've not watched this in a while, so I don't remember what the plot is.
That can stop this corn crisis.
Who? Ah, I missed the Decker theme so much, man. This is so sick. Oh, it's a DKR. The Animated Adventures of Jack Decker. Jack Decker in Corn Crisis.
Wow,
Yeah, what a bizarre
that was an amazing
idea.
show, guys. Decker, you are the
Created by
best and
Tim
most
Heidecker,
successful
buddy.
EDM DJ that there's ever been.
Yes, this whole tour has been awesome. We are playing to millions of fans.
You're playing to
one
millions of
suggestion.
fans.
Could we up the BPM of Empty Bottle to 168 to really get the
fuck it.
crowd going?
Trip
We've
Spencer
always
character
done
brought
Empty
it up.
Bottle
Brought
at
the life
tempo
bite, okay,
it is
whatever.
at 156.
Trip
It
Spencer
cooks every
concept,
night.
originally
You're
approved by
trying to
Tim. I
fix
love these
something
fucking
that is
credits.
not broken. Too many beats. Any more beats might make this too
Bible
much of a good
consultant.
thing. Relax. This is ridiculous. Why do I bother trying with you? It's so
Damn.
pointless.
I can't believe Decker and
Give
Decker
him
are
time,
falling out.
Decker. He'll come around.
That's terrible. DKR playing, special price of Tony Newman.
President
Wait, right?
Jason Davidson.
Decker,
Davison, what the hell do you want? I'm
What
in
the hell do
middle
you
of
want?
My world tour of DKR, my EDM band.
Decker,
But
our
Ian
country
Bear.
is suffering from a corn
I don't know. Tim Heidecker's voiceover work is some of the best.
crisis. It's affecting every sector of our economy. We
Even
have
managed
no
to
idea
animate
who or
perfectly
what
his
could be behind this.
You asshole,
Shock
this
face
isn't
is
the
great.
act of Mother Nature, Mr. President. This could only be the work of one
What's
man.
that plane? Where'd the plane go? It could only be the work of one man.
Count Dracula.
Oh shit, it's James Dean?
Master.
Master.
Weather disruption device has been more
This is fucking
divisive
stupid.
and destructive that we ever could imagine.
I wish they even touch
We're
on
hitting
the thing about this pilot is I don't think they ever fucking mention it in On Cinema at all, which I find to be very strange. Like, it seems at this point when Decker appears on the television for Adult Swim, they kind of just stopped talking about it. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's like the weird IP tie-up with Adult Swim or something. I don't really know. Because then when it moved to the High Network and they brought Decker back, it was JJ Denneker. And it's a different thing, but it's the same thing. So, interesting. I don't know why that is, but yeah, the pilot never gets mentioned as far as I'm aware in On Cinema. It's just a very strange piece of On Cinema history that just exists in its own little world, you know?
in America.
But
when
it's
it
interesting to
really
watch.
hurts. The hard.
Oh, is that James
But
Dean
I
doing the
don't
voice?
understand. man? Why corn, Master Dragon?
Why are we
Dracula.
taking
You're
corn?
fool. If we bring the American corn
It's
industry
a
to its
real
knees, it will give the
trap.
Chinese the upper hand when it
Oh,
comes to
the
crops
China
and trade,
connection.
And then President Jason Davidson will have no choice
Not China.
but to join the Federation of United Allied
No
Nations.
fucking way.
One. Which
One.
God,
God, Dracula's such a political fucking despot, man.
Computer access the most secret agent, Master Codebreaker of CIA.
CIA. Is that Special Agent Kingston?
That's
That's not Kingston. Who the fuck is that?
To bother with us little people at the CIA.
Save it,
Damn.
Coleman. I have reason to
Save it,
believe
Klman.
Count
That's my surname. Maybe in world it's a Delgado production. But you think they'd mention it? But I don't know, because they mentioned like Tony Newman in that. So Tony's involvement in On Cinema is like post Delgado Media Holdings, right? So what the heck? Very strange. Hey guys, it's TV time. Obviously not as exciting as movies, but you know TV's good. Worlds for Christ. Welcome to the stream, brother. Good to see you. Hope we're doing well. How are we? Thank you for tuning in. You're just in time to see some animated adventures of John Jacob Denneker.
Dracula is behind our current corn crisis,
Corn
affecting
crisis
our
affecting
economy
our
as well as our farms.
As far as our farms.
That makes sense.
The way that
Anonymous
Decker
sources
reads the
deep
script
within
is
the
so
government,
fucking
true
stellar,
patriots,
man.
Not the pencil-pushing deep state traitors have informed me that Dracula has devised an airborne weather.
LaRue's got such a
destruction
great
vessel,
voice,
or
man.
WDV,
I bet this is
that
the
has
most that
ability
he's
to
spoken
change
in the
weather
entirety of On
and
Cinema right now.
Our valuable corn.
This
Our
would give the
valuable
upper hand to the Chinese when it comes to cops and trade.
In trade. So when
And
he
you
says
yeah.
stuff like that, I don't know why. What is that? In trade. We gotta stop the China connection from invading our rights.
Dracula was in cahoots with the Chinese the whole time.
The
we
whole
must
time.
Stop
There is. We must stop
Dracula.
Dracula.
Dracula's whereabouts are a mystery.
He's
Most
got a bit
likely
more
he
of
sent
a.
one of his
Oh,
ghastly
holy
goons
shit! The
to
ghastly
do his bidding.
goons, not the
The
goons.
bad news, there's
Who
no
are
way
half of
we'll
them?
be able to
Evil
reach him in
skeleton?
time. The WDV's altitude is just too high. By
That's
the
the
time
best.
we get there, all the
The
corn
fact that they
seeds
went
in
the effort to
America
make
will
to
be
edit Decker's
homogenized and
face of shock.
sterilized.
There is one man who has access to the speed and altitude this
Special
country needs right
Agent
now.
Kingston. Is it Kingston?
Is that Greg's thing?
Is that Greg's thing?
How do we cut that?
Greg's thing? What is Greg's thing then? I can't remember Greg's thing. Is that Hitler? That's the white N-word. Oh, bro, what is Special Agent Kingston doing? Speed Racer?
This is like something out of an Academy Award-winning movie.
I love the
Guess I'll have
movies.
to win this race another day.
I love it.
Trip Spencer,
Trip.
up, and away.
Up.
Trip Spencer, #1 expert on racing.
Oh yeah, they changed. I can't believe I forgot they removed Special Agent Kingston and replaced him with Trip Spencer, whoever the fuck that is.
And movies. On his
Expert
way
of
to
movies
save the
and
day.
aircraft. Up and away.
Attention passengers, radar shows we are about to be struck by
It's
a
great to be part of
missile.
the
Brace
Desert
for
Fan.
impact.
That is not a missile. That is Trip Spencer.
That
the
is Trip
fastest
Spencer,
man
the fastest
alive.
man
Trip
alive.
Spencer, the one and only
Who loves
pilot of
movies.
Rocket Car 1. Permission to dock.
Rocket Car 1. I mean, what is this? What is this supposed to be? Like fucking Thunderbirds or something?
Trip Spencer.
They even got
reporting for
Greg's
duty.
big old
You
belly
said
there.
you were the fastest man in the world. Just nothing but bull. You, what took you so long?
What took you
You
so
know the
long?
Trip Spencer character is the fastest man on the land.
The
and
Trip
in the
Spencer
sky.
character. What are you talking about?
Don't you know it's a private plane?
Axiom, calm the
Stand
fuck
back.
down.
This
Stand
is
down.
International
This is Trip
racing
Spencer,
star,
the
Trip-
racing
Trip
sensation.
Spencer. He's here to assist me in a mission critical mission.
Mission critical mission. I really hope sincerely, because obviously Decker is so up in the air. For High Network, the only thing that we've had is deck of cards. I would love to see the animated adventures of John Jacob Denneker or something. Bring this back and do it for High Network. That would be really. You cannot say they cannot afford the fucking animation studio at this point. They make bank over there. They make so much fucking money right now. The amount of memberships that they've got. Like, we did the research for Creatorspective. I don't exactly remember the number, but I'm pretty sure it's in the millions per year. So they make enough money, surely to God, they can fucking make this shit. Especially since we're hungry for fucking content. However, the new season of On Cinema at the Cinema is coming out in December. It's very exciting. Are y'all excited? I'm very excited for that. So pumped for more movie expertise with the On Cinema family. Play? Nice.
But Decker, we have a big show. We gotta stay focused, man.
Don't worry, Axe. The music always comes first. I'll be back in time for the show.
Also, like
I
the
have to
Decker
save
suddenly now
America's corn
DKR
farm
is
trip.
DKR
Let's
is canon.
roll.
Roger that.
DKR's canon in the world of Decker all of a sudden.
83.3 per can of all the corn has been eliminated.
What did he say?
my
Per
little
can?
chickadee.
My little chickadee.
Excellent. This
Why
will
don't you
make
come out and
the
see
Prime
me
Minister return.
sometime?
Our trusted ally in evil.
Stick with the script.
Eyes happy.
Re-up my
There it
membership,
is.
baby.
Dracula's
Mine's
goons managed to
mine's just got renewed a couple of days ago, in fact. I'll need to. I know. I don't know. I mean, I keep it going. I mean, I'm happy to give the On Cinema family my money, but goddamn, you gotta give me some more fucking content if I'm gonna give you money, because the last thing that came out is, I don't know. What was the last thing that came out? Probably the fucking Greg's Treasure Hunt or the Summer Roundup, maybe, or something like that. But you know, they're kind of very slow at the moment.
Activate the WVP. You can say goodbye to to 100 years of American prosperity.
Eye in the sky.
Kingdom. Trip.
What do you mean?
Trip.
Lois is the American
He said
heartland. It is where all the soy and wheat and oil and corn and apples are grown.
Oil
They are
and
good
corn and
people. They
apples
are as
together?
American
That's not a
as
good
apple
idea.
pie.
Apple
They are
pie.
the real Americans.
It's
How
American
Dracula's
Gothic.
WDV will turn their crops into a desert wasteland, just like in Film
Desert
King.
wasteland.
George
Launch
Clooney.
attack!
A desert wasteland.
Decker, the WDV is protected by some sort of force field.
Get me
No.
as close as possible. I can enter. through
I'm
an
gonna get
opening in
eyes in the
WZ
sky.
WDB and take care of this mono.
Mano Ima. Whoa, oh damn. Yeah. How did he do
Godspeed,
that?
Decker. Our entire country is counting on you, especially movie buffs who depend on popcorn more than most.
Depend on popcorn?
Look at that. That's gotta be a record crowd.
Don't you get it?
Fuck
Jack
yeah.
is the star. We're basically just set dressing.
Set
Without Jack
dressing?
on
I
stage,
seems crying.
they'll tear us limb from limb.
Hey
Aw.
man, he made a promise. He'll make it to the show.
Why does Manuel
He'll be
Juicy
there,
Drops
ass.
look
You just
nothing
gotta
like
have some faith
Manuel
and
in this
trust.
one? It's so weird.
Whatever.
His
There's
hair's
no
even the right
point.
colour. What is this Aztec
Master,
fucking
Jack
temple in
Matt,
Mars, bro? What's going
Decker
on?
has breached the ship.
A ship. I like that little. Oh, whoa, whoa! Even notice that little animation error there.
Decker has breached
He's
the
got no
ship.
legs, and then the. It's not. That doesn't. I like that they still keep the fuck ups in here. The technical fuck ups are going on with like the animation with the guy's legs and stuff. It's not a lot of it, but it's nice. It keeps to the roots of Decker and On Cinema. Very nice touch. I
I think things are about to get a whole lot more interesting.
that was pretty good. How?
It is I, Rumpelstiltskins.
Rumpelstilts-
My reputation precedes me.
Who the fuck is doing that voice?
Rumpelstiltskin. Okay.
Rumpelstiltskin.
But of course, I knew you were no good, but this is a
No
new low
good.
even for you. Who knew you were
I'm
in
glad all the
cahoots with
evil fictional
Dracula
characters
is-
started
and the
Dracula.
Chinese.
And
This
the
is a new low
Chinese.
even for you.
It's too
Damn.
late, Decker. I've activated the final stage of the WDV. With one hop onto this button,
Isn't that voice fucking it's Frankie, that's Bobby Valley. That's Bobby Valley. That's Frankie Valli's younger brother, Bobby Valley, who did the Oscar Fever song in the 6th annual. Fifth? That's fucking Bobby Valley. What the fuck?
the Heartland's remaining crops will dry up and die.
Dry up and
I'm
die.
going to crush you like a little bug.
Maybe it's time you met somebody your own size.
He's pretty good. I really like that voice. Holy shit.
It's time to rumble.
It's time to rumble. Oh, that's
Time to
great.
die, Uncle Stillskin.
Uncle Stiltskin. Yeah. It's just fucking great. Holy shit. He wound it for a punch. Why did it turn into a fucking kick?
That's the last time
Okay.
you mess with the crops.
You just
Pops.
killed Bobby Valley, bro. That's crazy. Thanks, Windows. Oh my god, that's some primo acting from Greg there. Decker, don't shoot! Holy shit. Oh, god damn, bro. Reminds me of the explosion in the first ever episode of Decker, bro. That's crazy. The crops are back. Decker saved the day again. What was he?
Jack Decker has saved.
What was he saying about Bobby Valley? He's not been in anything on Cinema Centric in a while, I don't think. He hasn't, no, not really. A lot of the little extra guys haven't been in it really in a while. Like, obviously the close-knit people like Tony and LaRue and Greg and all that are still here, but I've not seen either hair of people like Bobby Valley or, you know, any of the extra accoutrement that we see throughout other Decker stuff and on cinema stuff, really. Very strange.
Oh no, my beloved Rumpelstiltskin.
It's a true tragedy. Rumpelstiltskin.
Where is he?
Where's Jack Decker?
DKR is nothing without Jack Decker.
Who the fuck is that?
What's up,
DKR is nothing without Jack Decker. Who the fuck is that?
Nothing without Jack Decker.
I recognise that voice again. Is that Bobby Valley again? Oh, I want to find a clip. How many clips could there be? I mean, he did the Oscar special and the rest was Decker, right? I don't know what that. I wonder what that could be. It must be the 5th annual because he talks about Jaws, I remember. So it must be the 5th one that he was on.
I told you he wasn't coming.
I can't remember what he said in that clip. It was a Q&A fight they did. He talks about Jaws and it was really funny what he said about it. Just looking at all those people. What is this fucking Metalocalypse? That's ridiculous.
Jack's back. Let's rock.
Let's rock. Oh my fucking god. Here we go. In a time. Whoa! Rotten Tomatoes?
Tempo's too slow.
They better speed it up.
You better speed it up.
Max, on 3, we take this BPM where you know it needs to go.
168?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Stand by for my count. 1.
I like
3,
it.
2,
I
1.
forgot. 3, 2, 1. Decker. I forgot that Tim Heidecker knows everything about Beast a minute.
Sounds good, man.
That's an awesome
Why are they
title. I
whispering?
love that song.
Oh, hey! What is this, Tom Cruise Heidecker vape tech? Fuck
Hey,
yeah.
Axe, I owe you a big apology. I should have listened to you from the start.
Hey, I was right about it.
I like they're acknowledging the
but it could have
fact
been
that
just a
Tim
coincidence.
recognises
What counts is that
his
you made a correct
humility.
decision.
You know?
You truly are the leader of DKR.
Yeah,
the song
yeah.
rock. You care about the audience.
Hey, that's
audience.
my golden rule, Axe.
Axe.
Hey, I'm glad to see you guys getting
Fucking
along for
six
once.
pack, man.
To DKR.
To DKR.
DKR.
To DKR.
DKR.
Some champagne from DKR.
Want some more champunga?
You may have won this round, Jack Decker. America remains a sovereign nation. For now. But
For now.
I have more devious blood on my sleeve. Guaranteed. to
Guaranteed.
Make your head spin.
Who are these people? What the fuck is going on? You got a little axe. I guess that's Lizzie fucking Borden. We got fucking Poison Ivy, the Wolfman, the Mummy, the Black Knight from Scooby-Doo, no doubt. Also Buffett a hot. I know what the fuck is that all about? You got Bigfoot in his classic caught on camera pose. I don't know what that is. That the guy from The Man Who Laughs, perhaps? There's I don't know who the fuck that's supposed to be. A little squat pygmy skeleton guy. Another Bigfoot. A evil witch. A normal skeleton. A lizard person. A humpback woman. What the fuck is that? A little blob fella. Bob from fucking Monsters vs. Aliens. The Grim Reaper. A fucking cameraman from Skibbity Toilet. That's an anvil. Why are they all the same? What is going on with these characters, bro? A horse? That was great. I haven't seen that one in a while, bro. Oh, the Animated Adventures of Decker, bro. What a classic. So sad I didn't do more. Absolutely. Forgot about absolutely. Tim Heidecker's father. Okay. Now it's going to get a bit more of a listening experience now, ladies and gentlemen. This is the only visual they're going to see for this entire thing. So, context. 2017, I believe, was the year we received the Our Cinema Oscar special. Let me double check the timeline here because I'm not entirely 100% certain that that's true. Let's see, 2017. Yeah, it was, I'm right. Yes. 2017 was the year that we received the Our Cinema Oscar special, which was obviously a micro-budget effort on behalf of Greg Turkington and Mark Porch. And I theorized in the video that we did for Perspective is because they were not getting any money to put on a show, because the Oscar special is the most expensive thing that they do for on cinema, because, you know, it's got the camera crew and it's a live show and everyone's got to be there, and It's a whole thing. It's all studio production, and Adult Swim are not really supporting on cinema really financially at all. Not even really giving them shout outs on social media when they're going live and stuff. So we had the Our Cinema Oscar special, which was an on cinema joke, and also a bit of a poking fun at the fact that they had no money to make a show. So for 2018, they decided to get the money themselves, and as a result, we have the Oscar special telethon, which harkens back to the old days of On Cinema with the podcast and some episodes that they did where they actually had call-ins on Skype and stuff like that. And this was in an effort to drum up support and money to make the show, to make an Oscar special, and of course that resulted in the 5th annual Oscar special, which was one of the best, really, so it worked. Obviously, there's a lot of time in between with Decker Unsealed happening and the trial and season 9, so there's a lot of stuff going on while this is happening. And then, of course, yes, we get the 5th annual On Cinema Oscar special, the first special brought to us via Oscar special telethons, and then afterwards we move on to Patreon. You know, they made the Patreon and stuff, and then this was the beginnings of them going, we could just do this ourselves without Adult Swim, and High Network is born. We got town hall events as well. There's a lot of stuff for us still to watch, man. God damn. Anyway, get comfortable, open up your ears. This is the only thing you're going to see throughout this whole thing. This is the first Oscar special. Oh, telethon, everybody. Let's enjoy. If I remember right, I think it's only going to play through one fucking ear, which is the right one. Because I remember in post, when I was editing this clip for the video, I decided to fill the left ear with the right ear, so it's just full. Hey! These are great movies! Wait, I need to do this properly. Don't do it at all. I love this movie. I'm Tim Heidecker. Quiet on set. It's On Cinema at the Cinema with me, your host, Tim Heidecker, President and CEO of On Cinema Productions. Well, time to get serious about movies. This is my area of expertise. 501 movies in 501 days. That's my record. I love the movies. You got movies with Tom Cruise in them, you can't lose. Oh man, this movie had everything. It had action, music, drama, and dance. There's some little feet there. Who's that back there? Fourth AP, brilliant. What else can I think? Time to get serious about movies. I don't know if I've done that one already. I don't know what else we got. I gotta tell you, sometimes I don't agree on everything. Any others? Help. I can't think of every On Cinema opening quote, which is really annoying me. On Cinema is back. The Delgados are done. They just playing a song again. This is a great movie. You're not gonna regret it. You're gonna want to skip this movie.
Hi everyone. This
is
Tim
Heidecker's here.
You are experiencing
Right now,
the first.
Right, so it's playing through the left ear, not the right ear. So I'm sorry about that. That's not my fault. It's just entirely done on fucking purpose. For the video that I did, I filled the right ear with the left ear, so it would not be as egregious. But we're gonna have to deal with it, I'm afraid.
On Cinema at the Cinema Oscar Special Telethon. I'm Tim Heidecker. I'm happy to have you guys listening live as we broadcast.
I wonder if I can do anything with that.
And we're going to have fun tonight. We're going to talk about the year of 2017 and the movies in that year. And we're going to go through the top 100 movies.
The top 100 movies of the year? Is that possible?
Join the Patreon.
Yeah, the Patreon, there we go. So the Patreon started already. So there you go.
Money for the 2018 Oscar special, live Oscar special.
Beginning.
We've been giving, we've been
I didn't even read that somehow.
Oscar
One idiot.
Special now for several years. Last year was a blip. Didn't happen because of financial reasons.
Yeah, financial reasons. I mean, that's genuinely serious.
Special live, which will be fully crowdfunded from
fully
you,
crowdfunded,
the
everyone.
On Cinema family.
Yes,
Become an
big
On
deal.
Cinema family member
On
now.
Cinema
All you gotta
family
do is
member
go to
now.
Patreon.com/OnCinema. There's an incredible
Back in the day, man.
array of options.
And I
for
couldn't
you.
even,
And let me add
when I was
that
doing the
am
video,
joined today,
the Patreon was gone. I couldn't
this
even like
evening.
look.
I want to welcome all our live listeners.
I couldn't look at
from
anything
all
like a
over the
reward
world. We're
tiers or
having a
nothing
great
for the
time
video
already talking
because it
to
was just
you
gone.
about
The
the
Patreon
exciting
page just doesn't exist.
opportunities
Couldn't even find on the
presenting
Wayback Machine or
themselves to
nothing.
the On Cinema family. I'm
On
excited to be
Cinema
joined
family.
by one and only one of the great guests we've had.
This is
on
such a positive
On
start.
Cinema in past
past.
years, and to this day.
Are there even 100 movies released in a year in the US? Well, they would only talk about American movies like this. Chinese, Parasite, China Connection, breaking into the Oscars nonsense. So I'm sure Greg Turkington knows 100 movies released in a year in the United States. So let's find out. He's about to appear.
A part of the On Cinema Oscar special. I'm talking about Greg Turkington.
Definitely be a part of the special.
Yeah, and Greg, welcome to the
Where's the hey guys?
Telethon, and thanks
Hey guys.
for being
Hey guys. There we go. It's better.
And it's
I thought
exciting
something was off there.
to be a part of this. So this is the first time. There's a lot of activity.
Who's
There's a lot
here?
of people that really
All
want
these
to talk
feet walking about.
the year of movies,
The
which
movie
has been
year.
a terrific year, the 2017 year. And so we're so excited to
I'm
be able
excited
to
too,
bring
man.
you
So excited
the
to hear about this.
Oscar special this year, which will be
Yes.
full live coverage.
We saw it.
Starting
Full live
a half hour
coverage.
before the
Okay.
Oscars start.
Yeah,
And
live coverage.
From that point on, we will broadcast
man nearly
live
died
as
in
we've
that
done
Oscar
every year
special.
for many years past.
Sure has.
We will continue to bring you Oscar coverage live as it happens.
Beautiful.
Give you the
Oscar
scoop.
coverage.
You can watch the Oscar.
How are they still saying that they're giving coverage? What are they talking about? They don't give coverage. Does this Telethon occur in the timeline? It does not appear in the On Cinema timeline. No, this is an entirely separate thing. Everything that is covered on the On Cinema timeline is merely the podcast, the seasons, the Oscar specials, Decker, and the trial. That's it. So we're doing a little detour now, and Mr. America, because the timeline's done. We finished everything for Adult Swim's On Cinema. We're pretty much encroaching the last few bits of content here until we get to the high network, which is paid, and I don't know if I can watch any of that live yet. Still need to reach out and find out. So from what I can tell, there's probably going to be about 3 or 4 On Cinema streams left before we move on to Angry Video Game Nerd. Kind of crazy to think about.
Get more information out of the Oscar special because we not
That's
only
true.
are we watching it ourselves, we're analyzing it, we
Movie
are
critiques
digesting it,
and
we're bringing it back
expertise.
to you guys
Fuck yeah.
in real time.
In real
I think
time.
it's one of the most exciting times of year. For
The
us.
most
It's
exciting.
almost
It's Christmas
we call,
in
as you guys
Tinseltown.
know the song.
Christmas.
Oscar Fever. If you understand the lyric. It's
Christmas in Tinseltown.
It's Christmas for Tinseltown.
The
one of the
Academy
great
Awards.
lines from that
One
song.
of the great lines.
And that was a song written by me,
Yeah,
incidentally.
we know.
And
Incidentally.
there'll be perhaps some version of that song this year. We'll see.
There was.
I want to turn
Bobby
it over
Valley
to
was
Greg
there.
Turkington now, who joins us in the studio, who has a lot to say tonight.
As
We're going
always.
to kick things off. Greg, how important is the Oscar special to you, and how important is it for you, for the audience, to become a member of the On Cinema
Oh,
family?
sell it. Sell
the
it
floor
to
is
us.
yours.
The floor is yours,
Well,
Greg.
I'll say
Sell it
this
to
much,
us.
that if you're watching the Oscars without this,
Imagine if Tim yourself blessed you with the rights to stream. I really hope so. Some people, people have been saying so. It could. I don't know. But it's worth a go, right? Who knows? We'll give it a try. See what they say to it. Losing the OC content, I'll be excited for AVGN. Much less familiar. Oh yeah, AVGN's fucking great. I'm also very excited. It's been a very long time since I've watched an episode of Angry Video Game Nerd, let alone binge watched it. So I'll be very excited, and there's a fuck ton to get through. Content going all the way back 20 years. The first ever episode of Angry Video Game Nerd was recorded in 2004, before YouTube even existed, I think. Which is pretty nuts to think about. So it's a big deal. And if you would like to familiarise yourself with the world of AVGN and Cinemasker, check out Great Perspective. We've got a video of the history of Cinemasker. It's not as good as the On Cinema one, I don't think, but it still covers a lot of good information and is worth watching. Check it out if you're interested. Familiarise yourself before we get into the content. I'm glad to hear that you're excited, buddy. I'm excited too. AVGN is great.
on your secondary screen, you're essentially...
The fuck?
It's the same as...
Hold on.
Jesus!
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, start over, Greg. Thank you.
Come down with the on cinema music.
If you're trying to watch the Oscars and you don't have this thing going too, you're missing out on 95% of the information and expertise.
I agree.
I would say it's comparable with trying to watch the Super Bowl if all the players didn't have numbers on their jerseys and no one was talking and telling you what was going on.
Basically, watching the
and you
Super
just
Bowl
saw
without
people
knowing it. Yeah.
all in the same colored shirt, running around. No way of knowing.
That's not a
who
very good
scored,
comparison.
No way of knowing how many minutes were left in the game or
What is he
anything
talking
like
about?
that. Watching the Oscars, it's without the on cinema Oscar special is like watching the Oscars with a blindfold on and earplugs in, like Helen.
That
Keller.
is so
Great.
fucking
Well, thank
funny.
you so much for that.
Yeah, the Oscar
we're
special
gonna
provides
just
more information
spread
about the
the
Oscars
word
than
that
the
this is
Oscars
happening at the
themselves.
moment. And we're letting all the different platforms know that
Yes.
the special is now. We've got 470 people joining us live.
Yeah,
That's
buddy.
exciting.
I wonder if we can get the live chat up. That'd be pretty cool.
Let me just we're going to try
Maybe
something out.
let's
We're going to take a
engage this.
call if that's all right with you,
I
Greg.
wanna take calls 'cause we've got 100 movies to review tonight.
Yes. Well, let's
This is
take
kind
a
of-
call.
This is kind of Christmas for me because
I
all
understand.
year long I'm saying we need to
I
review more
understand.
movies and have less of this other.
I'm going to take a call, and then we're going to get into
Yeah,
the
but I would
first.
like to review
Get into the
movies.
movies.
Aaron, are you there?
Well, I don't.
Aaron, are you there?
Where's Aaron?
This may not work. Hello? That's fine. May not work.
This is what I always
Hello?
wonder what's a technical
Hello?
fuck up and what isn't.
Oh, I
hope it
understand.
doesn't.
That's fine. Not work. Hello?
It might not work.
Aaron?
Where's Aaron?
Go away, Aaron.
Fair
Go away,
enough.
Aaron.
Hey, Jackson,
Hello.
are you there?
Where's Jackson?
Oh, I know what's going on. Hold on.
Do you? See, I wonder if this is an actual fuck up.
All right, Aaron,
Like,
are
you
you
would
there?
never know if on
Yeah,
cinema.
can you hear me?
Yes, Aaron, how are you tonight? And welcome to the On Cinema
Welcome to
Oscar
On
Special
Cinema Oscar
Telethon.
Special Telethon.
Well, thanks, Tim. How are you? Greg.
We're good,
I'm-
but how much are you going to
Well,
donate?
Thanks,
How much
Tim.
you gonna say?
Thanks, Greg. What's up?
All right, thanks for the call. And we'll begin
What's
our
up?
first movie
Thanks for the
tonight.
call.
This is number 100. We're going to go through the top 100 movies of the
Oh,
year.
the telephones are so
Life, starring,
underrated, man.
directed
They're
by
so many good
Daniel
bits.
Espinosa.
Just take straight back to the podcast, man.
Espinosa, starring Jack
What film did he just say?
Gyllenhaal.
Jack Gyllenhaal.
I'm sorry, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Two A's.
Two A's. The
Rebecca
fuck's out of it?
Ferguson, Ryan
Weirdo.
Reynolds, and
Ryan Reynolds.
Hiyoko Romo. Hiroyuki
Yeah.
Sanarada.
All right, cool.
Sanada.
I feel like these
That's,
reviews are just going to be
Spanish,
mentioning the names and who's
or
in it.
Japanese
Japanese
name.
Japanese name.
Anyways, we are excited. So that's Life. That's
What
Life.
the fuck? That's
sort
Life.
of the old, one
It's
of those
been.
old sayings from Sinatra. And
Yes.
it is sort of almost like an homage to Sinatra Life. It's a
Sinatra
really good
Life.
description. A team of scientists aboard.
There we go.
The International Space Station discover a rapidly evolving life form. That's a sci-fi
What film
movie.
is
So
this?
your views on life. This is
missed
number
the name.
100 out of 100 movies. Our favorite 100 movies
Top
this year.
100 of this year is Ryan
Your
Reynolds.
opinion on that
Jake
movie,
Gyllenhaal movie.
Life?
When
Greg?
I-
Oh,
when I walked out
Life.
of the
Is that the one
theater
where they're in a
after
spaceship
seeing Life
together?
This year, I turned to the guy, the ticket taker, as I was walking out the
familiar.
door. And he said, "How is the movie?" And I said, "It's a wonderful life." And he got a kick out of that.
He got a
And
kick out of
was
that.
a reference, of course, to "It's a Wonderful Life."
Why do they keep playing the audio twice? That's not me.
1946.
Terrific.
Frank Capra and Jimmy Stewart. But
I
this
bet
is a
that
very different
ticket holder
movie
was
than It's
like,
a Wonderful Life. If you
damn,
liked It's
I
a
just bet
Wonderful
movie
Life, I
buff
wouldn't say
expertise
don't
man
like
himself,
this
Greg
because
Tarkington.
If you liked that, you're probably a movie buff. and this is
Imagine
definitely a
working
movie
at a fucking
buff
cinema
type
and
of
Greg
film.
Tarkington
Okay.
walked in to watch a movie. That would be
Yes. well, let's go to number 99.
I would
crazy.
give it 5 bags of
Giving Greg Tarkington a ticket
Okay.
would be so
5 bags of
honourable, man.
popcorn. Can we please turn
And
Greg's
then you can
mic
see
up,
Greg
please?
walking in
You're
and
being
going-
told. Let's try.
Go walking in. That'd be great.
Go ahead, Greg. Talk.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
Wonderful
and
Life.
how about
It's a
my
Wonder-
mic?
It's
How
a,
does-
it's a Wonderful Mike would be a funny movie too.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds great.
That sounds great.
We're asking. People are saying get close to the mic, Greg. So that's
They said
I
they're
think that's going to
behaving.
be a better experience.
Like, there's no fighting or infighting. They're
This is
they're
terrific. Well,
controlled
it's
right now. It's a
number
controlled
99.
environment.
It's a Wonderful Life, I guess, is the takeaway from that, and it is a wonderful movie, and it is a 5-bag movie for sure.
5
Yes,
bags.
we're only coming in
And it's
on.
not a Bug's Life; it's just plain old life. And
That's life
another-
as it is.
Bug's
Hold
Life
on
is
a second.
another.
Greg, you talk about if you can. I'm going to do a little audio adjustment. If you could talk about the fate of the furious.
Oh God.
That's number
man.
90. I'm sorry, number 99. Breathe.
Breathe.
And that's starring Andy Serkis. the great Andy Serkis.
We like Andy Serkis.
You know,
Mr.
Andy
CG
Serkis
himself.
actually was the director of the film, Tim.
Brief.
So, but it does star Andrew Garfield, Claire Foy,
I'll
Hugh
forget Andy
Bonneville,
Serkis
and
directs.
Ed
Am I thinking about the right
Speleers.
guy?
And it's the inspiring true love story of Robin and Diana Cavendish. Who, if you
Okay.
don't know already, they were an adventurous couple who
don't know
refused to
this.
give up in the face of a devastating disease.
I bet you didn't read that
And,
there.
so this is kind of the way we were for this generation, I guess. A sad movie, really, about
Sad movie.
disease. And if you saw the way we
Brutal.
were with Barbara Streisand and Robert
Another Barbara
Redford, I guess you
Streisand
could
film.
say Andrew Garfield and Claire Foy are 2017
Spider-Man.
Redford and Streisand in terms of
Cool.
a tear-jerking couple facing
movie expertise, man.
horrible
Thank you.
All right, listen,
All right,
just
Barbara.
a note about the
Right
audio.
off.
If you're experiencing any trouble, this is broadcast in mono, so we are
It is
only,
in mono, I noticed
activating
that.
one channel,
Yeah,
and that's
why-
something you're going to have to live with. I encourage you at this point right
It's not
now.
Dolby Sound or THX.
No, it is in
1138,
fucking mono.
George
Why
Lucas.
is it in mono? I
Yes,
don't know why.
that's right. If you want to
The
just
USA in 2018, there were
put
792 movies released. Damn. Did this mean they saw 792 movies in 1 year, trying to top 100? Dylan, this is on cinema we're talking about here. They love the movies. 792 movies in 792 days. That's my record. You know for a fact that at least Greg Tarkington has watched all those films. Don't know about Tim. Greg has, though.
one of your ears out,
Undoubtedly.
that's terrific. And or do a mono mix if you want to mix everything down into a mono. This is meant to be a mono mix.
Well, movie reviews
There's
don't need to be in
Tim's
stereo as long as they're
music
accurate, I think
expertise
people are
going
pretty
through there.
satisfied.
And join Patreon today. What we're going to do is
wonder if I
monitor
can-
the growth of
right, well, I can
Patreon's
take it to
On
make it
Cinema
mono, I
page,
can't
the
do
On
anything
Cinema
else.
family.
On Cinema Family.
55 bags
Yeah, I
up
can't
there
do
on the
anything.
screen, and it's a little sad, isn't it? We want to
It's
start
a little
adding
sad.
to
Let's
that.
fill up those fucking bags of
and
popcorn,
so what we'll
motherfucker.
do is we will just
I wish you could make it stereo.
be
here.
monitoring right now.
I feel like I can. I did it with my
If we
mic.
can go on the Patreon page.
Oh wait,
we can
Here's what I could do.
see
Let's try
that
this.
we have currently 395. That's
Yes!
395 And now that
There we
changes
go. We've
as
got
the month
stereo
goes
sound,
because people
everybody.
sign up for a big cash
I mean, I
payment,
don't,
and
but
then
you
they
do.
drop
The On
out.
Cinema family have stereo sound.
So
now,
we're
which is
looking
very
tonight,
exciting.
I think, to hit
Does that sound
500.
better?
I think tonight we have to hit 500.
I know how to do
way
it.
to do
So
it.
get
This part of the telephone I used for the video. I just remembered there.
on to.
I know a way to do it.
Go ahead.
If you can agree right here,
Promise and shake
and shake on it, to allow me to finish the series of segments I was doing of Oh God Locations.
Oh, the
so
Oh
we can
God
get into
Locations.
Oh
That was
2
so
and
long
Oh God
ago.
3 more substantially than we did.
Oh God, you
If
devil in
you
the third
can
one.
agree on
Uh-huh.
air to let me finish that series of segments next season on Cinema, I think you're going to see quite a few donations coming in because
Yeah.
that's the main thing people ask me about.
I've always asked about Oh God
All right,
Locations,
I
but
have
didn't
your
get to finish it.
I will agree to that. Let's move things along and talk to Ava. Ava, are you there?
We never saw the Oh God
Ava
Locations.
Gardner.
Ava Gardner, actress.
Ava?
Where is everybody?
Ava, are you there?
Where are the telephone
It's
people?
Ava Gardner. She did. She's deceased. But
How about we
probably
talk
not Ava
to
Gardner.
August?
Where's August?
I know August wants to chime in.
I know August wants to chime in. Where's August?
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
There he is.
Hey, I'm fine.
Do
How
you have
are
any
you?
questions about the year in movies?
I have a question for you. Were you named after
Yeah, I have a
August
question, yes.
Osage County, starring Meryl Streep from 2013?
I'm sorry, Greg. I can't hear you.
Were you
Oh,
named
is that
after
Axiom?
the movie
No,
August?
sorry, is that Manuel?
Osage
Manuel.
County.
Yeah, I was. I probably was. Yeah.
I probably was.
Okay, and
I
your question, August?
Go on.
Yeah. Did you guys see the Snowman?
Yes.
You know the one with. Yeah. What did you think?
Oh man, we've got movie
I loved
expertise
it.
going
I
on
thought it
here,
was a
man.
great
This is so
movie, Greg.
exciting.
Which
I liked
which
it.
snowman?
Greg.
Because there are actually several snowmen.
here
There
we
was
The one with Michael
one-
Fassbender and you know Val Kilmer.
because there was one in
I,
2014, you know, as well. with
I'm really
Russ
happy
Leslie.
for.
I like that August clears up which one he's talking about, and then Greg continues to talk about the other ones anyway.
Val Kilmer. He lost some weight, I think.
Well, that was probably
he
for
really
the
looks
film.
good. You know.
Mhm. Well, he had lost weight when he was in The Doors.
August,
he was in The Doors,
what,
that's right.
But then in the movie The Doors, he gained the weight at the end, and that's why.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I can't hear Greg.
That's
but I
okay.
That's
I have
okay.
a question for you, August. What membership level are you at for the Patreon?
Oh
on
yeah,
Cinema
you're gonna get
Family
grilled.
right
You better
now?
have that Patreon.
Tim, I gotta admit, I'm a
Yeah.
Chapo boy, but I'm not a on cinema boy yet.
You need to sign up right
Sign
now.
up right
I need you to
now.
go to oncinema.com. I'm sorry, patreon.com/oncinema.
Imagine calling
Start
up
at
in
the
the
lowest
telephone and
level you
not being a
can
fucking
afford.
Patreon member.
$5, or don't watch the On Cinema Oscar special. You don't have access to it.
You don't have access
Understand?
to
I'm sorry. Tim, listen to me. I don't have access to a fund. You
Oh,
know.
Tim, tell
you,
them
you
all.
got the
Get
entire.
get out of here. I don't
Get
want to
outta
talk
here.
to that guy anymore. He's a loser.
He's a
we
loser.
got to clean up our airwaves of these people. Greg, I want to talk to you about
non-paid motherfuckers.
one of my favorite
Get
movies of
outta
the year,
here.
number 98, The Fate of the Furious.
And the fate of the Fast and the Furious franchise was in jeopardy after the death of the leading man.
Paul Driver.
Paul Driver.
Paul
But the
Driver.
fate
Oh my
of the
god,
Fast
I forgot about the Paul Driver thing. Let's change Paul Walker's surname to Paul Driver in the memory of what he loved best.
and the Furious was to make a
Fucking
movie called
imbeciles.
The Fate of the Furious, and this was a situation
man,
that
that's
ended up with
funny.
a happy ending because this is actually the best film in the franchise, even
Mm.
without Paul Driver.
Sick.
I think that the new cast and the new approach really worked, and that's why this
Good.
was one of the biggest grossing films of the year and
Nice.
one of my favorites.
All right, good for you. I loved
Good
it.
for
I
you.
thought it was
Good
probably
for you,
one
Greg,
of my.
for liking the film.
It's up there in the top 3
Of
for
what?
me
Top 3
as
what?
far as movies of the year. Everyone
Oh.
who loves
Listen,
Fate
top
of the Furious
90
is going to love being a
7?
member of the Patreon community, the On Cinema family. Give
rest
$5
the
a
Patreon.
month. Give $20 a month, whatever you can afford. Where's our number at?
What's
the
it
monthly
cost for a
subscription's
tank of
$5
gas?
a
And
month
the only
now.
reason I say that is because the star of Fate of the Furious was Vin Diesel. So
I get it.
how much would it cost to fill your car with diesel fuel? That's the same amount you should give towards
on
this
cinema?
on Cinema
I like
Oscar
it.
special.
We've picked up 2 new Patreons in the past 30 seconds, so we're
Hell
at
yeah.
397 right now. So let's keep track of that. I think when we get to 400, we'll add
get out a little bit of popcorn?
a popcorn bag
Woo!
to the screen there.
Very
so we want to see
exciting.
that popcorn bag.
The classic
show
Oscar
up.
special
We want to see a
telephone
pop.
ESO.
Let's talk about number 97, Everything. We all saw this.
Everything,
this was probably
Everything?
the movie we all saw more than any other movie on this list.
Did we? I don't remember
Directed by
everything.
Stella Meggy, starring Amanda Stenberg, Nick
Amanda.
Robinson, Anika Nonine Rosie,
How does he
and a
do
bunch
it,
of other
man?
people. A teenager who
bunch of
spent
other
her
people.
whole life confined to her home
Crazy amount of people, man.
falls for the boys next door. Next door. And that's exciting right there.
That
That
is
is
exciting right there.
everything from
Everything.
Stella
Don't recognize that.
Two
no
names.
relation. Some people ask, is this a sequel to Wong Fu? Thanks for everything.
No,
and
it's
that
not.
would be a cool title for a sequel to that. but
I have
it
to
has
interrupt
nothing
you,
to
Greg.
do
We've
with
just blown past 400. We're at 403 right now. So I think it's time to put up our first
Get that
bag of the
popcorn
night.
up.
If we can put up the first bag.
Go
And
get the
it's
popcorn or whatever the
terrific.
fuck that is by there.
There you go. And the bag is going up.
Fuck yeah.
You can see it happening now.
Who's
Now that's
that?
one bag. That sucks, right? Is there
That
anything worse
sucks.
than a one bagger? I think a zero bagger.
That's one bag.
But
That
one
sucks.
bag-
Direction movie that
junk.
you like so much.
I
was a
love that
one-bagger.
movie. Well, it brings back a lot of weird memories for me. I don't know. if I wanna get
Yeah, I
into that,
forgot
but
weird memories.
We
Because he
Brings
saw
back a lot
that
of bad
with
memories for me
Ayaka.
of watching the movie.
Now,
Okay.
there's probably some potheads out there. Now I know a lot of
That's
the
me.
kids out there do drugs. They love the
I like
term
drugs.
420. Do you
I
know
like
the term 420, Greg?
Bit of Wilson, I celebrated it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
That means when you want
Greg doesn't
pot.
really
In other
approve.
words, like if you like Cheech and Chong movies, I'm sure you
Right.
Yeah, buddy.
you're familiar with it from that
Weed
experience.
movies, etc.
It's a
Harold
great
and Kumar.
expression if you want to cut to the chase and talk about pot.
I like
So
pot.
right now we're at 403.
Why are we
Next
talking
time
about
we
this?
hit when we hit 420,
Oh, we have 420.
I say we put up another bag. We get ourselves to a 2-bag
a
situation.
2-bagger.
So we can get 420 in
420?
the next 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty huge.
If we can get to 420, I'll
I'm
review a Cheech and Chong
Waiting
movie on
and the
air.
rest of it.
Really?
Yeah.
So if we can, Cynthia, who's helping us out here, if we can let the world
guys.
know.
Welcome to the stream, Rasa. Good to see you. Welcome, telephone heads in the chat. We're here to listen to some expert movie expertise and some call-ins with the On Cinema family in order to get that 5 bags of popcorn and fund the 2018 Oscar special, the 5th annual Oscar special. So welcome, Rasak. Good to see you. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream, my brother. You're just in time.
If we get
Only
to
18
420
minutes in,
by
man. God almighty.
7:30, let's say.
Why not
start- keep-
7:20? Because that's easier to remember.
Well, that's only 2 minutes away, so that seems like an unrealistic goal. But if we
Seems like
can
an
just
unrealistic
get spread the word far and wide.
Spreading the
if
word,
we
man, we're
can
doing it right
get
now.
to 420 Patreons in the next 20
Oh yeah, I
the
forget
next
they don't
10
call
minutes.
them patrons, they call them Patreons.
Our resident film buff, Greg Turkington, will review a Cheech and Chong movie, and I don't even know which
Oh,
one
hell
it
yeah.
is.
I do.
That's what
I don't
love.
know which one it
Okay,
is.
well, he knows. I don't. I'm in the dark, which I love
don't.
being in the dark on these kind of things.
No, you
I'm
don't.
excited. What movie is it going to... Can we spread that news? I mean, is
Spread
that
the
something
news,
you let
man.
everybody
Greg's gonna
know?
review a Cheech and
I would
Chong
love
movie.
to
That's
see it
just
happen.
fucking
Not
nuts.
only do we get the 2 bags up on the board
That's exciting.
at 420, but we get a brand new review.
Movie
of
review
Cheech
from
and Chong,
expert movie
which I've
review. Greg
never
Turkington.
never reviewed before on
no,
the show.
No,
As a
I mean,
popcorn classic.
they don't really tend to
Life is
become
life.
popcorn
I'm right there with you,
classics
buddy.
for you.
I'm right there with you. I just had my fucking wisdom tooth ripped out of my mouth yesterday, which I'm recovering from. You'll notice why I've not vaped yet. That's because I can't for a couple of days and etc. So I'm right there with you, my friend. Life do be lifing, but at the end of the day, you got some movie expertise, baby. Listening to some movie expertise. So good to see you, my friend. I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy this one, my friend.
That I know of.
Well, I just, for whatever reason, I didn't bring him in. You know, you're talking with Popcorn Classics, you're talking about several thousand movies.
That's
and
a
so
lot
you
of
can't
Popcorn Classics.
have them all on hand when we're doing the show. I
that's-
would love to
that'd be
do,
fucking crazy.
if we did 10 Popcorn Classics per episode, then we would probably
That'd be
have
a
gotten
dream.
to the Cheech and Chong
Yeah,
entire
already.
catalog
Yeah, that's why,
by
that's why.
season 5.
Too many
All right, well, let's
too
move
many
things along
popcorn
as we wait
classics
for
to
the
get
big
through.
news. We have 10 minutes to get to
Understandable.
420. That's exciting for me.
That's crazy.
And then we get a Cheech and Chong review.
Whoa.
Number 96 is the Polka King.
Like the Fisher King.
Like
with
the
Robin
Fisher
Williams.
King and another
familiar.
movie with the King's Speech.
Either of those? I know the
Directed
King's
by
Speech.
Maya Forbes, two directors. How do you like
Wallace.
that?
How do you like that?
Wolodarski.
You want a stroke?
Okay. Starring Jack Black, the king of comedy.
Hey,
Jack
Jack Black, everyone loves
the Polka
him.
King is
Minecraft
also the king
Steve,
of comedy.
Jack
Jack
Black.
Black. Jenny Slate, Jason
Jack Black fell off.
Schwartzman.
Never
Jackie
thought I'd see the day
Weaver.
where Jack Black
And that's
fell
the
off and
Polka
he's
King. Greg, what
fallen
do you
off.
think of the Polka King?
I thought it was really funny and really true. That's the thing that's
What?
interesting is that
Really
it's actually a
true?
true story.
Oh,
So,
I see.
You know, you can get your newspapers or talk to people and learn about things, but really to get the most accurate picture
watch a
of what
movie.
happened,
Yeah,
watch the movie. And in
Absolutely.
this case, it was very true to life. And
Movie
the
tells you
acting
everything
was
about a guy's life.
fantastic, and I would give it
Point
5
to
bags
point,
of popcorn.
accurate.
Terrific. All right, let's move things along. We are going through the top 100 movies of
Yes,
the year.
you certainly are.
Thank you for your service. This is Jason Hall directing, Haley Bennett, Miles Teller,
Miles Teller?
Joel Cole, Keisha Cooge,
Mr. Fantastic himself.
Keisha who's? Keisha Castle Hughes. And that's
what the fuck was that for? I would have heard the telephones need that visual brain rotted, yeah. An Oscar miracle, some would say. Yeah, I would agree. You know, sometimes you need that, especially a 2 fucking hour long presentation. But think of it as one big long podcast special. You know what I'm saying? So understandable, really. It's a long one, but we're gonna get through it, baby, together. A VFA with all the popcorn classics would be the end, like the end of Raiders. I'd fucking love to see that instead of this fucking ancient museum. All the popcorn classics, that'd be fucking great. Just hidden behind fucking boxes to be exhumed. You know what I'm saying?
A war movie of a U.S. soldier returning from Iraq. And this is a terrific
a war
movie.
movie.
It reminded me of why we
About to say, yeah.
salute the flag in the
Yep.
morning.
Is
I
there
salute the
values on
flag
there
as
with
much
that?
as I can. And this is Miles Teller doing what he does.
We love that.
And it's just made you feel good to be an American. It made me
Miles
feel
Teller
proud
does
to be
what
an
he does.
American.
Well,
And
acting?
I couldn't get enough of this movie. I saw it 10 times.
10 times?
And
That's a lot of
by
times
the
to
way,
see a movie.
That's the first time you've ever beaten me on seeing a movie multiple times.
Oh, I saw it for 10. I saw it twice a day.
First
for
time Greg, Tim
5
beat
days
Greg
in
seen a
row.
movie.
I saw it twice total.
Twice a
That was
day,
enough for
5
me,
days
but
in
I'd
a
still
row.
Recommend
That's
it highly.
unhinged
I'd give it
behavior.
5 bags of popcorn. Here's a trivia question for you, Tim. We probably should throw some
I
trivia.
love
into
hearing
the mix here
about Tim
tonight.
loving
Can
movies.
name
You don't
2
see it
other
that often
movies?
anymore. Like
And this-
in the past couple of years, Tim's obviously found out a love of films because he wants to just be rich and do literally anything else. But when he talks about movies like this, it's quite nice to hear, you know. 2 distinguished movie buffs talking movies from a serious critical POV. Firing line? I've never heard of that.
This goes out to the
Curious.
listeners. 2 other movies that the title starts with the word thank.
The presidential movie archive.
Thank you,
President
for,
Jason
well, there's-
Davidson
thank
could
you for your
potentially
service.
show us
I mean,
this.
besides that
17,
one.
okay.
Besides that one.
The fuck was
This
that?
is,
What was that
for
car
the
driving
true
by there?
buff, This trivia question.
Tim just
We can
copying
give
that
away
car.
a prize if
Let's see
somebody
if
has the
Beaver
answer.
knows it. Beaver?
Beaver?
Beaver,
Yep.
are you there? Do you have the answer for this question? Beaver, where are you calling from, first of all?
Calling from Denver. Can you hear me?
Yes, Denver.
Denver, Colorado.
And,
yeah.
Let's go,
terrific.
Denver.
That's where they shot some scenes from
Let's just
Mork
say
and Mindy.
Colorado, Denver, Colorado. From the movie South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, starring Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Well, that's a TV show.
Okay.
That was Boulder.
Sleeper.
Matt
was
Stone
the,
and Trey Parker are
Great
working on
Lee
a
Allen.
movie with
Now,
Kendrick
here's
Lamar,
a question,
which is very
Beaver.
exciting. About the slave
Name
trade.
two other
So
movies
that'd be
that
very
begin
funny.
with the word thank you. Is that correct?
Or thank.
Thank.
Two movies beginning with thank.
Thank you for smoking.
Thank
That's
you for
that's
smoking
one,
is
yeah.
one.
That was right.
If Greg was ever at a Diddy party, I think Greg would get turned away at the door if he turned up at a fucking Diddy party, to be quite honest. I just can't see that. That would be crazy if that was true, though. I'd be heartbroken and devastated. There's no way in God's great earth. Is there Denver Airport conspiracy theories? I'd love to hear about that. Never heard of that. Thank you for smoking. I'm trying to think of films with thank at the start now. Thank you for smoking. I can't think of any, man.
Oh, what is another? I'm struggling right now.
All right, you do not win the prize. There is no prize,
You do not
but
win the
you
prize.
lose. And
The correct answer is thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's
1978.
There you go.
1978.
Great movie. Let's get an update on our 420
What Greg
goal.
did to Mark was a Diddy party.
We are at
That's
424.
true. A Greggy party, if you will.
It's happened.
It's happened.
Wow. It's
Okay.
happened. We have
Wow.
got another
Two bagger, bro. This is
we've got
exciting.
another popcorn bag that goes
Fuck
up.
yeah.
Terrific work, everybody. And we are now. You have
Two
an
bagger, ladies and
obligation
gentlemen. I
now,
can't
an
believe this.
actual obligation.
Yeah, but
this is
it's
legal
your duty.
obligation to
Legal obligation.
to essentially share us your review of a Cheech and Chong movie, and I think we're
Oh,
all
of
excited to
course.
find out
Go make
what
Greg's
it
Cheech
is.
and
What
Chong review, I'm
is
so
the Cheech and Chong movie you're going to be reviewing? First of all, let us know the name and the title and the year.
Okay.
And
yeah,
the
it
name
would be
and
an
the title
honor.
and the year.
The movie is actually called Cheech and Chong's Nice Dreams
Oh.
from
Nice Dreams?
1981.
I don't know any of the
And it
Cheech
was
and Chong
the third
films,
Cheech and Chong movie.
The
and,
reggae party.
to my way of thinking, the best.
Yeah,
it
I've
starred
never really
Tommy
seen-
Chong as Chong.
I've never seen any of the Cheech and Chong films, which is kind of mental, I think, about it, considering I like marijuana and I dabble in it, and I have for many years. I've just never seen it. But I have seen, I can't remember which one, whether it was Cheech or Chong, but they were in a horror movie called Color Out of Space, and they were really good in it. I think it was Chong that was in it.
And,
It was really good in it.
Cheech Marin.
It's in the
as
air, it's in
Cheech.
the moisture.
And this was about Cheech and Chong starting an ice cream truck. And
Oh, sweet.
so
nice.
instead of
Yeah.
it gets a little bit away from the pot and gets more into the ice cream scene. They're selling
Oh.
ice cream to kids and this sort of stuff. And
What
of
really
course,
goes
things
on
get
in the
hilarious
BFA?
with Sandra Bernhard.
Oh, it's good. It kind of makes you wonder.
Picture.
Victorville Film Archive, more like viewing financial archives from China.
Yeah.
And she's
One of the
always
greats.
good. And it's just a great film. They make a ton of money, and then it turns
Good for
out
them.
that they made the money selling, of course, drugs and not ice cream at all. And that
That
was
sounds
sort
like
of their,
that sounds about right. Yeah.
their trick on the audience was for you to think it was ice cream.
No, it was a
But
fucking weed
If you'd
factory.
seen their other
That sounds
movies, you
rad.
probably could have guessed it wasn't going to be ice cream. So
Let's
it's
talk
not
to
for kids. The movie's not for kids.
Cactus. Are you there, Cactus?
Five
Hey,
bags.
Tim, how are you?
Hey,
Five
Cactus,
bags.
just before we do that, I'm going to say
Wait a
5
minute.
bags of popcorn and 1 ice cream cone. 'Cause,
Sounds good.
That's the movie.
That's the movie review.
What's the name of the movie again?
Cheech and Chong's Nice Dreams. Think
Nice
about
Nice Dreams.
ice cream, nice dreams.
Very good.
Very good.
Cactus, are you enjoying the telethon so far? And
I
let
am.
us know your commitment to the On Cinema family.
Let us know your commitment.
Tim, I'm enjoying this very well, and I've been a $20 supporter of the Patreon
Fuck
for
yeah.
quite a while now.
Terrific.
And
Terrific.
I'm loving the content. I had a
I'm
quick
saying
movie
my
question
kids
for
to
both
that.
you and Greg.
Okay.
Greg,
I want to
Greg,
warn
know
you guys listening
I would
on
still.
Discord, or you, Cactus, as well. You're going to have a hard time hearing Greg. So
Discord.
understand that.
Why?
Because they can't. It's a confusing thing I can't get into. But
It's a confusing thing. Or just fucking gaslighting Greg and thinking no one can hear him. And on Discord. That's kind of crazy to think. If I had any turning into Timmy Turner's dad, bro, from the critically acclaimed animated television series Fairly Odd Parents. Was there a fucking on cinema Discord at one point? Discord? What the fuck? Where all the fucking gremlins dwell, or the basement dwellers? No offense to anyone who uses Discord. I just don't get Discord at all. I can never work out Discord. I can't make sense or heads or tails of it. I'm a bit of a boomer when it comes to Discord.
the audience out there can hear you listening. It's just the callers are going to have a hard time hearing you. But Cactus, what is your question? We'll talk about it.
So I just have a quick movie question for you guys. Tim, this is relevant to you, and Greg as well, because Greg, I know you're a big Bond head. What did you guys think of the movie The Foreigner, starring Pierce Brosnan and Jackie Chan? Tim, remember The Foreigner? Just
right,
The Foreigner on that.
The Foreigner,
yeah,
with Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan. This is great because I love. I think Pierce Brosnan is a terrific actor. I always think it's a shame when you see him in these Bond movies, which are
It kind of is the Tumblr now, isn't it? Like, it's the same.
They might be
vibe,
successful
really.
in a sort of financial.
I saw a really funny post on Instagram of like just insufferable Discord conversations, and one was like, I can't even get in it. I don't think. Someone was basically like saying, "I'm rapping so well right now. I wish you could hear it." And then someone said, "Oh my god, I thought that was rapping with one P," and the guy was like, "Oh my god, Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry." Like apologizing for doing what? For saying the word rapping and someone misread it. Fucking weirdos, man. It's just so, and obviously their fucking PFPs are fucking pictures of Spider-Gwen or Ghost Spider, whatever the fuck she's called now, and just fucking anime furry dweebs.
Way and kind of
weirdos.
cheap money grab way. But they're
That's
not
mean.
satisfying
Not weirdos.
cinematically.
But calm down, is what I'm saying.
And it's good to see him stretch out and not carry that burden of Bond. And you've seen Bond as sort of a success, as a franchise go downhill.
Bond burden, if you will.
I think Pierce is so happy to be away from that and not be associated with it anymore. And of
Bond
course, Jackie
junk.
Chan with his karate moves and his stuntman activity. Is really at the top of his game. I don't think he's ever been better.
Fuck yeah.
And he's only going to get better. That's the news. I mean, that's
the news.
pretty much the update. That's the breaking news we have coming your way. Greg, your thoughts on The Foreigner, and
So
thank you very much, Cactus. You can
Thanks,
listen off the air.
Cactus.
You
off
love
air.
The Foreigner, then? That's what you're saying, Tim.
Yes, I would say
And
it's
you
one of my favorite movies
thought
of the year.
Pierce Brosnan was fantastic. in
Yeah.
it.
That's correct.
That's correct.
I got news for you. The Foreigner is sort of an unofficial Bond movie, and that
It's sort of I've got news for you. It's an unofficial Bond movie. Try to trick Tim into liking James
it was
Bond.
directed by Martin Campbell, who directed Pierce as James Bond
Whoa.
in Golden Eye.
Golden
And
Eye.
when they replaced Pierce as Bond, these
And
guys
there is
decided,
unofficial
let's make
Bond
one more
films out
Bond
there.
picture.
They did
Martin and
Casino
Pierce
Royale
decided,
with,
but they couldn't do it. So they wrote this movie.
They did Casino Royale with. Oh my god, my mind just blanked there. The name was there, for fuck's sake. Not the Daniel Craig movie. There was a Casino Royale that came out before that, and it was... shaken, not stirred. Scottish fella who speaks like this, right in the powder blooms. Who the fuck is it? I blanked on his name before, and I've blanked on it fucking again. It shouldn't be fucking possible. But he did a Casino Royale as well, and it's an unofficial Bond film, so Greg's right.
Movie, and they changed the name of the character, but essentially it is a Bond picture. So if you liked it, then I think you might be
a Bond head,
Bond
a secret
that's
Bond
what
freak.
That's what's amazing about Bond is you have so many great pieces. The directors are often great. The Bond
always great.
The Bond actors are great.
The title sequences.
No, I'm not talking about the movie. I'm
The
talking
title
about the
sequences are
puzzle
good.
pieces. But when you put the puzzle pieces together, it makes an ugly picture. It makes a Frankenstein of a picture, just an ugly mess.
Yeah,
but when you take those
monstrosity of a
pieces
movie.
apart and put them where they belong, for
Makes The
example, in the
Foreigner.
case of The Foreigner, with the director working with Pierce, that
Very
reunion
interesting
made for a
movie
great film.
insight here. You
Let's,
could have all the
first of all,
puzzle
before we
pieces,
get
but if
into
they're put in the
number
wrong way, it may make an ugly picture, but doesn't it? It makes a
94,
beautiful picture.
we
like
have our Patreons listed at $4.29. at the moment, which is terrific. We'd
That
like
is
to see. I
terrific.
think another benchmark shall be for another bag. Let's say 450. We need to get to 450, folks. If we don't
It's a
get to
pretty
450
reasonable
by
benchmarks to get to 5. Sean Connery, that was it. Oh, Never Say Never Again. Apologies. For some reason, I thought it was Casino Royale that they did. Yeah, the unofficial Bond film that came out, Never Say Never Again, which had Sean Connery in it. And at that point, I'm pretty sure Roger Moore was James Bond. So, Greg's right, basically. The Foreigner is an unofficial Bond film, and unofficial Bond films exist. So, think about it.
745. Greg, what can we offer the audience now?
Well, how about this? If we don't get to that, how about we just not review any more movies and just leave?
I don't
just leave.
want to go that way. It's very negative. I don't like that
It's very
attitude.
negative.
I think you've got to
We
offer
don't let them
something.
do it. We just leave.
All right, I will
idea.
give them
That's
a
so
behind the
fucking funny.
scenes piece of trivia about the late
No.
George Burns.
I will not. I say that's not worth it. I say
Not worth it.
let's throw that in. No
That's
one
part of it.
cares about that. No one
He's
cares about
laughing.
George Burns and
Why
his
not?
trivia. Believe me. I
Well,
will.
I disagree
yes.
strongly.
See, I
they
knew it
wouldn't
was
have
a
made
remake of
3
one of
Oh
the
God movies
Bond
if there wasn't
films,
an
but I couldn't
audience
remember.
for them.
Here's the deal.
Thunderball.
This is breaking news. I am going to
That's never
write
Connery, was it
and
not?
release a brand new Dakar song on the air
Whoa.
for everyone to hear.
New Dakar song
If we
here
hit
on the telephone.
450.
We just went down to 400. Oh, we just
No.
went down to 350.
That's not
We're
fair.
down to 250. We're down to 100.
No,
they're gone.
The
We
audience,
lost everybody.
the audience wants
Greg.
what they want.
Don't be
believe
such a
me.
negative
If
Nancy,
we get
man.
to 7:45, we get to 450.
I care about Gorge Byrne, and I also care
I
about
will
Dakar.
write. You can tell me
DKR.
what the subject matter is. I'll write it about
Why
George
do we
Burns
get the George Burns
if you want.
lore
But-
and the
I would like
Dakar
that,
song?
especially if there was no Dakar music associated with it. If it was
Well,
just
this
a
will
spoken
have to be
word piece.
acoustic.
Spoken word piece,
because I don't-
acoustic.
we don't have the studio. We don't have Axiom here.
about
We
Manuel?
will essentially be doing
Don't
this
get
off
Manuel
the cuff.
Juicy
It'll
drops
be
over
an
here?
improvised song. I think everyone's going to appreciate it. What I'm looking for is 450 by 745. Let everyone know.
745.
450 by 745. We'll get a piece of
450
George
by
Burns trivia
745
and
for
a George Burns
trivia.
song.
And a George
by
Burns Dakar
Dakar.
song
So
by
let's
Tim
keep an eye out for
Heidecker.
that. And Cynthia,
This
if
is
you
the
can keep
fucking
track
best
of that
piece of
number, because
cinema
I'm having a hard time doing it.
ever.
Can you see the Patreon
So
number there,
excited.
Cynthia?
It went down.
Cynthia? Who's
It's not
Cynthia?
going down.
I can see on her laptop the number went down.
Cynthia?
And we're going
That's
to,
crazy.
just to bring the audience up
New on cinema character.
in numbers,
The
I'm
telephone
going
character.
to make a brief broadcast to people watching on different platforms. If you'll
Yes.
stay with us here, folks.
I will.
Greg, can you give us a update on
The Babysitter, which is the next
Yes,
film
you can
we're
talk
talking
about the
no, the
Babysitter as I
Babysitter, man. That's a Vin
navigate
Diesel
some of this
movie, is it not?
technology here.
Well, this was directed by
Navigate this
Mick
technology.
G. And if you've ever heard of the movie McQ,
Nope.
starring John Wayne from
John Wayne? I know what
1974,
that is.
Mick G feels like an unofficial sequel to that, but in fact it's not. He's a director
Oh.
and not the character
Oh.
who is the lead character in the movie.
Okay.
The lead character is Judah Lewis, who stars in
Judah
the film with
Lewis.
Samara Weaving, Robbie Arnell.
Okay.
I'd like to just welcome our audience joining on Instagram
What the fuck is
Live,
Tim
on the
speaking
Tim
for right
Heidecker
now?
Instagram
The sound just
Live.
changed.
If you'll join us, please join us at on my YouTube page. You just
Yeah,
check
Tim
out the
Heidecker
YouTube
page,
page,
which we're at right now.
and you'll be able to join the experience there
Okay.
at YouTube.
YouTube.
.com and just type in Tim Heidecker. You'll find it. It's part of
Okay.
the YouTube experience. We
That is
have
part of the YouTube
thousands
experience.
of people watching right now on different platforms.
I'm here.
And we'll enjoy.
the
You'll
rest of the
enjoy it.
family.
And we're trying to get those 5 bags full. So join
those 5 bags full.
Patreon.com/oncinema. We got to get to 500.
I got a bag. 7 out of 9.
Patreon users to join the On Cinema family. You'll never regret it a day in your life. We are bringing the Oscar
I don't regret
special
being
to
part of the
you
Cinema family.
coming up this fall.
Fuck yeah.
This summer. This anytime.
The fuck is this?
What's that?
What is that?
It's the preview. It's the original trailer from Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Oh, there you go.
All right,
The
okay.
Babysitter. I thought that.
Well,
audience might
about
wanna hear
audio
that, or see it. Well,
movie
you can't see it, you
expertise.
can
This
hear
is
it.
crazy.
Terrific stuff.
Terrific stuff.
Let's go into The Babysitter.
Well, this is Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Greg, what was your thoughts on The
How exciting is
Babysitter
that?
starring McG?
Well, I mean, it's a horror film. It's terrifying.
Is it?
It's futuristic. It's
I've heard
not
about
Don't
wrong-
Tell
wrong
Mom the
film, man.
Babysitter's Dead, which I much preferred. But
thinking
you know,
about
if we had a
different
different
film
type of
altogether.
scale, I
I
could
can think
give
about the
Don't
fucking
Tell
Pooh
Mom
Fairy, which
10
is
out of 10
also
and
not
give
Vin
The
Diesel film,
Babysitter
pretty sure it's
9
a
out of
fucking
10, but on a 5-bag
Rock
scale,
Johnson film.
I have to give both
I don't know
films
where the fuck
5
I'm at.
bags,
Got
and I'm
movie
happy to do
expertise
that.
overload right now.
All right, so we're moving along. We've got The Beyond at number 90. Turn that off.
Turn it off. Yeah, it was just
No one wants to hear the trailer for the goddamn baby. Thank God the Babysitter's Dead. No one cares. Believe me.
I keep saying that.
We're going to
believe
turn
me.
things over to The Beyond. Greg, can you
Beyond.
talk a little bit about The Beyond?
Yeah, I can actually. That's another horror. This 2017 was the year of horror.
Horror
in
has
terms
come
of the
back
types of
for
movies
sure,
that came
particularly
out.
around
Not
the
since
end
you
of the
had
2010s. It's
movies
very,
like
very exciting.
Jaws, which actually set off a whole
Hey,
wave
Jaws.
of horror back in 1975, and
That's
we'll
the
be
next
talking
Oscar
about
special.
that later.
We
Have you
will
had
be.
a year where there were so many popular horror movies? And
very
I think
true.
The Beyond
Good
was one of the
expertise.
scariest ones of
Remember
all.
The Beyond coming out?
In that it involved robots from outer space going a little bit haywire.
The Beyond?
And really wreaking havoc. And the astronauts that were involved in the mission where the
Yeah.
robots took over, of course, were the ones that paid. Who didn't
Yeah, I
pay
don't remember that
was
one
the
at all.
audience, because if you paid
What
good money
is
to
that?
see this, you'd be very, very happy that you did. It was one of the best movies of the year, and it would
Beyond.
definitely
Thank you. And I just
Thank
want to
you.
interrupt and say welcome to the Facebook Live viewers right now. I want
He
to
just
direct them. I'm
fucking
not going to be on here very
keeps
long.
jumping in and
Just
fucking
want to
doing all
direct
these
you over to the
different
YouTube
platforms.
page.
Oh, that is The Beyond. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that at all. YouTube. 33% on Rotten Tomatoes. Brilliant.
Whatever it is.
Is that a horror film?
YouTube. And we will
Did you
ask
say
you to check
retarded
out
there?
youtube.com and check out Tim Heidecker there, and you'll
So
be
you're
able
on
to join.
Wikipedia?
And go to
Idiot,
patreon.com/onscinema
intense, and gripping.
to
Well,
become
sounds like
a
horror
member.
film, right? Become a member.
And we're just trying to, Cynthia, we're trying to expand this out
Of
to
the
the different live
On Cinema
channels.
family.
If you want to contribute to that, you can post different places. And how are we doing getting our benchmark? Where we're going to have a live DKR song.
I'm so excited for a DKR.
DKR song coming at, I'm sorry? We're at 4:40. We have
Mike
10 to
Cynthia.
go and 10 minutes. That's interesting. We have 10 minutes.
Oh, for
and we
10
need
more?
10 more
Well,
Patreons.
that's
And
intense, man.
10
Do it.
times 10 is 100, and that's how old George Burns was when he passed away.
That's a little grim to
Did he
think
just say
about.
10 times
I
10
don't
is
even know what
100?
my chords are going to be. That's what's kind of
He's
exciting
right.
about
I
this.
almost said I was wrong.
The
Wow, I'm a
chords for my
fucking
George
moron.
Burns DKR
Played in the
Dakar
key of
song.
B
Uh-huh.
for Burns.
Well, B is
For
not a
Burns.
great chord for me.
Or what? Or
With the
G
different
for
changes.
George.
That could work. I'll do a kind
He
of
loves-
a folky thing.
he does
almost.
love G.
E is another note. You could probably just write his name on a piece of musical paper and play the notes.
Play
Not
the
so
notes.
much the O and the R, but you could do G, E.
Well, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm gonna 9 more
Making-
Patreons to go, and we'll get
making
our
Tim crack up there.
George Burns
That's
fact
funny.
and our George Burns song
Yes.
from the group Dakar.
So excited
number one
for the
download
Dakar
group in
DKR
America.
number one grounded
We will
Billboard
continue on with
George
number
Burns song.
92 while we wait.
Desperate,
Super Dark
everyone.
Times.
Super Dark Times. I've seen this.
Super Dark Times. Didn't see this movie. I'll be honest
Super
with you.
Dark
Kevin
Times
Phillips, did you
kicked
see this?
ass.
Oh, yeah, I
Stars,
saw it.
I saw it.
Owen Campbell.
I've seen Super
Charlie
Dark Times.
Tahan,
It's great.
Elizabeth Cappuccino.
Really great,
and there's
intense.
okay.
Kind
Max
of a thriller
Catallison.
horror
Max
kind of vibes.
Talisman.
Really good
That's
film.
teenagers Zach and Josh have been best friends their whole lives.
Yep.
But when
Kinda
gruesome
ends a bit
accident
weird, to be
leads to
fair.
a cover-up, that's
Kind of a
Super
weak
Dark
for
Times.
Dark,
And
but Super Dark
drama,
Times is
thriller,
really
kind of a
good. Yeah.
horror. It's more
It's a-
horror.
It
And
is
that's
more
what I'm
horror.
saying. This is the year of horror.
He's
There's
right.
nothing more horrible than a gruesome.
I can't believe I've
accident
talked about
of
Super
the
Dark
sort
Times,
depicted
man.
in
That's
this
crazy.
film.
I've not seen Super Dark
And,
Times in a while, but
I
man,
don't know.
really
You
good
know,
film.
if you had children this year and wanted to introduce
Always
them
catch
to
you
the
guessing
joys
where it
of
was going to go
cinema,
next.
I got to say some of these horror
Quite a
movies
real
might put them
kind of
off, and that was
scenario
one
as
of
well
the
in terms of
sort of the
content.
disappointing things about 2017.
Andrew calling in from San Francisco. You there, Andrew?
San Francisco, a
Hello,
beautiful city.
Tim. Yes.
Yes, San
Can you hear
Francisco,
me?
the San Francisco
It's a
treat.
beautiful city.
And I think we can
That's
talk
the saying
about
of
this was
Star
something
Trek
settled
II, Wrath
during
of
the
Khan.
incredible trial that saw good name cleared and the
trial.
the beautiful
We're going to the trial
Innocence
with Tim
project
Heidecker. The
that
Beautiful Innocence
resulted
project
out of that.
Tim Heidecker
And you're from
freedom.
a city that I think settled a big debate here. We did settle once and for all that Star Trek 4 is the site
Oh
of
my God! See, the Star Trek joke ended with the trial, obviously, but we're still bringing it up in the telephone.
is where San Francisco takes place.
Yeah, my favorite one.
Yes, thank you.
San Francisco's actually central to Star Trek 2.
Uh-huh.
As well.
That was not.
There's
Go back and watch the.
something-
Hold on. Go back and watch
There we
the
go.
goddamn testimony
There
from
we
the
go.
director.
I did,
There's
and
all
he
about
said,
Tim Reed
says
stuff.
that
Kirk
Hold on.
has an apartment in
He
Star
would- yeah,
Trek 2.
You would
that-
not
that-
classify. I'm not getting into this now. What was your
not
question?
They
getting into
actually
this now.
shot some of
Excuse
the
me.
Star Trek 2 in
What was
San
your
Francisco
question from
also,
San
so-
Francisco, Andrew?
Beautiful set.
Oh, well, I guess I'm a $20 supporter. I've been for a while now.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you.
I guess my
Thank you.
my
Thank you
question
for your
is-
service, which we reviewed
Thank
earlier.
you.
We reviewed that earlier.
Honestly.
Can you let him ask a question?
And I'm
Go
glad
ahead,
you
ask
didn't
a
use the
question.
money for the babysitter, which we also reviewed earlier.
Can you let the guy ask the question, Andrew? The
Let
floor
Andrew
is
ask
yours.
his question. God damn it.
Yes, well, when I started supporting, you guys
support-
were at 5,000.
This guy's
I was wondering
voice is
what,
great.
what happened.
Well,
and,
I'll explain this to you. It's a little boring. What happens with Patreon is some people donate one time, and
Yes,
so there's a
that's right.
there's a
There's a
flood,
singular
a
pledge.
little bit of a mini flood of money, and then they cancel because we
Yes.
say, you can the way Patreon's set up is a little it's a little backwards in the
With the light
sense that
Patreon.
you can't
That's why
do
the high
a
network
one-time
exists.
payment. You have to sign up
Yes.
as if you're doing it monthly, but then we say you can cancel it. So if you're going to
Well,
do
you
a
do
big
that for high
one-time
network, too.
$500 payment, you following me on this?
You following me on this?
So that number is going to spike in the month. You see?
But I don't know what after watching that, after being in the courtroom and seeing what you were doing with some of the money from some of your business,
whoa,
people
whoa,
will be
whoa.
reluctant
Let's not
for
talk about
anyone
trial
to
here.
donate to this because
Come
you
on.
still haven't paid me back for the money that I
That's
fronted for
part of
Decker
that's
Hawaii.
why we're doing this. I
So
mean,
that I'm going to get repaid for the
in a
Decker,
sense,
Decker Hawaii.
because in a sense, you
Oh,
are.
man, he's bringing up
and I'll go
fucking
through
Decker
the
for
in the
call
sense that
Hawaii,
it's
man.
something
That's
that
a
is
crazy
part of the
deep
grand
cut.
scheme. In other words, it's all going into a pot. It's being accounted for.
But
There
if I have $10,000 in receipts, which I do, from shooting Decker Hawaii, from
let me ask you
airfares
this
and
then.
things, are you
Let
going
me
to
ask you
reimburse
this.
me for
Does
the
that money
flights?
appreciate or depreciate? Do you understand
dude's
that?
not even
Do you
asked the
understand that the
question
money
yet.
that you've invested in the project has now quadrupled, maybe even more?
Tenfold.
Probably
But
up
when
to
am I
something
going
like
to get the
70,
money?
80% now.
Okay,
that
well, then
investment has
let's
gone
have that.
through the roof.
Through the roof?
Uh-huh. So now what? Now do you want to pull that out?
Yes, I would take out the quadruple.
Okay.
If you have 4 times what I put in for the airfares for you, which would be
Airfares?
$40,000, I'll take it right now.
I would.
Are you fucking telling me Greg Turkington spent $40,000 to get fucking Tim back? And he was the one paying for the flights the whole
advise you
time.
that that's a bad idea because
No way.
you can't just take that out now because
You
it's
telling
going
me
into the
that
Oscar special.
Greg
You understand
Turkington
that
paid
much?
for the flights?
All right, Andrew,
Never
does that make
mentioned
sense
that
to you,
before.
Andrew? In terms
Yeah,
of
some
yeah,
little
the
deep
Patreon.
cuts
Thank you.
that
It
you
all
would
makes
not- you
sense to
don't
everybody
hear
else except
and
Greg.
on
for some
cinema-
reason. It's
cinema,
very
you only hear them in the
disingenuous of him.
telephones, man.
I don't believe he
Hidden
doesn't
lore.
understand this. I think he's being disingenuous.
Huh?
Let's
Oh, I
find out. We are
understand it.
5 minutes away, and we
But I don't like it.
absolutely need to
I
get.
don't like it.
We are at 4:48. Okay,
Okay.
so we need 2
One
more
more bag of
Patreons at
popcorn,
any
baby,
level.
let's go.
$5 level
How
is
exciting is
fine.
this?
Then we add a bag. We get to 3 bags, and you get a brand new
3 bags,
George
bro.
Burns
We're almost at 5 bag
song
cinemas,
written
6
by
bag
myself,
cinemas.
part of the
6 bag
founding
cinemas?
member of Dakar,
Yes,
one of the
that's
great
what-
songwriters
that's what it's
of
called, isn't it?
Dakar.
Yeah, I can't remember.
And we get a George Burns factoid, whatever
Oh,
use that is.
factoid
I
of
don't think
George
that's very
Burns.
valuable. But I'm
I think
adding
it's valuable.
a tremendous value by writing a song on the spot. Again, I don't know the
Well, I think
chords.
if people had watched Siskel and Ebert back in the day, and you had the choice between them talking about movies or them playing music with
I'd have
Axiom
both.
and Manuel, I think people are going to go with the movie.
Can you imagine
information,
Siskel and
I think
Ebert with
that's true
Axiom and
even
Manuel?
today.
Okay, and Cynthia, make sure
That'd
you're
be great.
posting the link to this YouTube
love
up on
that.
all the channels, please, at your leisure. We
At your
appreciate you
leisure.
helping us out here. Stronger, number 91.
Well, I forgot about the
Stronger.
fucking
And by the
list
way,
for a
we
minute
are
there.
4 minutes away from hitting our benchmark, the
Yep.
3-bag benchmark.
3-bag benchmark,
I'm gonna just, I
everybody.
can't, I love looking. It's so exciting to look. Where are we at?
Where are we
We are
at?
451, folks. We've done it.
We did
We've
it.
crossed
Done
the
it.
threshold.
We did it.
We
3
are
bags,
early
everybody.
on that. We have 3 more
Okay,
minutes.
so there should be
Okay.
some money left over then to reimburse me for.
There's going to
Greg,
be,
come on.
believe me, you're going to come out so. Don't maybe we wait to put it up. I don't know. Do we wait
Put
till
the third bag up.
7:45 to put it up? I think we could put it up now.
Put
for-
the
for all
fucking
I
third
care.
bag up, man. And for all I
Put
give
it
a
up
fuck.
now.
I'm excited to see
Put
it.
it up now.
Put it up now.
We're at 3 bags already. We're going to have to slow things down a little bit. Our next benchmark is going to be 475.
Oh, yeah, but the idea was to
and
get
that's
the 5
gonna
bags
be
of
at
popcorn, and then there would
4
be
at 7
that would
at
be
8
the
o'clock.
special funded, basically.
At 8 o'clock.
They're doing
if
well,
we do
man.
not,
Why don't we have the benchmark be?
I think the Telephone is a very good example of how dedicated the On Cinema family are. Because this is obviously the first time they've been offered offered the opportunity to pay. Like, they've had all these years of free content, and now they're like, they want to pay money for the Oscar special to happen, and within 2 hours, probably under 2 hours, I would have said in this telethon, the whole Oscar special is fully funded. Like by 42 minutes into this, we're like pretty much all like over halfway there to a fully funded Oscar special. So it just goes to show the clear dedication of the On Cinema family to make On Cinema happen, which is crazy and very nice to
Match
see.
the time. So if you had 8 o'clock,
This was 6 years ago at this point, nearly
That's
7.
asking quite
2
a bit.
minutes.
It's impossible
It's impossible
to hit 800.
That's that's
Okay,
not how
are we gonna
telethons
hit-
work. As people being, you were talking about negativity, but there's certainly plenty of people out there that like.
Well, I am a
movie
man of my word.
Expertise.
Hold on, I'm a man of
be
my
happy to
word.
pay to get movies reviewed, and we're stuck on
I'm paying money to get
number
movies reviewed.
91. We still got 91 movies to go.
Yeah,
and it would be nice if we get to 800, then we can stop asking for money. How about that? If we get to
Look at
800
that.
by 8 o'clock,
Let's get to the
we'll
movies.
stop asking for money and we'll just review the movies.
Well, that's fine. If we that's a different benchmark. That's a different
benchmark.
standard.
Yeah,
If we get to 800
Look at
by
this
8 o'clock, we will
expertise in-
stop asking for money and we'll blow
These
blow
two
through this
figuring
list.
it out
And I'll do
together,
the
man.
other Cheech and Chong movies as well.
And you'll do the other Cheech and
man.
Chong movies. I just think
That's
that's
a
a very
fucking fair deal.
high bar to
Eh,
set. I'm
I don't
setting
think
more
so.
realistic goals.
Greg
At
doesn't
8
think so.
o'clock,
Greg thinks we can get to
if
800.
we need to reach
800.
7, no.
No.
You're making this very confusing for everybody.
No, it's not confusing.
Oh,
It's the
Greg
same
with
number.
numbers, man, it just makes it so
475 at
fucked
8
up.
o'clock is confusing. 800 at 8 o'clock is not
Greg
confusing.
laughing.
Fine. If we reach, there's two different
I
benchmarks.
love we can get a little bit of
if at
character
8
breaking on
o'clock
these
we
as
reach
well.
800 subscribers, 800 family members.
800 family members.
I'll be happy as a clam. I'll
be
shut
happy
the
as a
whole thing
clam.
down. I'll go through all the movies.
We won't shut it
do-
down. We'll
Well,
just shut down asking for money
right.
and just do
But
the movie.
the smaller tier that we're
deal.
that we're more realistically going to hit
Oh.
is at 8 o'clock.
My
If we
fucking
get to
jaw hurts after
475,
getting a fucking tooth ripped out
at
of
that
it, man. Feels
point,
like someone's punched me
what
in
are
the
we
fucking
offering?
clogged
What
me in the
are
jaw,
we
man.
offering? Something big. I think we're going to get
When did I pop painkillers?
maybe Greg's top 2 movies of the year.
Yeah,
Probably
we
pop
can do
some
that.
now, actually.
So let's
Maybe
But
just
do
do
I
it.
don't. I mean, I'll do that anyway as part of the 800.
Okay. You talk about.
Probably
I
get a
got to
hard
set up
worse
for
thing.
this
Everyone
at
says the
7:45,
third
which
day
is
of
a minute
recovery is
away.
the worst in
As
terms of playing. The
stronger.
second day of recovery, even then it's going
This
to be the
is a
second day
terrific
of recovery
movie.
tomorrow.
David Gordon Green.
So wonderful.
Jack Gyllenhaal again with Jack Gyllenhaal.
More Jack Gyllenhaal. God damn.
He's in a lot of movies this
There's a
year.
lot of movies this year. That's
I'm
two.
going to prepare for the DKR George Burns song.
so
If you don't
excited.
mind, Greg, talk about that. I need to set up for that.
Talk about the song.
No, talking about the movie.
Talk about the movie.
Okay. Well, stronger.
Okay.
Would be a stronger nominee for Best Picture than this new Star Wars movie. Because
Yeah, well said.
If you've seen the new Star Wars movie, you know
We
that
know
there is a scandal.
We've even talked about this in the
over
Oscar
George
special
Lucas
yet.
stealing a character from
Maybe that's where the
our
idea
own television
for
show,
the George Lucas
The
trial came
Adventures
from,
of
was
Decker
this
and
telethon.
Kington. There is a
The
master
Adventures of Decker
codebreaker
and Kington.
in the Star Wars movie.
Well, let's not
who
get
is
into that. I don't
based
want to talk
on
about that.
based
This is
on
important.
Agent Jonathan Kington.
Agent Jonathan Kington. Here we go. Exclusive Descar song about George Burns.
George Burns, we lost you to now this is interesting because I'm
to suicide.
writing
To
this.
suicide.
No, I'm writing this on the spot, and
Mammy, I should get to see the creative
Get it
juices
accurate.
of
We didn't lose him to
Tim Heidecker's
suicide. We
music
lost
going.
him to old age.
Beautiful. Fuck yeah.
George Burns, oh yeah, you're wonderful.
Oh, damn. This is a banger.
Is
That
that
reminds me of Farewell, Tom Cruise.
So George Burns,
Farewell,
you're
George
wonderful. You changed my life. You lived your life.
Miss you, George, you ain't coming
You
back.
lived so long, but not long enough. George
I can't even get a fucking
Burns.
beat here. Boynes.
So that's the George Burns song.
That was great.
George Burns,
George
you
Boynes.
lived your life. You lived too long. You lived just right.
Fuck yeah. That was a
That's
banger.
the George Burns songs, and now I believe you owe the audience a
George Burns factoid now.
factoid about
All right.
George Burns.
Here we go.
How
George
many
Burns song and a George Burns
miles
factoid is
was
fantastic.
the distance between where George Burns was born and where George Burns died?
Oh,
Right, the same place, no doubt.
2,459.
Why would he know
wow.
that?
So that's clear across the country. Where was he born?
He was born in New York, died in Beverly Hills. So that's a road trip for you.
What?
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Interesting stuff.
Is that number right?
Coming in from Greg.
It's not sound correct. Coming in from Greg
George
there.
Burns
Greg
passed
Tarkington,
away.
everybody.
How many years ago did he pass away? Do we have any clue on that?
It was a while. It was
A while ago. A couple of years.
19 years ago.
The Circle,
Okay.
number 90. By the way, the next
Oh, The
benchmark
Circle,
is
I'm pretty
coming
sure
up
this is
at
another
8
horror
o'clock.
film, isn't it?
We're hoping
No,
to hit
I'm afraid of the Ring. I'm afraid of
475.
Rings.
And
The
what can
sequel
we offer
Rings.
then? I almost want to
What about The
ask the
Circle?
audience listening, what do you want from us at 8 o'clock?
I want
Besides,
Tim
that
Heidecker
800
and
number
Greg
that's
Tarkington here
impossible
on
to hit.
the
It's not
show
impossible.
on
It
the
is
cinema stream on the
impossible to hit.
Coleman
Since
channel.
we threw it out there, we've been
That
getting
is
more
what I would
donations
want
from
to
people
give
that
you
want to
money.
make the 800.
Let's ask the folks at the Discord chat what they think we should offer.
That's a good offer.
Service Electric.
How about 759 subscribers by 759?
No.
That shaves off 41.
Service, what can we offer at 8 o'clock if we reach the 475? Any ideas
Who
there?
the fuck is this? Service?
I mean, we're at 460 right now, so it's really pumping along. I
Yeah,
feel
man.
a bit of stress and a little bit of anxiety that I have not come up with a great incentive, because when we hit that force, we're going to hit
What
it.
are you gonna do?
In 12 minutes, we have nothing to
You've got
offer.
nothing to offer,
I
man.
could do
Think of
another
something, think of
song. I
something,
could
think
do
of
another
something.
song about Jane Fonda. That would be a little.
Bring
that-
back a special guest that we haven't seen in a while. Maybe a
Ooh.
James Dean, maybe a. They would take it.
that
Sweep
would
us off
take,
our
that would
feet.
that would be something we are
Mark
not prepared
Porch.
for. We could try to reach out to Mark Proch and see if he's around.
Oh, get Mark
And,
Porch. Let's
see
call
if we
Mark.
can get
Easy.
Mark.
Let's get Mark
to,
on the
to
phone.
Join us on
Be
the
sick.
phone. We can make some moves to make that happen.
I love that.
But I don't want to promise that yet.
He could
because
do, you know what he could do is he could do his James Dean impersonation over the air.
That would be terrific.
Yeah, let's get
Why
that.
don't you ask?
Oh my
why don't you
god,
get
I
him
don't remember
and see
if
if
this
he would be
happens or
available
not.
to
I've
do
not watched listened to
a
the telephone in a while,
James
but if you
Dean,
do get
but,
Mark
but
Porch on the phone,
talk
I'd
to him
love
off.
that.
You know, don't get him on the air right now.
No,
so Greg's
prepare
gonna
him for what's about
do
to
his
happen.
work to make this happen. We are hoping to make this a premium offer for you guys. If you're not
I'd
sure
love
what's
that.
happening here, folks, we are raising
Maybe no.
money
Oscar
to
special.
bring the live Oscar special that you've come to depend on every
We do
year.
depend on this every
Is he
year.
not picking up on you? He's
I'm not going to say
seems
that.
a little strange.
It seems weird. Why would Mark
we
not
are
pick up the
raising
phone
money
for
to
Greg?
bring you this year and this March 4th or whenever it is the live Oscar special, which is we've been doing year in and year out.
Yes.
We want to bring you the best Oscar special there is.
Well,
All you got to
always,
do is go
every
to
year, without fail.
patreon.com/oncinema. Join the family. We've been working on this all
On
year. We've
Cinema
had a
Family.
tremendous outpouring of just wonderful support from you guys, and I think people are
That's
just
on Cinema
jazzed.
Family, man. We're
Jazzed.
totally jazzed for more
Service
Oscar
Electric, are you still
expertise.
there?
Yeah.
Are you
Oh,
a
you still
member
here?
of
The
the
fuck?
family?
I'm looking to be though.
Well, get on it.
Get on it.
You
No,
know,
get off the
what are you
fucking
doing?
thing. What are you doing? You fucking
Wondering,
idiot?
is there a way to I could specify like I want this to go specifically to a boom pole, or I want it to go?
Get out of here. Shut
Get
up.
out of here,
Who cares
shut up.
about that? Trying to be funny on this.
He's
You're,
not trying
you're
to be funny.
disrespectful to the,
Nah,
to
it's
the
disrespect.
cause.
I mean, that's terrible.
And shame on you.
Shame
And
on you.
I shall not pick up on you again anytime soon. I'll talk to Bishop. Bishop.
Call the Bishop, man. He's
How's it
a
going?
godly
Bishop,
character.
are you an On-Cinema family member?
Are you an On-Cinema family member?
In a sense.
Okay, in a sense.
What
I
does
need you
that
to
mean?
subscribe.
Pay money.
Bishop, I need you to get on the Patreon site. Join now, because we
Yeah,
need to
I'm
get
gonna-
over that
yeah.
benchmark. We need to get you on,
Do your fucking
on board.
work, man.
What's taking
Yeah,
so
Why is
long?
taking so long? You fucking
I'm
idiot?
typing it on right now. I'm just wondering, Greg, I have one question for you. How do you see through your mask on when you're on the show?
What mask are you referring to?
Well, no, you know, I see. God, I wish I was. I
You're
see,
it sounds like I'm talking to C-3PO.
This is
It's terrible.
It's
See
terrible.
Harry from Christchurch, New Zealand. See Harry.
Hey guys,
What the fuck? Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going? How
What was
can we
the
help you
mask
tonight?
comment? All of it.
it's going really good. I'm a $20 on cinema family member.
Can
Oh,
you
thank
talk
God
to the
someone's
audience
spending
listening
money.
all the great, wonderful benefits that you've
Please,
had this
sell
year
it to
being
me.
a part of that community?
all the extra on cinema on location.
Yeah,
that
they
are
were
I
great.
love
I
Cinema
got
on
the-
location.
I
Is
got
that
two
right?
folders full of videos from Greg and from Tim Heidecker, and I should be getting
That's
some things in the
crazy.
mail, although they haven't arrived
So
yet.
much
Well,
on
you're
cinema
in,
content.
You're in New Zealand.
on
I think it's going to take about
Patreon is
25
just
years
gone
before
now.
they get there.
Yeah, probably.
And you got bigger things to do,
Really
like go
crazy.
on a Hobbit location.
Oh, he's
tour
in New
yourself.
Zealand for the Hobbit, of
You,
course.
You're lucky.
I've already
made
done
it.
that actually.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a few places around this country where you can see where they filmed The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings.
Give us
Oh,
a couple
hell
of.
yeah.
You're from New Zealand.
The
Give us
Hobbit.
something that maybe some of us don't know about The Hobbit.
So
as much
excited.
as
Give us some movie
as much as
expertise
you're
for The
willing to
Hobbit,
give. Not
Mr.
you,
New
Greg. I'm
Zealander.
talking to.
Greg
Harry
got to get
here.
involved there. We're talking about C. Harry.
Well,
I need that
it's
information
not too much I know.
now.
No.
What happened with Mark? Who else can we call? Joe?
I love that. Who else
Listen,
go?
we
Get
are
Joe Iceland on
close
the phone.
to. We're getting very close to 8 o'clock here. We have 8 minutes until 8 o'clock, and we still need 10 more patrons.
Come on.
And
Need that
at
fourth
8
popcorn.
o'clock, see, we're not going to get to 800. You see how dumb that was?
See how dumb that was?
To
No.
suggest that
Come
we're
on,
going to
Greg.
get.
You
Well,
fucking
it's
stupid.
a self-fulfilling prophecy. When the host of the telethon is saying, "Yeah, we're never going to get it. We
prophecy.
can't do it. It's never going to
That's
work."
true.
Then
That is a
people are, "Yeah, I was going to
self-fulfilling
donate, but
prophecy.
what's
It's
the
correct.
point? He doesn't believe in it, so why should I?"
The
Well, I think it's stupid.
self-fulfilling
It's embarrassing to be
prophecy.
surrounded by that ignorance
said.
that you're going to suggest we're going to do that kind of quantum leap.
Oh, you
You
fucking
just
idiot.
don't understand the
Well,
basic
where's Mark Bakula?
functionality of the way the site works. It's just too much to ask.
Fucking
But
idiot.
here we are. We are at, what's our number we're at right now? We're at 465.
Doing well.
So we need 10 more subscribers to join in the next 7, 8
I got a
minutes.
better bet.
Hope you
I
can
got a
do
better
it.
idea.
What can we
You're
do
gonna
at 8
actually
to,
get a
to
five
really
buck
win?
a
And
month.
we skip 475 and go straight to 501, which of course was
Oh,
my
501
Guinness Book
movies,
World
of course.
Records.
That's going to be the net. That's
that's
going to be
my
the net.
501 movies in
501 days.
and 1
How could
days,
they
which
forget?
actually still is in the Guinness Book.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
it's
record that will
the-
stand forever. So
forever.
if we could get to 501 to commemorate that,
Commemorate the oh my
I think
god!
I
can't
could
believe we're
probably
back to
give
that.
people some insight and tips on how they could
Watch
attempt to set
501
their own
movies in 501
smaller
days.
record
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, let's
Not
see.
beat
Are
the
we,
record,
so
but,
we're going to
you know,
say
try
at
it.
8 o'clock, not at 8 o'clock. At 8
a
o'clock.
smaller record, so it wouldn't be a record, Greg, would it? At all.
We're gonna. We
Be
need
a
to get to
personal
5.
record,
It's
perhaps?
not possible. I don't think it's possible. Do you guys think it's possible in the next 6 minutes? See, the next 6
See?
minutes. No, that's a good 500. And when we hit 501, whenever that is, let's not put a time
We're
to
going
it.
for 501
You'll give
now.
us your
6-8.
10 tips on how to watch 501 movies in 501 days. Can we
Yeah,
guarantee
I don't
that?
want anyone to do it, so I'll probably give tips on how to watch 100 in 100 days.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You wanna-
yeah,
you wanna
yeah.
hold on to
Wanna
that
hold
title.
Well, I just
yeah.
don't think they're going to be able to do it, but I do think if somebody
Greg
decides
Tarkenton
and
can watch
really
501
commits to it,
movies in
watching 100 in
501
100
days. That's his record.
days is possible. It's not easy, but it's possible.
Okay.
Well said.
And it's fun.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
let's
the
keep
movies.
an eye out for that.
We
If
love the
we do
movies.
reach 501, that will trigger that. But I'm trying to get to 475, at which point I will write another song. That seems to
Wow,
work
man.
really
Oh,
well.
wait, I got a
There's
phone call
so
here.
many Descartes exclusive
from-
songs.
It's Mark.
Okay,
Mark
but don't
Forge
take
is
the
on the
call.
phone?
I mean, take the call, but take it offline. Don't, because we're not giving that away
This
yet.
is so exciting.
We're not giving that away. Talk to him offline. Don't you understand
What does
this?
that mean offline?
He can only talk for a minute because he's using his roommate's phone.
No, well, just talk to him off the line because we're not giving Mark away for free.
Get Mark Proach on the phone.
Well, no,
No.
Mark, can you hey, can you do like a Cagney and tell
Yes.
people to donate for the special?
You're ruining the entire premise here. Hang up
No,
on him.
don't do it.
No.
From Cagney and Lacey?
No,
No,
don't.
James Cagney.
Get him off the line, Mark.
Don't get
you'll
Mark
do
off
an
the line.
Listen to me. Get the phone to me.
No.
Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me, Mark?
Are you listening to me, Mark?
I'm telling you what's going to happen.
Go on.
It is now 7:55.
Yeah.
At 8 o'clock.
You just go
if we
shouting
get
at the guy.
475
What has he done, man?
subscribers, you will do an impression of James
You
Dean.
phoned him.
Does that make sense to you?
You will do an impression of James Dean.
No. I need to make an offer to the listeners
Oh,
here
poor
that if
Mark, man.
we get
He's not even working
475
for On Cinema
subscribers
today.
in the next 4 minutes, the prize will be your dumbass doing a James Dean impression for 3 minutes.
For
Can
3
you do that or
minutes.
not? Yes, James
Yes.
Dean.
We
Or
said
anybody
James
else.
Cagney. We would advertise James
Cagney, fine.
You dirty rat.
Not now. Don't do it
Oh my god. Tim voice crack because he's laughing.
now. Be
You dirty rat.
you dumbass, be on
You
standby. You,
dumbass.
hear me? Just hang up on him, and if we, folks, hang up
Oh,
on him. I'm
it's so
tired of his
funny.
voice.
Yeah, but I
already.
like this. I like where he's going with the Cagney
Yeah, I like the
thing.
Cagney thing. Let him keep doing it.
Yeah, you dirty rat.
Well, giving it away.
rats.
Why would people donate now?
Out of gratitude.
Call the exterminator on you, you dirty rat.
You dirty rats.
All right. Well, we need Mark. Not another word from you because we're at 4:72 and we have 3 minutes left.
Hey, Mark, can you do Katharine Hepburn?
Don't listen. Shut up. Don't hang up on him.
Katharine Hepburn from On Golden Pond.
No, Mark, stop. Listen. Can you?
Holy shit, man! This is a mess.
Why, you dirty rat.
You dirty rats.
All right, listen, folks. If you want to hear more Mark Proch, donate now to get
Yeah,
$4.75 by 8 o'clock.
get
Where
more
are we
Mark
at?
on the
Maybe
phone.
we're already there. No, we're still at 472. Just stop doing this, Mark. All
What
right.
are you dirty
Mark is known
rats
for
doing
these. This is a
here?
sampling. How about this? This is a sampling
That's
of
the
some of the
Oscar
great
special
impressions that the great Mark Proch can do.
telephone
If
with
we reach
me,
475 in the next 3 minutes, Mark Proch will give you his one and only WC
Yes,
Feel. But
thank God.
not until hey, Mark.
What are you seeing,
Stop it.
Phil?
Do you understand what's going on? Hey,
Can you hear what's
Shut
going on
up.
the phone? Nobody rats here.
So now,
Can you do Henry Fonda?
Oh my God, man.
We have.
Yeah.
We're not there
Yeah.
yet. We're not there. Mark, were you? Can you hear me? Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, I hear you, Tim.
So do not do another.
This is Peter Fonda. And this is a mockingbird.
Mark Porch, man. So
will
on the
you
ball
listen to
with
me
this shit.
and understand?
I would love to hear William Holden in Network.
No.
What's going on?
We have 2 minutes to go. If we,
Everywhere. They're in the walls.
They're in the wall.
we're not going to get. All right, fine. Do it. We got 476.
Walter
Australia, we got 475. We're.
Can you do Walter Matthau in the Bad News
Now we can
Bears?
stop shouting. We can just have Mark Porch to ourselves.
All these dirty rats. Get these dirty rats out of Jimmy Cagney's walls.
All right, there you go.
Oh, sorry.
Can you do Ryan
Benjamin
O'Neill
Cagney's
in
wall.
Paper Moon?
It's just a paper moon. It's just a paper moon.
It's just a
Don't
paper
worry
moon?
about these rats.
Don't worry about these rats.
Paper rat.
What the fuck
All right,
is
we
he
have a lot
talking
of
about?
movies to get through. Thank you, Mark. Daddy's
What the
home.
fuck is he talking about?
Renegades. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Mark.
It's
We
just a
raised
paper moon.
quite a bit of money there, so we
Well done, Mark Porch.
much appreciate it.
That
and
was
we'll
all thanks
see
to you.
At the movies.
At
Back in the
set
movies.
of the Oscar special for a special thing we've got in mind for you that I think you're going to really like. Special impersonation.
A special Mark. Oh my fucking God, man. Mark Proch does not even know what is about to happen to him at the next Oscar special.
Can't give it away on air, but it's
Anyway, the halfway point,
it's really
folks.
something. You're
We're
going to really
getting
like
there.
it.
That's the great Mark Proch. And
Yeah,
Mark,
Mark
would
Proch,
you be
everyone.
around later for another benchmark? We can perhaps tease something that work this out a little bit better. I assume you have no plans.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Oh, thanks,
great.
Mark.
I'm using my roommate's phone, though, and so I'm going to have to ask him stuff.
Okay, I'm sure it shouldn't be a problem.
We'll call later.
Why
if
doesn't
you
Mark
can.
Proch
It is
have a
8
phone?
o'clock. I think by
Good
8:30,
guy.
we'll have another a round of impressions from the great Mark Proch. one of
Fuck
the great
yeah.
impressionists.
One of the great
I'd
impressionists.
like to hear him do Al
The great
Pacino.
impressionist.
How about that? Yes.
I'd love
at
to hear a Mark
8:30,
Proch, Al
We'll hear
Pacino
Mark
impression,
Proch
actually.
do Al Pacino. If we reach, well,
Oh,
we're already,
wow.
I mean, we're
We got
sailing
lights,
past our
we got the
benchmarks here, so I
cameras.
don't know what we're gonna have to do.
I can't really do Al Pacino.
We're gonna have regroup.
I wish I could.
It's 8 o'clock, folks. Thanks for joining us. We are 1 hour into
8
this
o'clock. It's
incredible on cinema
11:15
live at
p.m.
the
for
cinema.
me over here.
On cinema at the cinema Oscar special
It's on
telethon.
cinema
We
at
are at
cinema.
4 bags. 4 bags. We are at
One bag away from the
478
fucking coveted
Patreons,
5-bagger,
part of the
goddamn.
On Cinema
How
family.
exciting is this?
We are trying to get to 500. I think we're going to blow past that. I think the 500 benchmark is kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, we're trying to get
when
500
we hit
patrons. And we're
501,
fucking only halfway through
we
the
will
stream
hear
here.
Greg Turkington's top 10 tips
Wow,
on
buddy.
watching 100 movies in a year. Is
Yeah,
that correct?
no, 100 movies in 100
100
days.
movies in 100 days. That's a different thing altogether.
Not in a year.
In a year,
Anyone
that's-
can do that.
Anyone can do that. I've watched 100 movies in a
guess
year.
You're right.
I guess
so.
you're
we're-
right.
Next benchmark is not
Yeah, he's
time
right.
dependent. It is simply subscriber dependent.
And
So-
here's a trivia question. If we can put that out there.
Go on.
And then whoever gets it right can also become a member.
Oh. How does
Okay,
that
well,
work?
that's not really how it works.
How does that work?
Well,
Because somebody becomes a Patreon
All
member?
right. We don't
All
have
right.
to do it, but I
Well,
thought.
Yeah, we're
I
not
think
gonna
for
do it, Greg.
entertainment's sake, I'm always. Why don't we ask one of our callers? We have Brian, who's identifying
let me
himself.
just ask the question.
Hold on.
Oh.
Let me get him on the phone. He's self-identifying as a buff in training. So,
Oh,
Brian,
buff
are
in
you
training.
there?
Where's Brian, the buff
Brian?
in training? Where's
Brian
the buff?
is not there, unfortunately.
He's
Much
a buff
like
in training.
George Burns, who's the subject of the trivia.
Lord George Burns. Lord.
Brian,
This is
let's see.
great.
Brian, there's another Brian here.
I can't
Brian
believe the
in
buff
Portland,
in training
Maine.
didn't pick
Brian?
up the phone. What jump?
Yes.
Yes.
Brian,
Oh, hey, what's up?
hey,
Holy crap.
we have a
Didn't realize what
trivia
was going on
question.
there.
If you're interested in playing, you have interested in answering, trying for a trivia question.
Yes, I have the interest. Let's go.
Okay, Greg, you're gonna
The
have to speak up
interest?
quite
If you
loud.
get it
This guy's
right,
great.
then you have the opportunity to become a family member.
Can you
Oh,
stop
family
breathing
member.
so loudly, Brian? You're breathing very loudly into the
I
into your
understand.
microphone.
I'm sorry. have to
I
move
understand
my
you're
legs.
very nervous. This is a big
You
microphone.
sound
He's
like the
nervous.
Elephant Man from
I love when these people who phone in are, I love the On Cinema family, man. They play along so perfectly with the world of On Cinema. It's just fantastic. Stuff like this is funny as fuck. Hey, I was angry at Twitter's been delayed yet. You were late. Don't worry about it, buddy. You're out with your family having a whizzy jolly time. There's no problem. You can get movie expertise whenever you dine well please. And you're here now. We're pretty much here at the halfway point, actually. You're literally just in time for the second half of the 2018 Oscar special telethon. So welcome, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good time with your family. Here we go.
1979.
Okay, can you hear Greg?
I can hear Greg.
Can you hear me?
No, I can't. But I
Okay,
I
I'll
can't
ask.
on like a 5-second delay.
Okay. The
What is
question
wrong? Why
is,
did they not hear Greg
who
properly?
played Zoltan
Must be a joke.
in George Burns' final movie?
Okay, the
Zoltan?
question is
What
who
the fuck
played
is that?
Zoltan in George Burns' final movie? Do we get a clue
Was it
what the
George
movie
Burns?
is?
No.
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 So you have to know
Damn,
the movie.
you gotta be a
So
mega
people,
buff to get this
in the
one.
chat, if you want to help out, I guess that's that's kind of
We're honored to have you,
unethical,
Mozart.
but can try to get Brian into the
Yeah, for some
into
reason
the
this is
running
just
here.
been a fucking running goat.
And Brian, if you get this correct,
I'm a stroke.
I can use the chat.
No one
you
can
can
hear
use the
Greg.
chat.
No, I don't think so.
No, it shouldn't
sure
use
you
that's
can.
cheating.
And you'll be. Are you an On Cinema family member already?
Yeah, I'm $5.
Okay, well you're a simple $5.
Simple
You're the guy.
$5.
You're the salt of the earth. You're the guys
Salt
that
of
make
the
it
earth.
happen.
Oh,
You're
Cinema
the
family
day in
member.
day
Yeah.
out, 9 to
Subscriber,
5ers.
yeah.
You don't get all
Yes.
the all the bells and whistles.
No.
But you're
You're
there.
a
You're
On Cinema
supporting.
family member.
If you can get this
Yeah.
right, I'm sending you a VFA tote bag.
Whoa.
And that's not part of the $5 a month plan.
A VFA
okay, that's a
tote
big
bag?
upgrade.
Oh, you better
You
get
got
this
to get
right.
this right, though.
You
The
gotta
chat
get
room
this
is
right.
No help. Thanks. Yes.
I'd love a VFA
I
tote
don't know
bag
about
for all
that.
my
Well,
VHS tapes.
Time's running out.
Okay, you have 30
Oh,
seconds.
Adam Sandler.
Is the answer Adam Sandler?
Why is he
No,
laughing? That's not-
Adam
that's a
Sandler
CD.
wasn't even born when the movie was made.
Greg's
You have
not happy
one more
with it.
guess.
Why was he laughing at that? That's not
George
funny.
Burns'
Be
final
serious.
movie. Who played Zoltan?
Who played Zoltan? Zoltan.
Christopher Lloyd.
That's right, Christopher Lloyd
That's
from Back to the
Fuck
Future.
off, is
I
that
like
real?
that. We have,
Holy
next
crap.
time we'll have some music here. That's terrific. We have a winner.
You got that
with
right?
Brian from
I
Portland.
thought he was gonna get that.
Brian, send a
That voice
note
crack
here
I
in
just
the,
did
in
there
the
was
Discord
really
that
fucked.
you have won, and just we'll
Great.
try to get you that
Sorry about that.
tote bag. We're
Sorry
not
for myself,
prepared to
bro.
do anything official at the moment, but we guarantee
I don't
that
think
I
they sell
guarantee,
tote
I
bags
give
at
you
the
my
high
personal
store
guarantee
either, man. What the fuck?
that the tote bag will happen. Folks, we are
What is a
at-
tote bag? The tote bag to me. If this is a real thing that he's talking about, it must be a Patreon reward thing because I don't fucking know what was on the On Cinema Patreon page because it no longer exists and you can't even find it through like the Wayback Machine or nothing. I tried to do it when I was researching for the Queer Spectre video about the history of On Cinema. Cannot fucking find it whatsoever. All of the content on it seems to be lost to time. So was there a VFA tote bag? I don't know. Maybe we should look into it.
So much.
Thank you so much for your support. The tote bag is on its way.
Tote bag's on its way.
Cynthia, make sure that Brian from Portland is getting.
This is just going to lose money, though, that we need for the Oscar special.
That's one tote bag. I think they're worth 30 cents or something. They're not very valuable.
Not very
We are
valuable.
at 484 subscribers. We're looking to hit 5. When we hit 501, we
I
will
wonder. That's
get
a
the top
mystery,
10
that.
tips. Until then, let's get back into our movies. We have so many to go. We're only at number 88, Marshall.
Oh, you gotta promote the content, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're here for. We're here to stream, watch some on-cinema content, and also we're here to watch Career Perspective, a video essay documentary series where we talk about interesting instances of creative development, including the history of on-cinema, the history of Cinemascore, and the career of Call of Duty Zombies, which is the two videos that I'm going to be remastering at some point. It's on the list. Yeah, buddy. Play a game with the audio, just go. I could do that at one point. I've not streamed playing a video game in years, man. I used to do it on Twitch back in the day, but then I gave up on it because playing games on stream, it gets a bit old after a while for me, I think.
That's Reginald Hudlin, starring Chadwick Boseman.
Could do that at one point, though.
Josh Gad, Kate Hudson.
Chadwick Boseman, rest in power,
daughter
my friend.
of
Goldie Hawn.
Of
Sterling K. Brown.
From.
And this is about Thurgood Marshall,
Goldie
one of our
Hawn.
judges, one of our Supreme Court judges.
Yes.
He's a terrific judge. He was one of the, I think he's one of the first black judges they ever had.
We love that.
First black judge
Love
in
to see
American
Tim
history.
Heidecker practice in
And,
front of that guy.
Well,
you know?
he was. If you saw the movie, he was the Supreme Court judge.
Yes.
Oh,
that's
bless
what,
up,
that's what I
brother.
meant by that. Supreme Court
It's
judge.
crazy
That's the
that
best
people are
judge
still
there is.
fucking viewing it, man.
And
It's
he
nuts
was
to
the
me
best judge.
that it's still,
and
I
then
mean,
now
it's still
that
in
you see this sort of
22,000,
a
people are
theme in a
fucking
lot of
watching it. It's
lot
just
of
nuts
movies,
to
you'll
me that
have
it's
black
still
judges on the
doing
in the
numbers.
courtroom.
It really means a
sort
lot,
of a
man. It
go-to,
really
and
does.
it's almost in
Is it 23,000
honor
views
of
now, man? That's
Thurgood
fucking-
Marshall.
oh,
So
wow.
it's good to see black people in
nuts.
judge positions.
And you know what would have been a cool?
I hope the next
they're
video does as well.
doctors and
but,
lawyers
you know,
and all kinds of
the
other
fact that one's
professions.
done
well,
any numbers
actors.
like that at all is
You know what would have been a
crazy to me, man.
cool sort of an ad campaign for
On
this movie,
gaming? I'd
Marshall,
love
and
to
it
see that.
didn't need any help because the movie actually went on to
On
gross
gaming at the
$10
games.
million at the box office. But
On cinema
you know,
at the games place.
you know what would have been a cool
With
ad
Michael
campaign
Snyder?
It's 9.4 million. Yeah.
For Marshall would be. This is for movie buffs, but I think the general public might like it too. Is
We're all movie buffs
forget
here.
Sarah Marshall. This movie is just Marshall. A reference to forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Different. I mean, no relation from Thurgood Marshall to Sarah.
It's probably
Marshall,
an
but,
unofficial movie
you
sequel,
know,
Greg,
the
as well,
word
no?
is the Marshall is the same word. it's the same
I love
name.
these having to
As a
explain what
treat
he's
for
talking
all
about.
you people listening at home, we are going to play famous movie quotes.
Whoever's wearing those Converse kicks are really nice.
One of my favorite segments that's just come up.
Oh man,
these are
it's
some of our
just like the
favorite movie quotes of
podcast,
all
man.
time. And
Playing
listen,
fucking
you
sounds
can
for a
Hey
play them.
guys, it's Ryan, and for this video, I did something a little bit different. I've gone through and compiled a list of the 50 greatest movie quotes of all
Ryan?
time.
This is
They're
terrific.
in chronological
This
order.
is
so
terrific.
Maybe you
enjoy.
can chime in when you disagree.
Okay.
It's alive, it's
That's a
alive.
classic from Frankenstein, am I right?
Yeah, it is indeed. In the name of God. Now I know what it feels like to be God. Here's a very interesting tidbit for you about that quote, the it's alive, it's alive, it's alive in the name of God. So the full line from the original Frankenstein movie is it's alive, it's alive, it's alive, it's alive in the name of God. Now I know what it feels like to be God, right? However, when they re-released the film, either when they re-released the film or released Frankenstein as a physical media thing to watch at home for the first time, they actually edited out the line in the name of God, now I know what it feels like to be God, because they thought it was sacrilegious, the idea of a guy comparing himself to God, even though that's the whole fucking point of the movie. So instead of saying in the name of God, now I know what it feels like to be God, he says in the name of God, and then lightning strikes, so you can't hear what he's saying. Movie expertise, that is a true fact. Each trivia question to get rack up high points and do something. Yeah, I like that kind of idea. They need to do more stuff like that, really. Kind of more high network giving you and more kind of stuff like this where they're interacting with the on cinema family, because I don't think they've really done that since, don't know, man. Probably the telephones, maybe. Not too sure.
Keep watching, folks. These are the 50 greatest movie quotes of all time. Join the Patreon today. Become part of the On Cinema family.
Frankly, my dear, frankly, I don't give a damn. Oscar, Oscar, Oscar fever, Oscar. I'll never hear that line without fucking hearing that again. They should hire you, bro. They used to do that. They used to do that. I was one of their, I know for a fact that one of their Patreon tiers was if you paid a certain amount of money, they gave you a credit for the Oscar special and you got a stand-in role.
Glad you did.
So you should just do that.
You can't fight in here. This is the war room.
That quote is from, it's a Stanley Kubrick film and one of my favourites, and I've forgotten the name of it now. Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Hilarious movie.
He taught me, keep your friends close,
And your enemies close.
but your enemies close.
Don't know where that's from.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Jaws!
Napalm in the morning.
Apocalypse Now! Star Wars!
Here's Johnny.
The Shining!
106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses.
Blues Brothers!
Say hello to my little friend.
Scarface!
Go ahead. Make my
Dirty
day.
Harry!
Wax on, right hand.
Kung Fu Karate Kid!
Wax on, wax off.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Back to the Future!
Grenade for Steve.
I
said
don't
it before and
recognize
I'll say
that
it
one.
again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while.
I don't
you could
recognize
miss
that
it.
movie either.
Get to the chopper!
Predator! Good morning, Vietnam!
Do you really think you have a chance against us?
It's fucking ridiculous. I'd also pay the rest of my money to be in an Oscar special. I'd love to be involved in that somehow. I think it's the 1984 Blues Brothers. I've never seen Blues Brothers 2000 because why the fuck does that even exist?
Cowboy.
We just listen to movie quotes now? Is this literally just listen to fucking movie quotes now?
Hey, motherfucker.
Die Hard!
I have come here to chew bubblegum
They
and kick ass.
live!
Just so you know, your mic is hot.
With Rowdy Roddy Piper!
Hi, guys. We are back.
Tim Heidecker's back.
Change, you filthy animal.
Oh, from what's that from? Home Alone.
2!
And this is from...
It's just Tim and Greg eating while listening to movie quotes. This is prime on cinema right now.
Another movie, too.
Another movie, too.
And, folks, we are back. We're just... it is past 8 o'clock. 8:10. Let's check in on our number.
I really enjoyed that movie quote thing. We could do more
We
of
are
that, please.
492. 492.
From... Oh. Operation Save the Island. I always forget about the subtitle of that one. Is so funny. Decker, Port of Call, Hawaii, Operation, Save the Island. It's so fucking funny.
As we careen towards the big 501.
501.
And let's keep talking about the movie
and 501 days.
Daddy's Home 2. Daddy's Home 2. Can
barely
you give us a little insight
talked
on
about
that
the
one?
top
That's
100
Will
movies,
Ferrell's
man.
latest effort.
Farrell Wahlberg.
Will Ferrell's latest effort.
Gibson, Lithgow.
Whatever they're eating.
Farrell, Wahlberg.
Man,
Gibson,
they're munching
Lithgow.
away. What are they eating?
What else
Yeah, it's
do you
one
need
of
to
these
know?
things where you get four great actors,
Movie
throw 'em
popcorn,
all,
no doubt.
in front of
Perhaps
the camera
a movie
together,
hot dog,
and,
some nachos,
Whatever
perhaps?
happens, and it's fantastic.
Some sort of
Reminds
movie
me of
food fair,
Cannonball Run back from 1980. Had a similar premise. Let's just get the best actors in the biz and do something fun with them.
Yeah,
and,
I love that
This is
idea.
a fun movie. If you're a movie
Fun
head,
movie.
movie buff, you're going to enjoy seeing sort of interaction between these
Oh,
actors.
Aquatine
that are
Hunger
really at the
Force
top of
Colin
their
movie
game.
film for fear.
having the time
I've
of
not
their
watched that
lives.
one in a while, actually. That's what I'm thinking. Movie
Hey,
popcorn.
I had a trivia question. We could probably give away a prize.
I think isn't Neil Peart in Aquatine Hunger Force Colon movie film for fears? The fucking drummer from Rush, God rest his soul. Isn't he in that? He travels with the fucking little watermelon guy.
If we have any prizes left.
Sounds great.
Fucking
This is a
wackadoo
tough
movie,
one,
man.
though, and so we'll see if anyone can
Steve,
get it.
send the
Why
phone
was
spiders.
Christmas in 1899. Why should Christmas
Gentlemen,
1899 be
behold!
considered the holiest of holidays for movie buffs?
All right, we are going to open up the call to Chris.
The
F.
Firmo.
Chris, are you there?
Stat.
Chris?
Where's Chris?
No.
Oh, I'm here. Can
Hey,
you?
Chris.
Hey, it's Chris.
Yes. Did you hear the trivia question?
Christmas so important that year?
Why was the Christmas 1899 so important to movie buffs?
I don't know.
And that's the question.
Is that the year that they
to
did?
you that we're asking you
Is that the year that fucking A Christmas Carol
to think
set?
about? You can use the
probably?
chat, and you have 1 minute. You have 30 seconds.
All right. Okay, that's quick. I'm thinking it's got something to do with the Christmas.
Some solo of life. I forgot about that. Oh,
Greg, is that a
God rest C. Martin Crocker, man. It's so fucking sad. Such an amazing voice talent, and also the voice of Zorak in the Brak Show and other Brak-related things like What a Cartoon, Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Also did the animation work in a lot of those programs. Very talented guy, man. So fucking sad that he left. Fight about Dr. Weird makes me so upset, man. Because Dr. Weird used to be my, like, when I started watching the show, he was like my favourite character before I really loved Carl Bertan and Andaluski. I don't know why. Just love Dr. Weird, man.
Do you need something more specific than that?
Wrong. Nothing to do with the Christmas Carol.
Oh boy.
You seem like a sort of a fake
a friend
movie head, if
man
that's the answer you
for
came up with.
generations.
You're gonna have to do better than that. Does anybody have a clue what it could be? 1899.
The birthday of Humphrey Bogart.
Yes, that's absolutely right.
Isn't that
How did people know these? He definitely making these up.
something? Congratulations. There's no prize right now.
No prize right now. You're not getting a tote bag from
Knowing
the VFM.
that movie trivia makes my life better.
Good for
Fuck
you.
yeah, good for you.
Congratulations on
That's
the
a
big
real movie
success
buff
here.
right there.
And we're proud of you.
We're proud of you.
We're proud of you that you're doing it every day. And you're working hard.
Doing it every day.
Thanks so much. Do you have any questions for us, the movie buffs? Or
Movie buffs?
Are you a subscriber?
Get the
Whoa! The fuck
We're back,
am?
folks. Let's see if it.
Where are we?
If it resets. We are back.
The
We are
stream
back.
break up?
We are back.
Hey guys.
Hey,
just got time
guys.
to review another horror movie from 2017.
That was weird, man.
Mom and Dad, starring an
Cynthia,
on
spread
cinema
the-
favorite,
spread the word
Nicolas
that we're back.
Cage. Nicolas Cage.
Three people want to have lunch with, and I wrote Amy Winehouse. Interesting choice. From my neck of the woods. Clay Crocker and Norm MacDonald. I fucking love Norm MacDonald, man. God rest him. I had no idea he was ill. The top performing airline was Blue Airlines. You know what the worst airline was? 9/11 Airlines. What a terrible name for an airline. Reminds me of that tragedy. Don't make fun of 9/11. I had to walk through blood and bone trying to find my brother.
Cage and
That's a good choice.
God,
Amy
this
Winehouse
is
is
a
great.
scary
I think
movie
she was
where
like
the
Adele
parents
before
turn on the
Adele,
kids
except more
and,
talented.
a lot of violence. A lot
Interesting
of,
choice, but yeah, she's good.
Controversial
Really
moments
sad
as you
what
get
happened
with
to her.
Nicolas Cage. He's been in a lot of
She was
movies
fucking
that
huge in the
really,
UK,
made the
man,
news.
because she was a
Okay,
UK
we have to
singer.
start moving
But
along
she was
here.
everywhere over here.
I don't know if we
Everywhere.
want to hear too much more about that.
Everywhere. It was crazy, man. She was
what
just
num-
topping the charts all the time over here, man. And then she just fucking died. It's terrible.
number was that you were at there?
That was number 82.
Okay, good. Number 81
so
is
sad,
Good
man.
Time. We don't need to worry about that. Detroit. The Dark Tower at 79.
Yeah, it's true. Really is. Way Adele before Adele, except she was more talented than Adele because, you know, she had one different. Unlike Adele, she had more than one fucking genre of music.
That was a
That's what I was trying
Stephen
to say.
King book. And a lot of times talk about these, it's kind of interesting, the Stephen King books, where they rank in movie history. Can you get through us on
Exactly.
that quickly?
Two fucking albums and they all fucking slap. It's fucking nuts.
Rank them in order.
She made the definitive version of Valerie, because the song Valerie was actually done originally by another UK band who I don't know their names, and that's because her version is the superior version, pretty much.
Books or the movies?
The movies.
The movies in order
The
of what?
movies.
In order of how much I liked them?
What people should see first.
Well, you got to see The Shining.
Just munching away on popping them.
And then you got to see The Dark Tower.
Okay. What other Stephen King films are there?
And then Misery.
Yeah.
Is another great one.
Any more?
What about that
you know,
one?
I haven't read the books.
What about that one film where it's like cars just come to life and fucking destroy
Stephen
each
King's
other?
It.
It.
Remember that one?
What about the one that has that Green Goblin fucking truck in it? There's Tommy Knockers. There's
Stand By Me.
Stand By Me. Yeah! You know the Stradley, don't worry. Yeah, that's right. A lot of soul in there, a lot of R&B.
What you
Yeah,
just said
a lot of good bit of pop as well.
is one of the most
Yeah,
insanely
but like
idiotic
jazz
things
as well,
I've
kind
ever
of
heard.
ragtime kind of
That's
stuff, like
not
we're
a quote
rehabbing
from
that.
them.
You know
That's
what I mean?
actually my own thoughts.
It's so varied,
funny
man.
stuff.
Very talented woman.
Where are we
God
at,
rest.
folks? We are stalled. We are not hit 500 yet. We are working our
We need
way.
to hit
Where are we
500.
at? We are. Here comes the number. Stand by for the number 494. We're still stuck on
Damn,
494.
we're so close to 5 bags
I
of
really
popcorn,
want
everybody.
to. I think it's really important that we create these time.
If there's one direct-to-TV Stephen King film that I implore you to watch, it should be Langoliers, because it's the funniest film ever fucking made. The Langoliers, man. Fuck me, sideways. It's ridiculous.
Benchmarks, because people they don't. There's not that.
Yeah, exactly.
impetus
Yeah,
to
oh,
jump
man.
in. You understand?
Everything. 'Cause there's
All
so
right,
much.
a Chong. We got a Chong head calling in from
A
Victorville,
Chonghead?
of all places.
Bro, a Chonghead. We got a Chonghead calling in from Victorville, California. This can't be real.
Chong head.
Chonghead.
Hello.
Hey, Tim.
Hello.
Calling from Victorville,
Tim.
Are
California.
you a big fan of the Cheech and Chong or
Tim.
just Chong? Yes.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
No, it's in my
Cool,
family,
cool.
so really shit,
Yeah,
man.
I really love the show, and I'm more of a fan of the music, though.
Thank you.
Like the
Yeah,
DPR,
fuck yeah, we got a
Dakar,
Dakar
and all
head.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the vape.
You love the
new
vape technology?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we're
Tim's
working
like,
And I
out.
was wondering,
We're working out the kinks.
Working at the Kings, yeah. Uh-huh.
oh yeah. I just wanted to call in, see the
I've got my vape technology here, which I can't fucking puff because I had a wisdom tooth taken out and I can't smoke for a couple of days or else I'll get a dry socket. So that's fucking nice, isn't it? Christine! Yes, about the car. Have you ever seen Christine? There's a scene from that movie that has stuck with me for the rest of my life. And it is one of the opening scenes where I think it's in the school. If I remember right, there's like two characters. One guy with the glasses, he ends up with a car, and then it's his friend. And the bullies corner them in like a boiler room, and the big fat guy grabs one of the guys by the nuts because the other guy's getting beaten up, and to stop the other guy from intervening, he grabs him by the fucking nuts. And that scene is so fucking weird. And I've never forgotten it. And I've only seen Christine once, and that is the one scene that has stuck with me. Not the car being alive and killing people. The guy grabbing the dude by his fucking nuts. So weird, man. I can't even fucking smoke weed either, man. Fucking sucks dick. I have to wait a couple of days because if I smoke, it can encourage dry socket. Which is where the blood clot in the tooth socket dislodges, and then it becomes incredibly painful. Because there's exposed nerve and bone, which is great. My favourite version of Dakar. Probably just Dakar, really. Yeah, Primo Classic Original Dakar is, you can't go wrong with that. And DKR, I'm a sucker for the first two, really. The other, well, Dakar with LaRue in it as well was pretty good. So the first three I like, but yeah, it's gotta be the original Dakar, really. The creators of Empty Bottle and also Farewell Tom Cruise.
vape.
John Carpenter. There's also Tommyknockers, direct-to-TV film. Thinner was a pretty decent one, you know? That was another direct-to-TV one, I'm pretty sure.
And the shit.
Okay, thank you.
The music.
Thank you.
Where this night's actually about movies. It's not about vapes. So
Well, I just want to
Call
tell
into
you,
a different show.
we are already, because we believe in the On Cinema family,
I
but we
love the On
believe in
Cinema family.
the movement we've created here. That we've already been planning the On Cinema Oscar special. I mean,
Yeah.
we've been doing so much work on it already. And this, I can tell you, is that it's perhaps, I can almost
Already?
guarantee you, it's the greatest Oscar special we've ever put together.
Yeah, the fifth one
That's
is up
even
there.
before we go live, and that's
fifth one
saying
is up
something
there.
because I don't think I would ever put myself in that position to make that kind of guarantee if I
That's
didn't
it.
truly believe it. So you can
No,
only
it's a
imagine
Tim
what we have in
guarantee right
store.
there.
It's almost hard to believe.
I can't even believe
that
it.
it's coming around the corner, but it truly is an important special night for everyone.
Yeah, we've got Jaws
I
and everything,
encourage you
man.
to
It's
join the
crazy.
Patreon family today. Join the On Cinema
Oh yeah, I forgot about Vinny and Nick. Didn't one of them kill themselves or something? I don't know
family.
what
Go
happened
to
to the other guy.
patreon.com. It's right there on
I
the
feel
screen.
like one of them, if I remember,
Become
one
a
of them
member.
committed fucking
We're
suicide
trying
or
to get to
something.
501 so Greg can share his 10 tips. His 10 tips on how to watch
forgot about this.
100 movies in 101 days.
And I also want to
101
say,
days.
if you're interested in movies, and especially in movies,
I love
and
movies.
how they do on Oscar night, the extra reason to tune in this year is I actually have a friend, a Confederate,
A Confederate?
at the Academy, who has promised to get me the
God
names
bless the
of the
Confederacy.
winners.
Isn't that
before they
right?
go.
Isn't that a lore? Isn't that like in the On Cinema lore? It's been that fucking long. I feel like that's what happened, right? It was like the youngest one or something.
Out on air.
I can't remember.
Really?
Yep.
That's incredible. So
unreal. And then some universe,
Garrett, you're saying we could get a sneak peek of.
He's going to text them to me 1 minute before each award.
Obviously,
is
yeah.
read.
Well, that's cool.
Source.
I mean, if
that's
we can get
cool.
even earlier than that, that makes a big difference because that's sort of like, can we really get the sneak peek? Can we get that sort of advantage that other people don't have?
That's the thing is why.
What kind of advantage is that being told about a minute
earlier
before they come
on our
through?
show?
That's exciting. I didn't realize.
Yeah, well, it was kind of this. I wanted to save it until we got to 800,
tripping,
but since you say we're not going to get to 800,
it's a whole
I'm going to
fucking
reveal it
blur
now.
this point,
So
man.
I can't give my friend's name, obviously, because he'll lose the job.
I mean, that's not even a losing job situation. That's potentially crime.
Yeah, felony.
No, it's just an award show, but I
It's
don't
not
think
just an award show.
it'll be a
You're talking
crime.
to a
But
lawyer
yeah, we're
right
going to
now.
have
Would be a crime.
the winners 1 minute
sure that is
before
a
they're
crime.
announced on TV, before the envelope.
It's just an award show, right?
So that's a reason to tune in, and that's a reason to contribute.
Be ahead of the curve. I mean, at
Mm-hmm.
that point, you're already ahead of the curve. And last year, of course, the Oscars had their snafu where they mixed up the winner of one of the categories.
Oh, yeah.
And we're guaranteeing that you're going to get the best information ahead of time.
And that's
why we
snafu is
watched
why
the
this
Oscar
happened.
special. We don't
Because
have
of that
snafus in the
mistake,
Oscar
they've had
special.
to let 5 different people in on the results so that if there's a mistake, that you've got several
of
people in
course.
place to overturn that mistake instantly and not have a mistake like they did last year.
Oh, sick, Greg.
My friend is on that team, and he is
Oh,
going to
man,
text
the
me
inside source.
the results.
Okay,
That's
we are at
exciting.
8:21
A minute
right
before
now.
the
It's 8:21 p.m. on the West Coast here in California. We are
Hollywood, California.
I'm going to say at 8:30. If
Every
we
street
get
has a
to
story, and these are
501
but just
by
a few.
8:30, it's not a hard goal to make. We will get
on cinema
to the
Oscar
over that
special
mountaintop,
telethon.
and we will be able to share with you Greg's top 10 tips on how to watch 100 movies
100
in
movies,
100 days. Because we all
I'm so
know
excited.
that Greg so courageously, I don't think it was a big deal. He makes a big deal about it.
I don't
but
think it's
he
a big
watched
deal.
500. He's in the Guinness Book World Records.
he
Look
is.
it up. He's in there. It's official. He watched 501 movies in 501 days. An
That's
incredible
his
feat
record.
to some, not to
some.
me.
Well, to Guinness and to movie buffs, it was.
And what he wants to do is give you the opportunity to
break your own record, but not his.
share to try to get close to that. Not
Try
close,
to get close to that, but don't break
similar
his record
pattern.
because
Just
that
to
would be
sort
ridiculous.
of get a taste of what it feels like to do that.
And I gotta tell you,
It's
there's
so
people
funny,
all over
man.
the place that are calling in and saying how great it
I
is
love
to
how
be
petty Greg
part
can
of
be.
the On
He
Cinema
wants to
family.
show people how
I
to
think Ben
watch
in San
100 movies
Jose
in 100
wants to
days,
share
but
his
not
experience.
500 movies in 500 days, 'cause that would break his
in San
record.
Jose.
He doesn't want that.
Ben, share your experience as part of the On Cinema family. What it's meant to you.
I spilt water on my PC.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that was Ben. I'm trying to get somebody who really
Did spill
cares
water on his
about being a
PC?
member of
Come
the
on.
family. I'll take Colin in Philadelphia, the
Hey,
great city
Philly.
of Philadelphia, brotherly love, starring Tom
Yeah,
Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Oscar winner Tom Hanks. That was his second consecutive Oscar.
There you
That
go.
has never been done before.
Just remember he
Or
died in
since.
it.
And by the way, if we were
500 movies in 500 days. That's my record.
broadcasting, hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
If
I've
we
not
were
watched
good,
Philadelphia
I was
in a
just
while.
saying,
Good
if we
film.
were broadcasting the Oscar special when Tom Hanks won back in the 90s, there's people
Oh my
out there,
God, can you imagine
just
that?
hypothetically,
On
that
cinema
would
in
have
the
known that
90s, that'd
before
be
he
so
won.
weird,
1
man.
minute earlier.
That's right, and that's the promise we make.
That's exciting.
And,
1 minute
and
earlier
people
than
like
the
you are going to
Oscars.
have access to that because you support the On Cinema family.
Mm-hmm.
What is your level of support at the currently right now?
At the currently?
my friend I'm talking to in Philadelphia. What's your status in the On Cinema family?
I'm in the $10 tier.
Hey,
Congratulations!
thanks,
That's a great place to be.
congratulations. That's a good place.
You're not
yeah.
that low level
$10.
that people, the losers, are at.
The losers are
really
paying
bad
$5.
people. A lot of them. They don't have the money. Why? Because they don't work hard. They spend their
Yeah.
money on video games.
Spend it
and
on
crap.
junk.
So good for you.
Good for you. Not
And in
spending
10,
$5 on
as we
junk.
said earlier, 10 by 10. You're in the 10 by 10 club, the George Burns Club. 10
Oh,
by 10 is
I'd love
100.
being a George Burns Club.
lived to 100. So probably the 10 by 10 club should get some extra Oh God on location segments. I'll see if I can get that.
Oh, we'd love
put
some
that
more God
together.
on locations along that.
Yes, sir. That's something
sir.
we'd love to work on.
I'd love to work on that.
Aaron Hatch is asking, what do we get for the $1,000 Patreon?
$1,000?
The $1,000 level is a massive level. We understand that.
Yeah, that
we
is.
actually have. We
Didn't know
should
they
have
had a
information on that.
I figured they had. I do remember they had like. I'm pretty sure one of the most expensive ones was a stand-in role in an Oscar special, $1,000, man. Go on.
Yes, Cynthia, do we have any? Who's at that level? The Stratus Buff level? Is anybody at that level?
Stratus
Has
Buff?
anybody joined the Stratus Buff level?
Oh yeah,
the Stratus Buffs.
A lot of people have.
I think it's a popular level to be.
Is
One
it?
of them gets you into the actual Oscar special.
That is the one. There you go. $1,000 to get in an Oscar
Jackson, you have a
special.
question for us both. Are you there,
That's
Jackson?
I do. Yeah, I'm right here.
What's up?
I wanted to know, it's been such a tough year for you with the trial and everything else going on.
In a way, but I feel like I've
you won.
persevered in a beautiful way that
Vindicated.
people are.
And I've noticed that
I just
myself.
realized I haven't
It's so
changed my
impressive to
calendar
see how
yet.
you've recovered. Is this going to be a season that you bring some of that euphoria from escaping that?
Of course, and thank you for that
terrible time in
question.
your life
Thank you for that
there, yeah.
question. Absolutely. I mean, there's so much growth that happened out of that experience. Obviously, we learned about how important it is to tell the truth, and there's a lot of people in the
Peter
On Cinema
Capaldi.
family that, not you guys out there, but people like
Brum.
Mark and people like Axie and
I
Ayaka
Am
to some
Legend.
degree, and the other people
And?
who felt what it was
The
like to
Suicide
really be confronted with
Squad.
the fact that that it's important to tell the truth. People like Greg here, who I've got a lot of issues with, and the way he
What issues?
I'm not going to go out there and say he lied, but he misrepresented the truth
How
over
many
and
contempt
over again.
of court charges did you get? And how many did I get? I didn't get any. So.
You got very close to one with your carrying on.
Close, but no cigars, George Burns would say. You actually had several, and you had to go
Well-
back. And then we didn't televise that, but
Right.
that was
It's ridiculous.
a
No, and-
demeaning process.
And from that I learned quite a bit, and I learned, but I had to play those cards. It was a
cards.
strategy that I had worked out, long before the trial began. That I needed to push the envelope in that courtroom. I needed to seize the day, carpe diem.
Carpe diem.
From
Well, I think
Robin
you
Williams.
inspired a lot of people.
I know I did.
I know I
and
did.
people write to me on the thousands every
Tim,
day,
I
thanking
know
me
I
for
did.
my leadership, and all the rest.
Man,
we are
what's
stalled though
that?
at 498.
That was
I
funny.
really want to get over this hump before 8:30. If you're listening right now, jump on Cynthia. Let's broadcast out to the different
Cynthia,
channels.
get
Let's
out there.
check back in with
Telephone
my
Cynthia.
Instagram. Get on that. Where's my?
How about this? We need
phone?
two more.
Two
to go,
more.
and I don't think this is a coincidence that
Three
the
more.
movie
Yeah.
We need
we're
two more
about to
Patreon
no for
supporters.
498. We need two more to get
Sorry.
to 500.
Well, we need to get to 501.
Chris
if
is
we're
in
gonna do the
Finland right
501.
now.
now
I'm gonna
somebody
drop
just donated, so now we're at
But what the fuck? What's that all about?
99. And since we need two more, I think we should review John Wick Chapter 2.
Ooh.
Okay, go ahead.
Welcome to the top 100
This was
movies.
Keanu
Where are we
Reeves,
at?
You know and love from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure,
The
and
Matrix.
Walk in the Clouds,
The Matrix.
and, Speed,
The
not
Matrix.
Speed 2, not
No,
Speed
just
2.
the first Speed.
Oh,
which
he was
I-
in Speed 2.
Oh god, here we go.
No, he was. It was Sandra Bullock and
Keanu Reeves.
Jason Statham.
Oh, Stratham.
and not.
And
Why did
Keanu
he-
Reeves was the bad guy.
Oh,
No, he was a bad guy in Speed.
he was wearing
No,
slippers
he
back
was
there.
the good guy in Speed. He turned and he was influenced by bad forces or whatever.
Is that the real
He's
war?
not in a
I've never
lot of the
seen
movie,
any
but he's in
Speed
enough
films.
of it that
You're
he's
thinking of the Matrix 2.
no,
No.
he's
Yeah,
not
Speed is the
Didn't
one.
Party
with
when the Matrix Evo, does it?
the boat. Speed,
Well, Speed
cruise
2,
control.
Cruise control. But
get
he
it.
turns bad in the Matrix 2, but in Speed 2, he's not even there.
All right,
He's
folks,
not
we are
even
2
there.
minutes away. I think we're going to miss this goal.
Come
8:28.
on. Get a fifth
It's 2
bag of
minutes,
popcorn, everybody. What's
and
going
we are
on
looking
here?
to get to 501. Can we get to 501? We need 3 more subscribers to join right
Maybe
now in the
we're
next
actually
2
gonna
minutes.
not
Can
get
we
a
get
fifth
there?
bag, a five
That's the
bagger?
question.
It's
Or
fucking
you're
absurd.
going to miss out
You're
on
gonna miss
10
it.
tips on how to watch 100 movies in 100 days.
That's bad.
I don't know if we're going to get there. I think we're here stuck at 4 bags of popcorn. I want to get us to 5.
I
I'm
don't
going to
remember
throw
if
in
they do get a
Mark
5-bagger.
Proch is going to be doing Al Pacino for us at the 8:30
Come on.
at the
We're
at the
paying money for
8:30
Mark
hour
Proch, surely.
in 2 minutes.
He didn't say-
If
he
we
didn't-
get, he'll do it. Believe me,
do it.
he'll
I know,
do
but
it.
he
Mark
doesn't
will
have
do
a
it.
phone, so it's going to be if his roommate.
We need to get 3 more in 1 minute. I don't know if we can do it. Can we get there, folks? And I hate to say, Greg, I don't think it's going to happen for you.
Good, 'cause I don't
think
want
good.
people doing
Greg
it.
doesn't
then
want to do
that's
it
a
anyway.
shame. That
It's
is
a
really
shame.
a shame.
It's a bummer.
Abby,
Come on.
I don't want
donate.
people trying to beat my
Right there. Let's get it.
record.
Abby,
Where's the
are you
link?
there? Abby,
There's no link. That's
Abby.
ridiculous. Where's Abby?
no. You
Let's
know.
just keep going with the movies.
Listen, let's go with the movies. We're
We
back
haven't
to the
played
movie.
the
1
movies in a
minute.
while.
And I need those 3 patrons. I need them
Get those Patreons now.
504. It just broke. I don't know what happened.
Holy shit.
I'm looking at it right now. Are you seeing this?
We broke
Cynthia?
it.
It broke right through, out of nowhere.
Out
It
of
came
nowhere,
through.
man. All the fucking 175 members saved the
504.
day,
We're
the
not even
last
at
minute.
830 yet.
That's crazy.
504. We're getting our 5 bags.
We're getting a 5-bagger, everybody.
The Oscar special is a guarantee.
The Oscar special's happening, everybody.
As sure as my name is TIM, the Oscar special is happening live.
5 bags
Let's
of
celebrate.
popcorn, everybody.
And we got some big
How exciting is this?
things in store for the Oscar special this year that we can't give away, but a certain movie is having a certain anniversary this
Ooh, I
year.
wonder what
That's
movie
right.
you could
It's
possibly
a
be
big,
talking
big
about.
movie. It's one of the probably the top, one of the great movies of all time.
A popcorn classic, you may
And
call
it's
it.
not.
Guess what
It's
it
also,
is.
by the way, it's not one of these. I don't want to give too much away.
No.
It's not one of these art movies
Ooh,
that
art
you see
movies.
that people these art fest movies. Oh, it's the #1 movie of all time. It's
I give it
this
5
German
bags of
obscure director that's got
popcorn, my
no
little
energy to it and bores you. Everyone sees. Oh yeah, I saw that movie. Unfortunately, I fell asleep halfway through.
Huh?
This is one. It's a popcorn.
No, it's a popcorn classic, yeah.
To use your term.
To use
it's
your
a
term.
fun movie.
That is my term.
It's a thriller.
That is my term, yeah. That's a great
It
talk
makes
to the original
you miss
movie
the
term.
old days when they used to be able to thrill and chill you in the movies. They don't do that anymore.
Don't do that anymore.
And that's a shame. Let's get Mark
don't
on the
get
phone.
thrown
For
in
the
the
Al-
movies
excuse
Did a
me.
little bit with
Excuse me.
John Wick
Damn,
Chapter
the
2,
first
but-
Let's
excuse
get
me
Mark
of
on
the
the
fucking
phone
telephone.
for
That's
the
crazy.
Al Pacino impression.
That's exciting.
Let's get him on the phone. I'll get him on the
Mark
phone.
Porch again, everybody. This is so fucking rad.
Mark.
Where's Mark? Why don't you come up and see me,
Come on.
my little chickadee?
What movie? What Al Pacino movie?
I was
Cruising?
never even nominated. It's a
Hold
real
on.
tragedy.
Where is he?
There is.
Dog Day Afternoon.
Where is he? Get Mark Porch on the phone.
Hold on. Mark.
Where's Mark?
Let's see if this works.
The quest to find Mark is back on.
We're getting a call in from Mark Proch, who's going to be doing a impression of Al Pacino for
How
everybody.
exciting.
And his roommate, is this his roommate's number?
Yeah, it is.
I love that Mark doesn't have a fucking
Hi, Mark.
phone.
It's Tim Heidecker
Mike
here from the
Pork.
On Cinema Telethon.
I like that Mike Pork doesn't have his own fucking phone. It's only his roommate. What the fuck?
And I made a solemn promise to the audience here. If
I
we
remember I was
raised,
there.
if we got to 501 members, and Greg, you still owe us your tips.
Yeah,
But
tips.
I said that you would be able to do a couple of lines, a couple scenes from the great Al Pacino. I
You
think
love
the
that.
audience would just
The
go
great
crazy for
from
that.
the great Al Pacino.
Okay, I was just about to hop in the shower, but
Why at this hour at
this?
8:30 at night? Are you doing a night shift somewhere, or what's going on with your showering?
I would shiver at
At
that
this
time.
hour.
I would shiver at night time. Is that weird? Go on, Tim.
for public storage, so I was gonna shower because I have to be there at 10.
Oh, good for you.
Good for you, Mark Pork.
I can do Al
Make
Pacino.
Yeah, I just want a minute. We don't want to take up too much of your time. Go ahead.
That's very respectable of you, Tim.
Now, do Al Pacino now.
Do Al
Thank
Pacino
you.
now.
Do it from Dog Day Afternoon.
Or from Godfather, actually. Make that Godfather.
Or Cruising.
I haven't seen any of the Godfathers. I'll just do
Mark.
from
No
what I
Godfather.
remember of him.
Or from Son of a Woman.
My God, just
Yeah,
quote Al Pacino already.
When you get a woman by you and you can smell her scent.
Said.
Hooah, right?
Hooah.
Do the hooah.
Hooah.
No,
Hooah.
hooah. By the way, I can do 100 times better Al Pacino than you. Do Nicholson. Do Nicholson.
Ah, it's debatable. You're talking about Mike
Do
Pork
Nicholson.
here. God damn.
Do Nicholson and Easy Rider.
This is Jack Nicholson, and I just want to say to all the viewers out there that
Oh, this is
I'm
good.
good friends with Greg Turkington.
What?
And
What movie is that from?
Easy Rider.
Easy Rider.
Easy Rider.
I'm doing an improv.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks, Mark.
that was great.
And good luck with your work tonight. Be safe. It's dangerous out there. Did they give you a gun or anything?
Oh my God! I just remembered when Manuel Juicy Drops does that in Oscar special. Hooah! Hooah! Hooah!
No, I don't get I have pepper spray. Does Greg want me to still do
Pepper
Jimmy
spray?
Cagney?
Yeah.
Go on.
Go
Let's
ahead.
see Jimmy Cagney.
Do Cagney. Who cares?
You are dirty rats. You're a dirt.
Oh, we lost him.
We lost him. Sure. Sure.
All right,
Tim.
that was the great Mark Proch. And now, what we've all been
Remixing
waiting for
Mammo's
is to
Hooah
commemorate
with,
our 501
What the fuck?
subscribers. We
People are
have
fucking
Greg
lyrical
Turkington here with us, and he's
musical
going to share
geniuses
his
out here,
10
man. I
tips
love
for
that.
watching 100 movies in 100 days. Greg, the floor
Damn.
is yours.
That's my record.
Okay. Well, I wasn't planning for this, but I have this kind of
Stay now, you gotta do
information
it.
at the ready, which is one of the reasons that I've been so good on cinema, at the cinema all these years.
That's true.
What I would
Titanic.
What I would say, tip number 10, because there's only so many hours in the day, sometimes it's good to combine a meal with a movie viewing experience. I'm not talking about a six-bag cinema situation. I'm talking about just settling down at dinner time with a bag of popcorn and watching a movie.
Dinner time with a
And
bag
so
of
by the
popcorn.
time 8 or 9
Genius.
o'clock comes around, you've already seen your movie.
Sure,
for
if you
the
want to
evening,
send
and
it,
if you
send
feel
it
like
over
watching
after this. We'll
another
watch it
one,
after the
getting ahead
telephone.
of the count.
To round
That's
off.
always a good move too. I was able to watch 501
I
and
think Link's
501
working
days
chat, right?
using
They do.
that technique.
Surely. I think
Okay, how many was that? The first tip?
Yeah.
Okay, speed
Okay.
through the rest because
Speed
that was
through the rest.
a long time.
Come on.
Spent on that one tip. I'm worried that's going to take forever.
Well, the other one is when you get close to the end of the count, pay attention to running time. You might not want to watch.
Okay, just say pay attention to
a
the
movie
movie. We
that's
get it.
3.5
That is
hours.
important, man. I'm trying to hear
If you're
this.
worried about being able to get to your goal, which is 100 movies in your case, or 501.
I
Number
cannot hear
8.
that.
In my case.
Number 10 or 7, I mean?
Number 7 is watch
Aurelius.
sequels in order, because that's kind of a fun thing to do.
Gladiator.
You've got 6 Police Academy movies. You've got 2 Speed movies.
Okay, I got a little
You've
surprise
got
for
the
you.
Hobbit movies, Star Trek, Star
We've
Wars.
got a special.
You watch
Ice
those
cream,
all in
too.
order.
We have a special
Popcorn's
guest.
always
Makes
been
the
a
whole
gig.
week go
Eats.
by fast, and it's also a fun way to catch up on the stories and see.
Hey, Ben Ferguson over the stream. Good to see you, friend. Has Gregor been shown eating something other than popcorn? I don't think so. It's a very good question. And on cinema, he's drank champunga before, but in terms of eating food, no. Although he does talk about Chaplin's chili, but I don't think we ever see him eating it. So it must just be popcorn, yeah. Even at like Tim's wedding, I think he just ate popcorn, so it must be the only thing he ever eats. It's a very good question. Welcome to the stream. You're just in time.
Yeah,
to watch some more
Okay, we've got a special guest that
expertise.
I'd love to share with you. I think you're going to be surprised. We'll get back to your list. Special guest, welcome.
Is he? Wow, that's weird, man. I guess I could see that. I'm actually fucking hungry thinking about it.
To the show.
I need food. The Hobbit!
There you go. That's from
Lord
The Lord of the
Rings.
That's,
I love it. I love it.
I love it.
And that, the Lord.
Greg's so happy. He wisely declined the grain war. Wisely declined. Listen, grain water. I've got my wisdom tooth taken out yesterday. I've just started drinking. I drink 4 shots of grain water 5 times a day. I can already feel a new miraculous tooth just taking its place in the socket. So I'm just saying, grain water is miraculous.
Lord of the
and worth
Rings, I
drinking.
think, is a good movie to watch in that last week, in that
More
home
from the
stretch,
grain.
to really put some joy into the whole effort. There would be joy in the effort already. Number 6, see some of these in the theater. You know, it's nice to
He's
see
like,
things
"I
at
love it,
home
I
on a
love
home
it."
theater system.
He's so happy
but
about it.
nothing really beats the feeling of settling down into a old-fashioned movie seat, and actually watching one of these
yeah.
things on the
I
big
agree.
screen. And I think that commitment to the original way of watching movies
The original
before
way of
people.
watching movies.
Can you believe, Tim, that it wasn't that long ago that people didn't have home collections of movies
Yeah, I
because
do.
they were on these huge, heavy reels, and
Film
nobody
reels.
had a screen, nobody
That's
had a
very interesting.
projector.
Very interesting.
And so, that's a great experience, though, getting out to the theaters and enjoying the way the movies were meant.
I would love
to
a
be
film reel. That'd be
seen.
fucking so
Now,
cool.
generally, I think what we should do is we'll make another benchmark here. We're winding things down. We're well past.
Grinding things down.
We're not well past, but we're past our goal of the night to get to 500.
You must eat
I don't
well
wanna waste
because no
everyone's
offense
night.
to Greg Tarkington.
It is
he's,
8:37.
he's
We're going to
got a
wrap
good
this
bit-
up
I
at
mean,
9
I'm the
o'clock.
same.
What I'd
He's
like
got a
to
good
see
bit of
happen is
belly.
us get to
You know what I'm saying?
530.
Maybe that's beer
I'll tell you
belly.
why.
Maybe he likes probably likes a
530
beer, right?
subscribers, because that is the
That's
first,
probably all
generally
that
the
is, to be
first
fair.
screening
But I
of
don't
the
know.
night in a movie theater. You have a 5:30 screening, then a 7, then a 9:30, and then sometimes a 10 or an 11. So that's the news, folks. We are
That's
looking
the
to hit
news. Why does he keep saying
5:30
that? Okay.
by 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And we have no more bags to give.
No
We're
more bags. So
maxed
5
out on
bags, man.
bags.
5 bagger. Unless
I
you give
think
it
we're
the
going to be
coveted
able to
6
do it
bags.
at 9 o'clock. I think we're going to
What are we
offer-
at now?
We're at 5:07.
Couldn't we do 5:10, like 5:10 to Yuma?
No,
Go,
we're
Greg,
doing what I
fuck.
said. 5:30.
Come on, man. Look. I'm in the exact same party as Greg Turkington. I'm right alongside the guy. It's okay. It's okay. Please don't tell on me.
I'm looking through my archives, and I don't see a lot of movies at 5:30.
Well, that's what I explained to you. It's the first showing of the night at a movie theater. Do you understand that concept? Is that lost on you?
I do, but I just went to a movie yesterday, and it started at 5:05, so that doesn't really...
Does it work?
It's kind of inaccurate.
So you want to make the benchmark lower. That doesn't do us much good, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Don't be so rude, man. This is sad.
You have an idea to make it higher?
I would go with 900 at 9 o'clock. I mean, come on. Why not?
Little character break there, I guess.
Shoot for the sky. You know?
Shoot for the sky.
Shoot the Moon was a movie starring Albert Finney and Diane Keaton from 1981.
We are just simply not going to get there. Just checking in with Andrew from Maine. Andrew from Maine.
Maine. The Stephen King territory.
The Main Event, starring Ryan O'Neal that we discussed earlier and Barbara Streisand.
Yes. More
Andrew,
Barbra Streisand films.
how can we help you today? We have a trivia
Barbra
question
Streisand
coming up that you have the opportunity to answer. And but first, we'll take a question.
Oh, well, Tim, I think I have a question really for you.
He doesn't know anything about movies.
Oh, leave Tim
All
alone.
right, you can answer the following trivia question. What is the trivia question?
Sorry.
Greg?
What?
What is the trivia question for our
What's the
friend
trivia
up there in
question?
Maine?
I don't have one prepared.
Brilliant.
All right, who directed the main event?
Who directed the main event?
Who directed the main event? Can I use the chat?
You can definitely use the chat. You have 30 seconds in the chat.
you gotta use the
Who
chat,
directed
quick.
the main event?
That'd be
Not
why
the state
all these people
Maine,
got
I don't
these
believe.
questions
Well,
right.
but
No, one's got a
from
wrong
Maine, which is
question
why I
so
brought
far.
it up.
Oh.
And I'll give you a hint. He also directed the My Girl movies, My Girl and My Girl 2.
No idea.
Well, that should kind of give it away,
That doesn't
right?
give it away from me at all.
Well,
Well,
I don't know.
not
All
for
right,
me.
we're looking for the main event.
Doesn't seem to because this guy's got nothing. So
Was it Howard Zeif?
it was.
It was.
Congratulations, you've won the trivia game.
You won the
Everyone's
trivia
really
game.
nailing it with the trivia tonight.
Number tote
We're
bag,
pretty
BFA
lenient
tote bag
letting you
for
use the chat because obviously people can go on Google and do their search. Or
No,
there's
don't send
people
my
that just
family
know
do
as
not
much as
Google
Greg
movie
does.
expertise.
Greg knows quite a bit about movies.
Let's come on now.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're going to speed
Bye, Mr.
through.
Maine.
And actually, why don't you stay on the line and you can chime in if you've seen any of these movies from the year and you can be our special guest.
Oh, how lucky is
Home
that?
Again.
This guy must be so
Home
fortunate.
Again. No
Reese
relation
Witherspoon.
to Home Alone.
Rough Night, starring Scarlett Johansson. Rough Night, Kate McKinnon.
Okay.
That was a comedy. It was very, very funny.
76
Kind
Father
of,
Figures.
Man, I'm
Owen
just
Wilson, Ed
blasting through
Helms.
these movies now, man.
John Wick 2.
Another
Devil's
that was a
Gate.
comedy also. With,
Just
Glenn
name
Let's
it,
jump to
just
Close.
shouting
73.
movie names
Baywatch.
out
We all
there.
saw Baywatch, right?
Well, we reviewed Baywatch.
I remember that.
Yes.
Baywatch.
Did you get to see Baywatch there in Maine?
No, I skipped it because
Oh.
Zac Efron was in the movie.
What?
I don't really like him.
You don't like
it's
Zac
your loss.
Efron?
It's
That
a
is your
terrific
loss.
movie.
How would you not like Zac Efron? He was in High School Musical. Back off. Zac Efron's a good fucking actor, bro. He's in a lot of good comedies.
I think
Can I
he's
ask
in
you
some
something?
serious drama
Is
roles
that
as
your
well.
policy for skipping movies in general? Because there's
Yeah, I know
usually
the fuck.
hundreds of people in any movie, and you can't like every one of them.
Well said.
Ye-
Well said, Greg. That's so
yeah,
true.
kind of. I mean, I guess Tim.
He's got
said it
such
was
a good
great,
point
so
there,
I should go
actually.
watch it.
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
video now. It's
Movies have hundreds of people in them. You can't just not watch it because of one person, you know? Is he right?
really worth watching. It's one of my favorite movies of the year, Baywatch.
Baywatch.
A lot of people don't like O.J. Simpson, but
Thank
you're
you.
still going to watch
Thank you.
Capricorn 1.
50 Shades Darker.
Oh,
that was a
God.
great movie. A sexy movie. It's something that guys can almost get away with using. They could do, it's almost like the old Skinamax kind of soft core porno movies.
Yeah,
if
that's
you're
the one
interested in
Pee Wee Herman got
that
caught
kind of
jacking
scene,
it
which I
watching
do.
films
I
like
do
that.
some, Lonely Nights. You
God rest his soul.
Kind of, it's almost like better than having a companion. And it's pretty interesting, actually, the
That is
story as
interesting.
well, not just the sex scenes.
Sure.
Transformers: The Last Night.
Oh,
You
The
love
Last
the Transformers,
Night, my
Greg.
God, man.
Mark Wahlberg killing it as usual.
I did, but I'm a little worried by the title, The Last Night. If it was
Mhm.
Transformers: The First Night,
I didn't
I'd
know that
feel
Greg
more hopeful
Turkington
for
was
more
a
sequels.
Transformers head.
American Assassin, Mudbound, The Strange Ones, Beyond
Names.
Skyline. You saw
Names.
all those. What would you give them? 5 Fivers.
Why people didn't like O.J. Simpson. God rest his soul. How do you not like O.J. Simpson? He's the juice.
Well, I gotta do
Fine
them
actor.
individually. American Assassin.
He was in The Naked Gun,
2017,
wasn't he? One of those
that
ones?
was Michael Keaton, 5 bags of popcorn. Mudbound, 2017, Garrett Hedlund, 5 bags of popcorn. The Strange Ones, which is...
He did PSAs as community service. Did he really? He's done PSAs before. I remember he did a PSA. I don't know if this was during the time when he got caught for jacking it. I don't think so. But he did a PSA probably, I would have said, in like the 80s, so I guess not, about crack, like cocaine. And it's literally just him in a dark room with lights on him. He just looks at the camera and goes, "This is crack cocaine. It isn't cool or or kid stuff." Should fucking... Why are you gonna listen to Pee Wee Herman about fucking taking crack? Anyway.
Thriller, again. A lot
It's
of
the
thrillers,
stupidest thing
a lot of
ever.
horror. Not such a strange film. It was just a great film.
I don't get why, like, he was at a fucking, maybe it is pretty greasy what he did, but he was watching a fucking softcore porn film at a fucking grindhouse theatre, touching himself. What's the big fucking deal? Just fucking let a guy jack it, well, in peace, for fuck's sake.
Give it 5 bags of popcorn. And Beyond Skyline with Frank Grillo, one of the best horror movies of the year, and that's really saying something when you consider how many horror movies there were.
I wonder why. Fucking Pee Wee Herman.
5 bags of popcorn.
Well, listen, I feel like we missed
Pee Wee
an
Herman wasn't really a
opportunity
big
here. You
thing
made
over here in the
breaking news,
US. I don't in the
a
UK.
few minutes ago when you announced
Certainly, I don't know anyone that talks about Pee Wee Herman over here. He's definitely more of an American icon than a British icon. We don't have much Pee Wee Herman over here, to be honest. Similar to that other guy, Ernest. You know, like Ernest Scared Stupid and stuff. No idea. We don't have Ernest over here.
through your
Don't know who that dude
connections that the Oscar special coming up March 4th, live on the internet.
On the internet.
It's gonna be on Adult Swim. It'll be on YouTube. Who knows?
Who knows?
TV.
It'll be basically on
On
TV.
TV,
If you have different
based on
devices,
TV.
you can sign it right in.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Greg made some breaking news. If you're just joining us, through a connection, you tell what the news is.
Through a connection?
Through some connection
I have
you
a
have.
friend at the
Oh,
Academy
of
who's
course,
a
the friend at the
fellow
Academy.
movie
We
buff
forget about
that
this
I
guy.
know from attending many, many screenings with him and got to know him.
Screenings.
And, we've traded tapes and traded information, trivia
Oh.
stuff. And
Tape traders.
He's a big Bogart fan. Actually owns Bogart's fedora.
Okay, who cares?
I need to watch
What's the
Pee Wee's
news?
Big Adventure.
Well,
I know about like Large Marge and all these scenes in the dancing scene in like the bar, but yeah, it just was never a thing that hit in the UK. I mean, it's certainly I don't know anyone that really has nostalgia for Pee Wee Herman or talks about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you walked into a shop and mentioned Pee Wee Herman, not many people would know who you're talking about. To be honest, people would know Paul Rubens like and stuff. Paul Rubens did the voice of a character in Chowder. I know that much, but that's just not. It never made it big over here for some reason.
In which he
We are more of a Mr. Bean people than a Pee Wee Herman people.
purchased in an auction about 20 years ago before Bogart Mania really hit. So
Bogart
he
Mania.
was smart to buy that thing early because now you're talking about
Was he fucking Bart
$100,000 to
Simpson?
get Bogart's hat. Anyway, he is on a committee at the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences,
Doing better than you then, Greg
designed to
Turkington?
prevent a problem like happened last year, where they had the wrong title. So this year they're giving the winners to 5
Rowan Atkinson,
team
indeed.
members
From
who are going to be in the wings.
The Witches and Love Actually.
Side of the stage with the correct
Blackadder,
answers
which is a
before
great
the
British
envelope
sitcom.
is opened, and that way they
Highly
know
recommend.
instantly
If you want to learn some stuff about British history, watch Blackadder, because that's what Blackadder is all about. It's every series takes place in a different period of British history. I believe the first series, which is not that good, takes place in I believe the 12th or 13th century, during the reign of Richard III. The second series takes place in I believe the 16th century during the reign of Elizabeth the First. No. Queen. Fuck. Yeah, I think that might be right. Queen Elizabeth, the ginger one. The third series takes place in about, I believe, the 18th century during I don't know, the Georgian era, I believe it is, and then the fourth series takes place during the First World War in Britain. Oh, not in Britain, I guess. Whatever the Brits. I guess Britain. Did the Germans come into Britain during the first? I can't remember. British Doctor? Interesting. What is the play?
There's a problem.
No.
My friend has agreed and offered, as long as we don't reveal his name,
No, we know.
to text me these titles.
Ooh.
Wow.
So that we can reveal them
earlier,
on
no
our
less.
Oscar special
How lucky are we?
1 minute before anyone else in the
whole
world
60
knows.
seconds.
No, that's
before
an
anyone
incredible breaking. I mean, that's going to be somebody, the Hollywood Reporter, somebody's going to be reporting on this. And I
Maybe.
love it because they're going to tell you can't do this, and we're going to say
Jen?
F
Mummy?
you.
I heard of that before.
Because it's our right.
It's our
But
it's our connection.
Sounds interesting, though.
here's what I'm going to.
They should have been friendlier with other people at movie theaters, and
Yeah.
then maybe they'd be in my shoes.
Well, that's a good point, but it is.
Play would be cool.
I just don't want to give
I
that
like
away.
doing- I
think that's
dabble. I like a little bit of acting, get a
that's
little
the
bit
trump
of it
card
in
right there. That is that's the crown jewel. So
Crown jewel,
I'm
he
going
says?
back to my number, the 5:30
There we
number.
are.
And let me explain it in a different way why
we're
that
getting
number is
there.
significant and meaningful to me. That's when the Oscars start.
20 minutes.
5:30 p.m.
And we're
on
done.
the East Coast, on the West Coast. 5:30. That's the magic number.
magic
That's
number,
the
everybody.
number that says we are
Magic Mike.
ready to see Oscar again.
Oh, really?
It is
Damn.
Oscar
I'm not
time.
too familiar with
That's
plays,
5:30.
really. Not a big play guy.
And we have
I like
14
plays, but I
minutes to
wouldn't
go. If we
watch
hit
one. I'd probably
5:30
find-
before 9 o'clock,
But I like the acting
will
and the
enact the
theatre,
protocols and the
theatrics a
policies,
little
which
bit.
will allow
Never a
us to
massive
provide
play guy,
the
really.
advance knowledge of the winners. So that's breaking news.
We're doing
That's
that
breaking
anyway.
news right there.
No, I'm saying we're not doing that.
Oh, okay.
Unless
Oh,
we
okay.
get to 5:30.
I see what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
at
yeah,
5:07 now. Let's see. I'm imagining there's a big bump just from that announcement, right? It's just there's a
Well,
little bit of a lag.
let me-
5:08.
I
We
can
got
feel it.
one right away.
Let me ask
That's so
the
exciting
audience
this is, man.
something. If you could donate $10,
Yes.
$20,
Yes.
$30 a
Yes.
month,
Yes.
and in exchange be guaranteed $1
Eat your
million,
popcorn. Yeah.
would you do it?
I would do that, yeah.
Because what I'm saying is
It's a good
you
deal.
get this information,
Yeah.
what's going to win, and then you place a bet.
Yeah.
With whoever's in the room with
Oh,
you. If
damn.
they're high rollers, you
Greg's
place
a
that bet.
high rollers.
And the odds
Greg's
are
a
gonna be
walking
good.
sports
In some
almanac.
cases, there's
man.
always
Greg's basically saying donate money and you'll get to become a millionaire by betting because you'll be the first person to know. Greg is the sports almanac from Back to the Future.
a lot of shock
And you almost
winners.
have to have a system in place so that you're going to be watching intently, and I'll do my best to provide the best stream so you're getting it the second it happens.
Thanks, Tim.
We'll almost even get up a system where you're getting it, and we're almost seeing your text, so that you're not having to waste time.
No, I don't
reading
want
it.
to. I don't want them to see my phone because then they'll see
Oh, the
the
name of
name.
the-
Well,
yeah.
we can create. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. We'll hide it.
Yeah.
But we'll get you that information. You have a full 60 seconds
That's so
to have that
crazy.
information before the rest of the world
It'd
does.
be become a rich,
Get
rich
ready to
man.
bet.
Yeah, whether or not you go online to some betting thing online, or you go
Encouraging
anywhere
gambling
else
here on
out there in the community,
Oscar Special Telethon.
you have an opportunity to
Lucky
make
season
a
7.
lot of money, a lot more than you're going to put down here today. So do it now and make sure that you give yourself
free
this
tip.
tool. It really is a great tool.
It's a great
and
tool.
keep it under your hat too. I think that's important to remember because we don't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry taking advantage of this situation.
That'd
But
be
we're still
crazy.
stuck at that. We're not there yet, and I'm not going to guarantee that it's going to happen. We need to hit 5:30 by 9
If we'd
o'clock.
done 5:10 to Yuma, we would be there.
No, we're not there yet. We're at 5:08. So join the patreon.com/oncinema family
will do
today.
that,
You'll be
Tim.
so
Hi,
glad you
Deco.
did. Let's see if we can find somebody who's taken advantage of her the opportunity to be
Her?
part of the. Is this
Take
Anna
advantage
or
of her?
Anna?
Excuse me?
Ava.
Oh, Ava Gardner.
Ava.
Calling from heaven because Ava Gardner would have
Calling
gone to
from
for her
heaven?
great acting over the years in some of the classic movies.
None of
Is
the,
Ava there?
none of the female on cinema
Still
family
not
members
there.
can get through.
She's indicated that she's there, but
Can I put out a request to the listeners? If anybody is already part of this program and is just listening to this telethon for
Maybe
the
we'll
movie
not get their
expertise,
fucking microphones
call
ready,
in and
man.
tell
Like,
folks
fuck
what
me.
you like about being a member. Talk about
is
the,
this Tim
the
Head
movies,
Meg?
the
Tim Head
features
Meg
that you're
from
getting.
DC.
I guess Discord's really weird for fucking putting your like input device on. It's really fucking bizarre.
The exclusive videos that no one else has access to. I've been filming segments
Yes.
segments.
Non-stop, day
Yes,
and night.
hello.
Hi, Meg. How are you?
Meg.
Hi, God bless you, Tim. God bless our president. God bless the On Cinema family.
Thank you very much for that energy. I think that
God bless Tim. God bless our president. God bless the On Cinema family. That's a Tim head right there.
that's the energy we need right now.
That is a honest to
Yeah.
God
You
Tim
remind
head.
me of Mae West.
Talk about the
You have a Mae West vibe.
talk about your
Hey, Wes,
experience
babes.
as an On Cinema family member, what level you're at, how much it's impacted your life, and how excited you are to be a part of the On Cinema family. The floor is yours.
The floor is yours.
I'm very excited. I've been a member for months. It feels like years. I'm a $5 member.
Oh, we don't
I-
like those.
Have you thought
It's
about
life-changing.
Have you thought about being a $5 man? It sort of feels like you're stuck in the mud a little bit,
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
it?
What do you do
Feels
about
A
that?
little bit.
Maybe
yes.
there's a way for you to evolve and come out of that muck that you're in
Why don't you come up and
Yes,
see
absolutely.
me?
and show your commitment to the
Smiling
family,
on
because right now
chickeny.
$5 is kind of
Yeah,
our
I'm
life.
ready to double it.
Double it up. Get in there for
Yes.
that $10.
And you get access
Ready to
to
double it up.
extra
Maybe
features.
just double up.
Yeah, there's tons of. Look on the website. Look on
Tim's such a shell,
patreon.com/on
man.
cinema,
Yeah, like
and you'll
me.
find it. Look, I'll tell you what it is right now. The rewards for the movie lover
PayPal
level,
link down below.
movie lover level is $10 a month. Greg's monthly movie heads letter. I read that every
The monthly
month. It's
movie heads
terrific.
letter. That's
You
moved
got
into the
On
High
Cinema
Network now,
Family
I believe, and it's called
Gold
Movie
membership
Time.
card, which gets you all kinds of discounts out there in the world.
That's crazy.
Mystery Dropbox access. That access so many interesting digital files.
I've been doing
So many
new
interesting
segments, old
digital
segments, but if you
files.
like On Cinema on Location and you don't feel there's enough of it on the show, get this Dropbox access. You got new titles coming out constantly.
And I'll tell you
the
something. Can you believe
Dropbox,
this?
the fact they're a
It
film
also
network.
includes a pin, and you don't get a pin. You don't get a
pin?
pin at $5.
That's crazy.
You don't
No.
get that. No,
No.
you get a
We get
free
nothing.
pin. So join today.
You get
Get
low
that
and
$10
nothing.
level. I'm proud of you if you did that.
I'm proud of you if you
Proud
did that.
In any case,
Pretty for giving me money.
I wish you the best.
God bless you, Tim.
God bless you,
I'm
Meg.
glad
and
you're a free man. You're
thank you
out
very
of Jerry
much.
Brown's kangaroo court.
That's right. Take
Kangaroo
care, Meg.
court.
All the best.
Oh, Meg, she gets it. That's an On Cinema family member right there.
Where are we at? We're at 8:51.
That's
I'm
so
going to do a
fucking
check on
funny.
our numbers. Let's see if that beautiful endorsement from Meg. I mean, that
love
got me
that.
excited.
That got me
510. We
excited,
have 20
man.
more members to go.
And
Damn,
Tim,
beat
I
it.
didn't tell
10
you this,
minutes.
but I just got an award for the Movie Heads newsletter
Ooh.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What was the award? I don't.
from the Film Buff Society.
The Film
in
Buff
Scotland.
Society in
They
Scotland?
sent me a certificate and said that it is the
What Film Buff Society in Scotland are you talking about? There's a Film Buff Society in Scotland? Me?
most, amongst them anyway, it is the most respected and beloved source for movie information is the Movie Buffs newsletter.
Well,
So
you'll have to bring that in and show me.
I will show it to you. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I got it on my wall. I framed it, but
What is he
yeah,
talking
thanks,
about?
guys.
Thanks, guys.
Well,
man, Scotland and On Cinema are just tied in so closely, aren't they?
We are
I'm so
8
confused.
minutes away from what is really unlocking an unprecedented historic event in movie history. This has never happened before. A little organization called the On Cinema Family is now in possession of the crown jewels. They are in possession of
fuck?
gold, literal gold. Information. You know, information
Film
is
Institute,
the
there they
currency in which it's the highest
I'm
form
so
of currency. they
interested
say.
in that.
You know, you have people like Edward Snowden. You have people like
Edward Snowden.
They made the great movie about Edward Snowden.
Great
You have
whistleblower.
Julian Assange.
Yeah, I've seen that
You have
film, Flip Estate.
WikiLeaks. You have Russia. You have all these components. The CIA,
Zero ever.
Bond, Reacher, Jack Reacher. What is more
Our
valuable
values are
than
under attack.
anything in that scene? It's information. It's intel.
Intel.
And we have it. We have the gold. We have
Oscar
the
gold, if
Oscar
you will.
winners a minute before they're announced on March
Literally,
4th.
they got Oscar gold
so join
before
us for the
the people
Oscar
were getting
special. But
Oscar
I'm not
gold now.
unleashing that. I'm not allowing that to come out unless we hit 530 members
Wow,
in
you better
the
do it.
next 7 minutes.
The next
What are we at?
7 minutes.
We are at, I'm going to give you an update right now, coming in 512. So we have a little ways to go, but I believe people can do it. I believe, get on the
I believe it.
phone,
Get the
call
fucking
your
phone.
dad, call your mom,
Get
get
some
your brother,
money.
get your best friend, These people need to get involved. I don't care if you do the $5
I
one.
was going to
even if
say
that's
asking to
a
borrow
little
money.
embarrassing. MPAA investigation. Are you on the call?
MPAA investigation?
I've always been here, man. We always watch what you're doing. You think you're going to take these little answers before we give them to you? We're going to take it back.
Okay, well,
No,
we don't, that's
MPAA
not
is
true.
not the Academy. So
Yeah, okay.
MPAA, that's very funny, but
MPAA
they're the guys that rate
investigation,
the
I get-
movies,
yeah,
given
of
the
course,
ratings
of course,
are
of course,
PG,
of course, yeah.
PG-13.
They've got nothing to do with it.
Nothing to
They've
do
got
with
nothing
it.
to do
So I'm
Nice
afraid
try.
your
It's a
ignorance
pranker.
is showing there.
Your ignorance is showing there. Mm-hmm. Dumbass.
I'm so excited that we are fast approaching movie history. Oh, let's go back to our list.
The
We got
list.
6 minutes to get through these. In the Fade.
Geostorm.
Geostorm
was
was
terrific. Kong, Skull Island.
Loving Vincent was about Vincent van Gogh, the artist.
This was one of your favorite movies of the year. Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets.
Oh yeah, with Dane DeHaan. Very, very interesting fantasy, kind of in the
Atomic
Hobbit vein.
Blonde, The Big Slick, Spider-Man,
King Arthur,
Zing.
Well, I guess that's Homecoming.
I wanted to give my
Beauty
pick
and the
for
Beast.
movie of the
Mad
year.
Terror.
No time for that.
Yeah,
would
you want to do
be-
that now?
Yeah, well, there's a runner-up, and then there's the movie of the year, and then you should do the same. If you've had
exciting.
time to watch movies, I know you were busy with being in jail.
No.
Being in jail.
So my runner-up for movie of the year, 2017's
2017.
movie starring Taron Egerton, Colin Firth,
Are they laughing?
Mark Strong, Channing
At the
Tatum.
stop there.
Grossed $100 million.
Oh, is this the Kingsman sequel?
Kingsman, The Golden Circle.
The Golden Circle.
Which I didn't really even like the movie that much.
Very
I
good.
Did, I mean,
Yeah.
I liked it, but it was more just that they tipped the hat to
James
Kington.
Bond. Oh,
And,
Kington. Yeah, of course,
in a way
of course.
where
Tip
they
of the
were
hat.
really tipping the hat
the
and not
Kington.
stealing the hat like George Lucas did with
Stealing
the
the
Star Wars
hat.
movies.
Yeah, let's talk
Stealing
about
the
that.
hat.
George Lucas,
Codebreaker.
we were going to talk about
we were
this.
talking about that scene before the Oscar
George
special,
Lucas
man.
is basically under indictment in my mind. He is in trouble in my book, and I think we're going to make some moves on him in the next few months
He
that are
certainly
going to spin
will.
his head round.
The trial
But
of George Lucas is nigh,
went
ladies
into
and
our
gentlemen.
vault, and it bugs the shit out of me. He went into my private
So many
space,
great character
my
breakups in this is
sacred
so funny,
space,
man.
my idea farm,
My idea farm.
where I breed, where I breed the greatest ideas, and he ripped it out. He ripped it out like
Yeah, it's
a
fucking
cut
disgusting, man.
burglar, and he ruined it. And
Cow
he
burglar 'cause it's a
basically
farm.
in the new Star Wars, which I haven't even seen,
Haven't even seen.
he's just hurt me so bad because he took this idea of the master
Tim's just
code
laughing
breaker,
at the ludicrousness
Which
of the
we
situation.
created.
Yeah.
And he took it. See, with the Kingsman movie, they took the idea, but they at least gave credit.
They tipped the hat.
You know.
Yep. Just Tim trying not to break out. What's it of that? He's just gone silent. They're too busy laughing. Right, okay, well. I love this movie. I'm Tim Heidecker, and you're watching On Cinema. Quiet on set.
I agree. I think they.
They just had to play that while they just fucking broke out in the laughter. Hey, Art Vandley, welcome to the stream, buddy. No Anime Decker. We watched it at the start, bro. You missed it, baby. I'm sorry to say. That was the start of the stream. Don't worry, bro. Art, you can watch the VOD and it will be there. But I'm sorry, yeah, we started the stream with the animated pilot before we began the telethon, brother. I am so sorry that you missed it. But it'll be there in the VOD. I know it's not as good, but it's there. It's weird that they blame George Lucas for this, given that Lucas is essentially no involvement in a Star Wars installment. No, what do you mean? George Lucas directed all those films, bro. That's what On Cinema maintain. George Lucas stole the idea. I'm sorry, brother, but yeah, you'll see it. Don't worry, we're pretty much wrapping up soon anyway. We've got 7 more minutes, and then the telethon's done. It was Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah, that one I fucking enjoyed. Bobby Valley, I completely forgot they did the voice of Rumpelstiltskin. But yeah, we're probably just nearly wrapping up anyway, so you get to see it very
They showed
quickly.
some respect where Lucas just ripped our hearts out.
Welcome to the stream, Art Vandley. Good to see you.
And
We're
I don't
doing
know what
well,
to say
brother.
about it,
Well,
Thanks for tuning
I
in.
hope there's no Oscars for George Lucas.
They're going to start laughing
I hope
again.
there's just time in jail, or at least paying out a settlement,
some sort of fine.
Which you get these kind of lawsuits all the time when people steal ideas for movies. And it's
All right,
been
let's
going
check
on
in where we're at
It's a
because it's been
crime.
an extraordinary night.
But I didn't do my number one movie.
Oh well, let's lead up to that because we still have plenty of time.
I'm
we're
so
5:14.
sorry. I know everyone was so excited for the Decker animated pilot, man. But you'll get to see it. You'll get to see it. Don't worry. You can have a little message in the comments. Don't worry about it, bro. I know it's complicated with time zones and etc. I know I'm over here on Greenwich Mean Time, so it's harder for some people than it is for others, and it's just the world is round, buddy. Can't do much about that, but I do appreciate that you're tuning in. You're here, my man. It's good to see you, buddy. And Elite, you'll get to see the VODs, and I appreciate that, brother. So no, there is no need to apologize. I have to apologize for being in a different landscape. You know what I'm saying?
Let's make it 5:20 and I will release the Oscar winners a minute ahead of time.
Whoa!
So we're looking for
Well,
6
you're not
more.
releasing them. I'm releasing.
I'm in charge of the whole special, so believe me, I'm releasing them more than anybody else.
But
More
I'm
than
the one
anybody
with
else.
the hookup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know who the hookup is. Believe me.
He knows who the hookup is.
Baby Driver.
Baby Driver. Okay.
Fun cartoon about babies driving cars.
Babies driving cars. Fun little cartoon. My fucking god. That was Edgar Wright film. Not his best though. I think the Three Flavors Cornetto trilogy is way better than Baby Driver. But it's okay. Baby Driver is okay. It's very Edgar Wright coded in terms of his directorial style. But,
Love that movie.
It was alright.
Happy Death Day, based on Happy Days.
Oh, yeah, Happy Death
The
Day.
Florida
Based on Happy
Project,
Day,
Guardians of the
what's he
Galaxy,
Guardians of the Galaxy
2,
2.
better than the first one. Battle of the Sexes, porno.
So I
Logan,
Thor,
Logan
Ragnarok,
fucking slapped.
The Thor movie.
Yeah,
And then they can play fucking. I love how beautiful a send off Logan was, and then Deadpool and Wolverine happened. Bye 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 bye.
Ragnarok.
Good.
It's like Rags to Riches.
The last good Thor film.
Rags to Rock.
Snowman. You've already given your
Talk about
thoughts on
Snowman,
that.
yeah, we talked about that already.
Wonder Wheel.
All the money in the world.
Mother, American Made, the great Tom
Mother,
Cruise,
I
with the
remember
best
that one.
movie, in my opinion, the best
Never
movie of the year
seen
is
it, but I
American
know
Made,
the Mother.
starring Tom Cruise.
Good.
Don't forget Blade Runner 2049.
Kingsman, Pirate of the
Harrison
Caribbean,
Ford from Star Wars.
49.
Phantom Thread, Jigsaw, Downsizing, great movie.
As you know,
Get
I'm a
Out,
big Blade Runner fan,
The Post,
baby.
and Greg.
Yeah, it was
now
good.
we can go. It is 2 minutes before 9 o'clock, so
Daniel
I think it's time
Kaluuya's
for
getting
your
a statue in
Hour.
London. for
movie
Get Out
of
for some
the
fucking reason.
year. Greg
All right, I'm gonna
Turkington's
give
movie
my
of the year.
Movie of the year. And it's not Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. It's not
Oh, thank
Three
fuck for
Billboards
that.
Outside Ebbing, Missouri. It's
I
not
love Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
The Shape of Water. It's not
Never
The
seen that,
Greatest
yeah.
Showman. It's not
Bleh.
I, Tonya. It's not
Nope.
Lady Bird. What it is, and this should be no surprise for anyone that's been paying attention and going out and actually being in the trenches, being in movie theaters and listening to what people are saying as they wait in
Yeah,
line.
it sucks it never got picked up. I was just saying this, like, obviously it's complicated with Decker now because of the whole IP thing. Adult Swim did it. Then it's JJ Denneker and Deck of Cards. We've not really done any Decker stuff since Deck of Cards, but why don't they do the animated adventures of JJ Denneker for High Network? They've got the fucking money to make it. They've make like fucking millions. I think we did the research for Perspective, and they made a fair bit of money off of On Cinema family members. Do the animated adventures of JJ Denneker. Let's see it. Something
I've
like
seen
that.
this movie 6 times already. I'm going a 7th time.
Okay, what is
What's
the movie?
It's Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, starring
Oh my god, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, otherwise known as Pirates of the Caribbean, Salazar's Revenge here in the UK. I don't know why we call it Salazar's Revenge. It's not called Dead Men Tell No Tales over here. Hey, you got a show. Love Trip Spencer, also known as Kingdom Trip Spencer. So is Rowan.
starring
Johnny
of
Depp.
course, Johnny Depp.
Yeah, that film
And that'll
was
be a sad
pretty
day when you
bad.
say it's the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie starring John Jones. That's going to be a sad day.
Salazar's
Johnny
Revenge
Depp
was
is
not
identified
a big
with this
fan
He
of
is
character.
the original pirate.
He created
He's
the
the original
character.
pirate.
It was
And-
his vision. If you've been at Disneyland,
very true.
you
They
know,
did
they
create
have the
it
ride
based
there,
on
but
his
there's nothing
vision.
like Johnny Depp on that ride, and there's nothing like Johnny Depp anywhere.
The
And
ride
that's why
came
he
first, Greg.
continues to be
And let's not
most
forget
bankable
Beetle
star of the.
Let's not forget Beetle Paul, who was in the movie as well.
Wings
Kind of stole the show.
Paul McCartney in Wings, and of course his co-writer in Wings, Denny Lane, starred in Decker. So there's a connection there to the Pirates movie.
And do we see more movies in Beetle Paul's
Frank
future?
Spencer.
Did he get the acting bug? Do you think that we're going to see him in all kinds of different movies? Do you see that happening?
I think so, because as you get older, you take a guy like George Burns. As he got older,
George
probably
Burns
writing
again.
pop
Fuck
songs
me, man.
wasn't in the cards for him when he turns 90, 95 and stuff, but he could still act. He could still make movies.
Oh, yeah.
And I think as
I
Beetle
love
Paul's
Bobby
singing
Valley,
voice
man.
wears out, his
Where's
acting
Bobby
voice,
Valley
he
at
could
these
play,
days? Bring him back.
Some old horror character. You don't have to sound
Greg.
great to play a monster.
Well, listen,
doing?
folks, we have a little bit of bad news. We are at 9 o'clock. It's now 9:01. If
Time
anyone's
to
checking it
wrap
on the
up.
West Coast here in California, I'm doing a check we have 516 members.
Damn.
Now, we are sad to report that because we did not meet our benchmark of was 5:30, now it's 5:20, but we did not
You
reach
didn't make it.
5:20. And we will not be releasing. I can't believe this.
I can't believe it. It's
believe
fucking
this.
shocking, man.
Well, I'll do a different special then, because this is ridiculous.
Fucking
If we
idiot.
have
This is
information,
ridiculous.
We're not going to use it.
Well, we can't just that's not going to encourage anybody to join
Fucking
because
some kinda on
what
cinema
the whole
family this
purpose
is.
of this creating you can't just say, well, we're going to do it anyways, because then someone's going to lay back.
Yeah,
They're
what's
not
the
gonna
point?
actually join.
How about this compromise? We say, if
fuck
we
is
reach
that?
510 to Yuma, 510 to Yuma,
We already did that.
I know.
I
So
know.
now we get to release the movie.
That doesn't
I love
play
hearing
well.
them
That
laugh,
doesn't
man.
sit
It's
well with me.
great.
I'm an honorable man.
An honorable man.
And we have to stick to our guns
That's
here.
why he
We will
was
not be
acquitted in j-
releasing
in-
the
in-
names of the winners a minute ahead of time.
Well, we'll see.
In court.
I'm going to try to do it.
I'll shut it down.
I'll shut it
I'll
down.
tell you what. There's a potential. I'll give you this. There's a potential that we'll do this one more time because this has
never
been a
getting
huge
the
success.
fucking God
What
damn
number
it.
did we start at? Does anyone remember what number we
We're not
started
gonna
out
learn about Jaws
on
or nothing?
with the patrons? Do you have a guess? Where were we?
Yeah,
at
earlier on, he
when
was
we
calling
began the
people
show?
who are
Does anyone
$5
remember?
tier donators like
400.
bad
I think
people.
less than
Like,
that.
they're pretty bad people.
I think we were at
It's
20.
so funny.
No. What?
No.
We went to 422nd. So we were like 370, 390 or something. 390.
What are we talking about right
So
now?
we blew past 100
Yeah.
new subscribers
Yeah,
today.
good.
That's good. At every dollar that's going to be spent
Pay
on
up or closing
catering,
it. Yeah, fuck 'em.
cameras,
That's right.
sound guys,
Bums.
costumes,
Chaplain's Chili.
Chaplain's Chili.
Chaplain's Chili.
They're not involved with the show anymore. They've got a new organization I'm excited to tell you guys about.
Oh, we're so
But
excited.
I'll tell you
about
what, this
the
is
new
going to be so
Chaplain's
exciting.
Chili.
Thank you for joining us
Thank you, Tim.
tonight. And everything that you've done so far has been unbelievably powerful
We know.
to us.
Thank
and
you.
what's going to be even more powerful is when you sit there with your bag of popcorn and watch
Mm-hmm. Pop
us
up some
pay tribute
popcorn.
to one of the all-time great movies that's celebrating a very
could it
important
be?
anniversary this year with a production that will make every other production we've done on the Oscar special
Oh, yeah, look like chump change.
small-time, small potatoes stuff.
Who
This
says
is a
it's-
big
Who says
production. We're
text
going to
on
spend the money
iPhone?
wisely, and we're going to do something that will be talked about for decades to come.
Viva
Join
el
today,
Oscar.
join tomorrow, get your friends to join. We're going to sign off now with the
Okay.
On Cinema theme song.
Oh, hell
Thank
yeah.
you for joining us on
We love
this
the On Cinema theme
one-of-a-kind
song.
night. And I'll tell you something. I learned a lot about the movies from the past year.
Huh?
I've learned we had incredible winners with the trivia. Unbelievable
Yeah, tote bags and
experience
all.
getting to know some of you, talking to you live.
Getting to know some of you.
And thank you for watching on YouTube and all the other various devices out there. Thank you for
You're so
watching at
welcome,
home.
Tim.
Thank you for watching. If you were at work, we don't know where you
I know
were.
they're watching, they're listening.
They're not watching, they're listening. I love this movie. I'm Tim Heidecker. Quiet on set. These are great movies. You got movies with Tom Cruise in them. You can't lose. You don't want to skip this movie. Time to get serious about movies. 501 movies in 501 days. That's my record. Oh man, this movie had everything. There he goes. Oh, it was great. Oh look, we got the. Oh shit, we gotta watch this at some point as well, huh? How does this go?
The States.
I like the
This sounds interesting. Escape the real Tim Heidecker. Okay. Well, that was it, ladies and gentlemen. That was the first on cinema telethon, Oscar special telethon 2018. There's 2 more after this. We've got the 2019 one and we've got the 2020 one, so there's still a good couple of streams to go. Maybe we'll take a look at these town hall events. I don't know. Still a little bits of stuff here and there. Trump there, of course. Must be Tim's very own house. But yeah, that was it. We got for a fucking telethon. We're exploring the fucking bonus features of the world of On Cinema now before we find out what we're actually going to do with the high network content. I just found out to my chagrin that the only bits of free preview content available on the high network is the first episode of season 12 and the first episode of season 13. You can't even watch the first episode of season 14 for free, which I find to be quite whack, to be honest. But, you know, we'll just have to find out what's going on with the men themselves and see if we can get any fucking kind of permission to watch this shit on stream. Maybe if we can't, we get rid of the VOD or fucking something, or is it free use because it's transformative content? Because it's in a little screen and we're talking? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I would have thought so, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Anywho, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, another On Cinema Chill stream has been completed. God fucking damn it. Can't believe it. 25 fucking streams, 25 fucking weeks of this shit. Still nuts. But yeah, I'll keep you posted on it. We've still got 2 streams at the least that I know of right now. 2 streams before we get into that. I'm afraid to say. Oh, we're here. It's fucking over. That was good, man. I enjoyed that. I've not listened to the full telethon in a long ass time. That's what I would have thought, you know, transformative content. Is that how it would work? I would have thought so, right? We'll just listen. We'll reach out to them and see what they say. Because I want to be better safe than sorry. I want to make sure at least, you know, we can stream it nicely. I'm not a monetized channel or nothing. Tim's whole career is a shameless exactly. So I should be allowed to be shameless and cash grab as well. PayPal link down below if you want to send me money for vapes. Oh shit. Career perspective. Right? So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yes, anyway, that is us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for tuning in for the 2018 Oscar special telethon. It was a good laugh. I know it was 2 hours of just listening, but it was good. I think we enjoyed that with some good bits and pieces there. Bit of lore that we haven't heard yet, you know, from the background. Greg spent $40,000 on airfare for Tim to film Port of Call, Hawaii. Operation Save the Island. It's pretty crazy. So it was good. Tune in next week for yet another wonderful wackadoo Oscar special telethon, the 2019 telethon, ladies and gentlemen. Very exciting. Whew. Yes. And just so you know, this whole fucking... Actually, I need to fix this before I leave here. That whole telethon was in fucking mono. I had to change it to fucking... I had to change it to stereo in fucking OBS. There we go, I better change that now. It's not in mono anymore, so I can untick that box. But yeah, you got an exclusive behind the scenes thing there. You got to listen to that telethon in stereo instead of mono, so you're welcome. I had to listen to it in fucking mono still, which is hilarious. Anyway, I'll see you money to buy new teeth. Oh no, yeah, I would love the tooth of at least more kettle, you know what I'm saying? That'd be great. My little wisdom tooth could get replaced by a new celebrity tooth. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna run away now, folks. Thanks so very much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure to have you. We had a good little turnout today, and that makes me a very, very happy boy. Yeah, send those teeth in. Art Vandalay, thanks for tuning in to the stream. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you enjoy the reaction to the animated pilot after the VOD opens up. Moz Angry that Twitter's been delayed yet. Thank you for tuning in. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you enjoy that also. Bean cans? I'd love to do it. I could use a one tooth. I could actually open up. Yeah, that's right. You know what? Maybe have a little put it on top of my exclusive Mon Pocket or Mrs. Doubtfire brush, whatever the fuck that was. Africa Menu, thanks for tuning in. Good to see you, brother. I think you were here for the pilot, weren't you? You're a lucky man. Ben Ferguson, thanks for tuning in. Good to see you, fella. I can't remember. Are you new? I think I remember Ben Ferguson. No, it's been a while since some people turned up, so I can't quite remember. But I think Ben Ferguson has been here before, so thanks for tuning in again, brother. If I'm wrong, I hope I'm not. But if I'm wrong, thanks for tuning in. Good to see you. Rasak, thank you for tuning in again. Good to see you, brother. Been a little while. Thanks for tuning in, fella. Good to see you, man. And Dylan also, thanks for tuning in again. Good to see you, brother. Been a little while. And Mario's for Christ, finally. Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you, brother. As your first time in the chat. Ah, wonderful. Well, thanks for speaking up. Good to see you, fella. Thanks for tuning in and watching before, and thanks for dropping a little message. Good to see you, friend. Much appreciated, brother. Oh, yeah, have a good one. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. It's been a blast. We had a lot of fun, even though it's just a 2-hour bit of audio. There were some good bits in it. So that's good, isn't it? But yeah, right, okay, I'm gonna go away now. I need to rinse my mouth out with some fucking saline and brush my teeth and keep my fucking gums clean, don't I? That's exciting, isn't it? Oh, fucking that sucks, man. But I did it to myself, so I can't moan, can I? No, I cannot. No, no, no. Anyway, see you all next week for the 2019 Oscar Telethon. Look forward to that. Good to see you all once again. I'll see you all so much. Hey, brother, thanks for tuning in. Ben Ferguson, it's a sincere pleasure, my guy. I'm glad you're enjoying the streams. I love the stream very much as well, and I'm enjoying the chill streams. I'm looking forward to continuing it forward when we move to the AVGN streams. I've already set up a little screen thing for it, like we do with the little curtains for the On Cinema. We have one as well for AVGN. I'm very excited to set it all up and get the PayPal notification set up and all that kind of stuff. Probably changing the theme around here. It's gonna be very exciting. But yeah, stay tuned for more streams. Keep an eye out on the community tab. If you've not subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can check out the community tab and that. We're at 338, we're at 336, which is a travesty. Let's get it back up, man. I think we need to hit 500. Keep those sockets moist. Thanks, brother. Gotta keep that blood clot flowing, you know what I'm saying? But yes, be sure to subscribe, keep an eye out on the community tab, and update some videos, which I promise I'm fucking working on. I've not looked at it in a while, yeah, I admit, I know, but it's coming, man, it's fucking coming, I promise. It's getting worked on, the video's halfway done. It'll be out at some point. But yes. Oh, don't worry, Ben was here earlier. He was here earlier. Can't remember what we were talking about. Oh yeah, we're at the end of the... yeah, whatever. Okay. Anyway. Yes, subscribe to the channel. We'll get no Oscar special. We need to hit 500. Yeah, subscribe. Check it. Keep an eye out for the videos. Community tab for updates on what's going on. Streams, etc. And thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna go now. So see you all very soon. Need to fucking pop some painkillers, man. My jaw's killing me. Okay, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Yes, indeed.